Moira Visconde accidentally shared the lies she told on her interview to the man in the elevator. Hindi niya na alam na lalaking kausap niya pala ang kaisa-isang boss ng kumpanya. Her dominant, bipolar, and sexy boss, Braden Ali Sevilla. When she started working in his company, she thought that it will just be living hell. But she was wrong. The man offered her an arranged marriage in exchange to help her pay her family's debt. Akala niya madaling mapanggap na maging asawa nito sa harap ng magulang ni Braden. But as the time goes by, she found herself being captivated by him, leaving her with no choice as she altogether deals with his past and secret. A past and secret that will change her life forever. Prologue. I was just barely retrieving myself from being useless. I was a happy-go-lucky kind of person back then. Wala akong ibang iniisip kundi sarili ko lang dahil lagi naman nakasupport ng pamilya ko sa akin. I never thought that I'd reach this point where I had to accept my boss' offer to be his fake wife. Why would I decline it? I'm indebted to him and in exchange of my freedom, I needed this arranged. Kaya eto ko ngayon sa kwarto ng boss/husband ko para pag-usapan ng mga hindi pwedeng gawin during this arrangement. You are not allowed to enter any relationship within the period of this marriage, he said seriously. My eyes widened. As in, kahit flings, wala? Tinignan niya ako na masama. I am a very possessive man, Moira. I don't like sharing. Tumayo ng bahagya ang mga balahibo ko. I did find it sexy. Shit. Right at this moment I knew I would fuck up if this end. Naiintindihan ko. Pagsang-ayon ko sa kanya. Do not be clingy in public or even in private. You have to ask for permission before doing so. I almost rolled my eyes. Hindi ko akalaing ganito siya kalala. He was making me feel like he was above me, and all I need to do was to submit to him. You have to follow everything I say without complaining. I am only your fake wife, I reminded him. Bakit bawat kilos ko kailangan may approval mo? Because I am your boss too, Miss Visconde, he said like a businessman trying to persuade his point. Naririnig ko pa lang pero mukhang di ko kakayanin to. I am used to getting what I wanted all the time. Hindi ako sanay na maging sunod-sunuran lang. Gusto ko na mag-walk out pero biglang pumasok sa isip ko ang pamilya ko. Yes, I need to do this for them. Ilang taon ding naging maganda ang buhay ko. Sabi na nga ba may kapalit ng lahat ng yon? Okay, Mr. Sevilla. Nangihinang sagot ko. He smirked. This man, ang sungit, minsan naman maloko. If he was not this charming, I would never agree to this. But you still have every right to stop this arrangement. Kahit may pinirmahan ako, pwede kong ihinto kapag ayaw ko na? Why can't you? This arrangement should be mutual. I don't like forcing things, Moira. You tell me to stop, I'll end it. It's as simple as that. Unti-unti siyang lumalapit sa pwesto ko hanggang nakafocus na lang ang mga mata ko sa mukha niyang perpekto. Napasinghot ako. He smelled so damn good. He was really too expensive for me. And then, yung utang namin sa'yo, paano mababayaran? Namamaos ang boses sa tanong ko. I will talk to your dad, then, and the rest you'll be putting to your family. He brushed the hair on my face, then tucked it behind my ears. You are such a manipulative person, Braden. Bulong ko na hindi inaalis ang tingin sa mata niya. His lips twitched. What did you call me? Braden. Ulit ko. Wala na sa ulirat ang isip ko. I am the boss and you are calling me what? Oh, he was never backing down. I rolled my eyes. Sir. You can call me Sir or Mr. Sevilla all the time unless I tell you so to call me by my name. Paano kapag nakalimutan ko? His eyes darkened. Then you have to face the consequence of that action. Consequence? Naguguluhang tanong ko. Like a punishment, Moira? Consequence? Punishment? As in ba? Parang bata lang, no? Ano naman kaya naisipan niya ng punishment? Papaluin sa puwet, gamit ang tambo o tingting? Bigla ako natawa sa naisip ko. His face went serious. He took a step back. Hindi nagustuhan ng pagtawa ko. Is there anything funny, Moira? Tanong niya na makalayo. May kinuha siyang papel. Napalunok ako. Wala po, sir. One of these days, you'll know about it. But for now, read and sign this. You can leave it on your desk once you're done. Now go to your room. He dismissed like a boss that he was. Ibinigay niya sa akin yung papel. Thank you, sir. I told him again, exaggerating the word sir. But he turned around and did not answer me. Napaka-moody. Kanina lang parang nang seduce tapos ngayon, wala na yung pake niya. I crossed my arms. Lalabas na po ako, Mr. Sevilla. Ulit ko para bigyan niya ako ng konting pansin. Hindi na niya ako nilingon. Kahit mahinang sagot, wala. Suplado. Nagmamaktol ako lumabas ng kwarto niya. As soon as I am out, my heart was a bit heavy. My thoughts consuming me. Hindi ko alam kung tama ba itong pinasok ko. I was like forgetting who I am for the sake of money. Napasandal ako sa pinto. I hope this would be all worth it in the end. Hindi ako sigurado pero sana may magandang dulot na kalalabasan. Hindi ko rin kasi alam kung bakit ako napili niya. He was a billionaire and also the CEO of Civilius Corporation. Why would he had to do this arranged marriage with me? Ang daming mas maganda sa akin. I breathed heavily, feeling overwhelmed all at once, showing my thoughts away. Good night, Mr. Sevilla, I whispered one more time, hoping he could hear it. When I gathered my strength and returned my senses, I made my way to the room. Mukhang pupuyatan na naman ako na mag-overthink ko. Na makahiga ako na wala ang antok ko. Sabi na nga ba eh. Paulit-ulit ko naman tinatanong sa sarili ko kung ito na lang ba talaga ang solusyon sa problema ko. Arranged marriage to my boss? For real? Miguel, anong ginagawa mo dito? Sa dami-rami ng lugar sa mundo, bakit nga ba dito ko ba makikita ang ex-boyfriend ko? I don't love him anymore, or I guessed I never did. Hindi naman sa bitter ako sa kanya ha. We broke up after trying it for a few months. He was nice and romantic, kaya nga napasagot niya ako. It was just he had some weird habit that I could not stand. May secret job lang na kailangan gawin, sabi nito. Saan ka pupunta? Sabay ka na sa akin, hatid na kita. No, thank you. Umiiling na sagot ko. May orientation ako ngayong araw. Actually, doon lang sa building na yon. Turo ko sa napakalaking building malapit sa likuran ko. Civilius Corporation? Kunot nung tanong nito. His face changed as if I said something unpleasant. Napatango na lang ako at ngumiti. Yup, mauna na ako. Bye! Moira, wait! Hindi ko na hinintay pang susunod niyang sasabihin. Ano ba? Late na ako. Hindi itong oras na makipag-throwback sa ex ko, no? Buisit kasing hangover to eh. Kung hindi lang birthday ng kaibigan kong bakla na si Renan, hindi ako magiinom ng todo. Dito rin kasi siya nagtatrabaho at siya rin ang rason kung bakit ako nakapasok sa Civilius Company. Malakas sa HR ang ate girl mo. Dumiretso na ako ng pasok pero hindi pa ako nakakalayo. Nakarangan ako ng security guard. Miss, anong kailangan mo? May orientation po ako. Mabilis kong sagot. ID mo? ID? Oo, kailangan ko ng ID. Turo niya sa nakasabit sa leeg niya. Napatutop no ako nang ma-realize kung ano ang sinasabi niya. Grabing hangover to. ID lang, hindi ko pa maalala. ID. Ulit ko na para akong tanga. Mabilis kong hinanap sa shoulder bag ko yung IDs ko. Kapag sinuswerte ka nga naman, no? Kung kailan ka nagmamadali, saka naman pahirap ang mahanap yung kailangan mo. Good morning, sir. Dinig kong bulong security guard sa harap ko. Ito na kuya. Sabi ko na mahanap ang kaisa-isang ID sa susulok-sulukan ng bag ko. Happy now, manong guard? His face was now pale when I turned to look at him. Ano nangyari? Okay ka lang po ba? Nag-aalala kong tanong. Sulat mo ang pangalan mo dito tapos signature. Inabot niya sa akin yung ID pass ko. I kept my mouth shut. Kung ayaw niyang sabihin, hindi naman ako mapilit na tao. Sa 27 years kong namumuhay sa mundo, pagod na ako mamilit ng tao sa mga bagay na ayaw nilang sabihin sa akin. Tsaka baka hindi pa ako makapasok dito, no? Naalerto na naman ang katawan ko nang maalalang malilate na pala ako. I did what he told me to do in the rush to chase the closing elevator. Stop! Stop! I shouted while running. May mga haharang pa sana sa akin mga lalaki pero hindi na ako nagpatumpik-tumpik pang huminto. Hindi naman nila ako maalala kahit ang inunahan ko sila sa pila. Luckily, the guy inside pressed the button again. I hurriedly stood myself and smiled to say thank you. So, sa mapuputing maugat na kamay, tumungo ang mata ko sa mata ng lalaki na nasa harap ko. I gulped and said, "Thank you." When his eyes focused on me, I was paralyzed. God, tila ba nakainom ako ng isang dosenang kape at kumabog ang puso ko? What the hell? His face was too good to be true. Parang sa magazine ko lang nakikita ang ganitong itsura. He was wearing a black suit and a tie that was perfectly fit his masculine body. His hair was tousled neatly upward. Wala yatang kapintasan itong lalaking to. He stood up confidently. Nanliliit ako katabi siya. Umayos ako ng tayo na magkasalubong malim ang mata namin. I placed my hand on my chest to calm my nerve and reminded myself how to breathe. Shit! He was looking at me intently. Are you going to press the button or not? He asked in a flat tone. I looked up again, cheeks blushing. Ha? Mahinang tanong ko. Which floor? He moved a bit. 30th floor. Bulong ko. Shit, Moira. Fix yourself. Para kang shit, Moira. Fix yourself. Para kang timang. Ngayon ka lang ba nakakita ng ganyan kagwapong lalaki? O, di ba? Lagi ako nakakita ng ganyan sa TV or kapag nagbabar kami pero ni isa sa kanila, wala nakalapit ng ganito sa akin. Tumingin ako sa floor button. Then I saw that the 30th floor was already pressed. Magiging katrabaho ko rin ba siya? We had the same floor kasi. I did a couple of inhale and exhale to relax myself. Maya-maya, naglakas-sob na ang kausapin ng lalaki. Kung magiging katrabaho ko siya, mabuti na magkakilala kami ng ganito kaaga. The more friends, the merrier. Tinawagan ka rin ba nila para sa orientation? Nahihiyang usisa ko. Kahit pa paano nabawasan ang presensya niya. There were questions in his eyes pero wala agad iyon na magsalubong ulit ang mga mata namin. Sort of. Maikli niyang tugon. I smiled trying to be friendly. Sort of? So, hindi ka pa sure kung makakapasa ka? I am sure they will love you here. His forehead wrinkled. Pardon? Tumawa ko. With that face, sure ako napasa mo yung interview na walang kaabog-abog. I crossed my arms, gaining my confidence to talk to this godlike human. Ako? Ito na naman ang kaisa-isang tumawag sa akin sa lahat nang napagbasahan ko na resume. And take note, dito lang din ako pumasa. He chuckled. Medyo kinilig ako dahil napatawa ko siya kahit papaano. Hindi na ako nakikipag-eye contact sa kanya. Nakatingin lang ako sa nagbabago na number sa monitor. You're very lucky then, he commented. It's not luck. Hindi naman sa pagumalaki pero minsan kailangan mo rin dumiskarte at magsinungaling sa interview kahit papaano. What? You lied? Gulat na tanong nito. Hindi naman sobrang bigat yung pagsasinungaling ko. I said, defending myself. I giggled when I remember those times. Don't worry. I did not say I was the CEO's ex or mistress. Napatingin ako sa kanya. His Adam's apple moved. You did what? I just asked someone to change my TOR a little bit. That's it. I crossed my arms again. Sumandal ako sa railings ng elevator. Don't judge. I told you, hindi naman ganun kalala. I heard no answer from him. He just looked at me like I did something hideous that even God could not forgive me. Come on. Siguro isa ka sa mga matataas ang IQ, no? You don't find it funny? Nanlaki ang mata ko. Hindi mo pa ba nagawa yun? He shook his head while raising his eyebrow. I truly believe that there's no shortcut to success, and integrity is a must-have quality to this company. Upon knowing their mission and vision, this company values it a lot. Well, that somehow shut me up. Come on, alam ko namang wala akong experience sa kahit anong trabaho. Kailangan ko lang talaga this time. Saka, I'm a changed person now. Sobrang happy-go-lucky kasi ako nung college pero pinagsisisihan ko na talaga yun. I reasoned out. You should. Maikling sagot niya sa akin na tila pinag-aaralan ako. Thank you for your understanding, I told him. I knelt down to adjust my stockings that were curling up on my feet. Hiniram ko lang kasi sa kapatid ko na si Anito kaya medyo luma na. Hindi ako nakabili ng nakaraan kasi busy ako. Buti na lang meron akong formal attire na ginamit noong nag-thesis defense kami ng kaibigan ko. Ngayon ko lang ulit na isuot. You're already late, he pointed out. Tumingala ako tumayo, getting used to his face. Ikaw din naman. I have every right to be late. So am I. Pagmamatigas ko. Are you drunk last night or been busy with someone? I looked at him, a bit confused. Lasing ako. Paano mo nalaman? He smirked. You look pale and your eyes seem tired. Nataranta ako sa sinabi niya. I faced the mirror behind me and started combing my hair. Naglagay na rin ako ng blush on. I noticed him watching me. I smiled sweetly. Close na kasi kami kahit papaano. Do I look okay? Okay is an understatement. Despite the aura of fatigue, you still look exquisite. Napatigil ako sa pag-ayos ng buhok ko at nalang nakalugay. Okay na sana eh. Nawala na yung kaba ko sa presensya niya. Tapos sinabihan ko na higit pa sa maganda, parang kinabahan na naman ako. You are? Humarap ako sa kanya. Pinigilan manginig ang kamay. I'm Moira. Moira, he mumbled. My name is Braden. The man held out his hand. Pleasure to meet you. Nang mahawakan kong kamay niya para may kuryenteng dumaloy sa akin, napabitaw agad ako sa gulat. Napatingin ako sa monitor para lawin ang sarili ko. He must have felt it too. Tumahimik din kasi siya. Shit. I jumped when the elevator opened and Braden walked out immediately, avoiding me. I placed my hand on my face. I could smell his manly perfume. Ano ba nangyayari sa akin? Para akong high school na nakausap yung crush niya. Nang pasara ng elevator door, mabilis kong pinindot yung button sa gilid at tumakbo sa receptionist. Hindi pa rin ako mapakali pero pinilit kong umiti sa kanya. Hi, I am here for the orientation. Sorry if I'm a bit late. It's fine, she said smiling. May I have your name? Moira Claire Visconde, but you can call me Moira. She typed something on the screen in front of her, maybe confirming my name. You're a little late nga, Moira, but the good news is our boss is in the good mood. Baka hindi na siya pumunta ngayong araw sa orientation room. Ayaw pa man din nun ng late. Wow! Thank God for that. Sabi ko at nakahinga ng maluwag. Inikot kong mata ko para hanapin si Brayden kasi bigla na lang siyang nawala. Teka, huwag mo sabihin multo yung nakausap ko kanina. Yes, you should thank him, she told me. Her dimple was showing. By the way, Moira, just go straight and turn to the right at the end, second door. Mabilis kong hinanap ang orientation room kung saan nakasara na yung future ko. Na makapasok ako para kung binuhusan ng malamig na tubig nang lahat ng matay nakatingin sa akin. Pati nagsasalit at napahinto dahil sa pagpasok ko. Nasa unahan pa man iyon ang pinto. Ano ba naman to? Buti na lang si Rena na kaibigan ko yung nagsasalita. Ngumiti siya sa akin at tinignan ako ng masama. Itinurong upuan sa harap niya. Mabilis ako umupo. Ramdam ko pa rin ang mga tingin ng ibang kasamahan namin. Hindi naman ako pumatay ng tao. Grabe naman sila. Kinalma ko muna ang sarili ko at inayos habang nakikinig sa sinasabi ni Renan. Pasulip akong tumingin sa likod para hanapin si Brayden. Nasaan na kaya yun? Baka nasa likuran. Napahinto na ako sa kakatingin na may pumasok sa pinto. Iniluwa noon ng isang babae na naka-formal attire din. Kasunod nito ay may dalawang lalaking pumasok. Lahat kami naguguluhan pati na rin si Renan na hindi na mapakali sa kanatatayuan nang may pangatlong lalaking iniluwa ang pintuan. For the second time this day, napatigil sa pagtibok ang puso ko. Maaga yata ako mamamatay. Brayden, I whispered. He walked over, still confident as he was a while ago. His face was serious. He did change the ambience inside his orientation room kahit wala pa siyang sinasabi. Kung kanina'y nawala na kahit papaano ang kaba ko sa kanya, ngayon naman halos lahat kami naparilsa sa presensya niya. Tumingin muna ito sa lahat ng hindi ngumingiti at tuminto sa pwesto ko ang mga mata niya. Dahan-dahan ako napaayos ng upo. Everyone, meet the CEO of Civilis Corporation, our boss, Miss Brayden Alice Sevilla. I faced my head down right away. Kung kanina pisngi lang namumula sa akin, ngayon buong mukha ko na. Ano ba naman kamalasan to? Sa dami-rami na pwede ko makausap at masabihin ng kalokohan ko, bakit sa boss ko pa? Boss ko pa rin ba siya? Malamang paalisin na niya agad ako dito sa kumpanya niya. Ang tanga mo, Moira! Sumilip ako ng bahagya. His eyes still on me, so I looked down. Hiyang-hiya ako sa ginawa ko. Hindi ko naman din kasi alam eh. Akala ko ba may nakasabay akong gwapo sa elevator na makakatrabaho ko? Bakit pa hindi ko naisip yon? Damn this hangover kasi. Hindi ko mabasa yung ekspresyon sa mukha niya. Was he having second thoughts? No! I would do anything for him to forgive me. I desperately need this job. Kailangan ko ng pera para sa pamilya ko. Madidisappoint na naman ang pamilya ko sa akin tapos pag tinanong kung bakit, ano sasabihin ko? I told my boss every lies I said in my interview. I have received a news that someone here lied on their interview. His voice was real serious. Wala na yung pagka-friendly na pag-uusap namin kanina. Lord, why nyo naman hinayaan to sa akin? Kung pwede lang maglaho ngayong oras, ginawa ko na. Gusto ko na lang magpalamon sa lupa at maging kamote. Lilipat sana ako sa likod para mawala sa akin atensyon niya, pero wala akong lakas na loob na igalaw ang mga paa ko. I could hear everyone murmuring from one another. I know I can do this. I can survive this. Just go with the flow or beg if there's no option left. I thought to myself. I sat still, trying to pay attention and act as if I did not know who it was. We have to rerun the interview result and we'll do a strict background check once we sort it out, Brayden announced. My heart skipped a bit. The blood in my ear was jumping so bad, it is like everyone was slowly being muted and all I could hear was his voice. You are here with one reason. We are entrusting our company to you. Each of you are a part of it, so I expect everyone's honesty. Integrity is a must all the time, he said and raised his brow to my direction. I nodded silently, smiling awkwardly. I don't want the opportunities we granted turn into waste because this company invests on their people as well. I encourage you to think outside of the box, exceed my expectation and do hard work as it pays off. Sir? Tanong na isa sa likuran ko. Tumingin muna si Ren at yung isang babae kay Brayden. Tumango naman to pero seryoso pa rin ang mukha. If you don't mind, paano namin malalaman kung pasado pa rin kami? My assistant, Mira, will check thoroughly your information. You have to wait for the call again for the second result. That's it. Have a good day, everyone. I unconsciously clapped my hands. Everyone freeze and stared in my direction. Shocked. Napatigil ako sa ginagawa ko. Minsan talaga kapag kabado ako, may mga bagay ako nagagawa na hindi ko gusto. Tumingin ako kay Renan para humingi ng tulong, but he looked so scared too. You have anything to say? Asked Brayden, his face intimidating me. I have a question. A question? He repeated in between his lips. Say it. I bit my lip and looked around. Can I say it outside? Nanginginig na sabi ko. Just us two? I heard Renan coughed. Moira, you can just ask your question here. Mr. Sevilla's time is important. Let's not waste it. Saglit lang. Promise. Brayden's bodyguard were about to halt me when Brayden raised his hand. I'd like to hear what's bugging her. Shall we? I stood up nervously. Mas laki ang mata ni Renan kung walang tao sigurado na makakatikim ako ng sabunot. Lahat pa rin nakatingin sa amin. Yung iba ay nakanganga sa gulat. I followed him outside and stopped walking when we were far enough from the orientation room. Humarap siya sa akin at napahinto ako. My knees were shaking. I am sorry, Mr. Sevilla. Ang unang katagang lumabas sa bibig ko. Sorry, really. I didn't mean it. Yung pagsisinungaling ko kanina, believe me, yun lang talagang sinabi ko. He raised his brow, studying me. Lying is a foul to me. I have trust issues, Miss Visconde. Miss Visconde, lalong kumabog ang dibdib ko sa pagkakabanggit niya ng last name ko. I will do everything. Please forgive me. Kaya ko ipakita na worth it ako dito, na hindi masasayang yung chance ang binigay ninyo. Nagawa ko lang na dahil sobrang desperada na ako. I really need this job. He was silent. He was still eyeing me, weighing my words. His eyes danced in amusement pero nawala na rin yun agad. Bibigyan niya ba ako ng isa pang chance? Mr. Sevilla, please? I plead again. I will call. He cut me off. Call? Yes, a call from me, he said seriously. I have to think about it and set my terms once I've decided. For now, you have to push your luck and pray more. He then left me speechless. All my life, I hated waiting. Kaya nga lagi akong huli kapag kailangan. Makipagkita sa mga kaibigan ko. Lagi akong last minute dumarating dahil ayoko naghihintay sa kanila. Lalo na't Filipino time, pa sila. Pero itong paghintay sa resulta, it was like a suspense part in a movie for me. I kept praying each day that he would let me work in his company. It had been 2 weeks, no call or text from him. Kahit si Renan na hindi makapaniwala sa nangyari. Ilan beses nga ako pinagalitan nun dahil muntikan pa siya mapahamak dahil kinausap daw siya ng assistant ni Brayden ng ilang beses tungkol sa akin. Pero buti na lang hindi nila tinanggal ang kaibigan ko dahil kasalanan ko naman yun eh. Kung hindi dahil sa pagpapabaya mo, hindi mawawala sa atin ang business na yun, Romy. Dirig kong sigaw ni Mama. Napahinga ako na malalim. Nag-aaway na naman kasi sila ni Daddy dahil sa business naming nalugi. Gusto ko makatulong pero kapag nagtatanong naman ako anong problema o anong pwede kong maitulong, hindi naman sinasabi ni Daddy sa akin. Mas mabuting ibenta natin kaysa naman malubog tayo sa utang, Joy. Matagal na tayong lubog sa utang dahil sa'yo. Sinabi ko na sa'yo, hindi ba? Tumigil ka na sa kaso, sugal. Tingnan mong nangyari. Nagsisisi na naman ako. Hindi mo na kailangan pa ulit-ulit ipalala sa akin ang pagkakamali ko. Araw-araw ko maalala ang lahat, Romy. Sorry, sweetheart. My dad's voice broke. Gusto ko lang takpan ang una ng tenga ko. Naiiyak ako dahil wala ako magawa. Ako pa man din ang panganay pero hindi rin ako makatulong. Ngayon lang din ako nagsisimula magtrabaho para sa sarili ko at para sa pamilya ko. Hindi ko alam dati kung gaano ka-importante ang pera sa buhay namin. Ang alam ko lang gumastos ng gumastos. May tumatawag sa'yo, Moira. Hinagis ni Annie ang cellphone ko sa kama ko, nakatabi lang ng sa kanya. Sinong tumatawag, Ate Annie? I asked her sarcastically. Hindi naman akin yan. Bakit ako tinatanong mo? She rolled her eyes. Very good ka talaga. Tumayo na ako at kinuha ang cellphone. Pumasok ako sa bathroom sa kwarto namin para hindi maingay. I sat in the toilet bowl. Hello? Sagot ko sa cellphone. Hi, Moira Claire Visconde? Wow, buong buo ha? Sino ka? Wala naman akong order sa Shopee. I heard the other line chuckled. You're hired. Hired? Huwag ka nga mang prank. I'm not. Maikling tugon ng kabilang linya. Unti-unti na akong kinakabahan. Is this your boss, Brayden? He answered. Napatop ako sa aking bibig para pigilan ng pagsigaw. I was jumping in the bathroom. Shit! May trabaho na ako. Good news to sa mga magulang ko. Finally! Thank you, Lord! Ilalagay ko ulit ang cellphone sa tenga ko. Mr. Sevilla, thank you so much. You will start this Monday. He then hung up. Okay, wala na akong pakialam. Basta alam ko magsisimula na ako magtrabaho. Tumakbo ako papunta kay Annie. I was hugging her but she kept on showing me. May trabaho na ako, girl! Anong gusto mong gawin ko? Hinampas ko siya ng marahan at umirap. Sa kwarto na lang ni mama ako pupunta. Baka sakaling gumanang tensyon sa pagitan nila kapag narinig lang balita na meron na akong trabaho. I knocked. Pumasok na ako, walang sumasagot. Nagtatahi si mama ng damit habang si daddy naman nag-aayos ng mga papel sa lamesa. Yes, anak? Daddy forced a smile. Ngumiti ako sa kanya at lumapit. May trabaho na ako. Wow, ang galing naman ng anak ko. Saan ka nakapasa ulit? Tanong nito. Civilians Corporation, Daddy. Napahinto si Daddy at nagkatinginan sila ni Mama. There were hope in their eyes. Sabi na nga ba, kahit pa paano mapapagaan ko ang loob nila sa balita ko. Congratulations, anak ko. He kissed my hair. Kailangan pa ba natin mag-celebrate? Tanong ni Mama. Umiling ako at lumapit sa kanya. I hugged her. Namumugto na kasi mga mata niya. Hindi na kailangan, Mama. Alam ko may pinagdadaanan tayo ngayon. Pero kapit lang. Kaya ko kayong iaan sa problema ninyo. Napahinga ng malalim si Moira. Pumaikot naman ang kamay niya para yakapin ako. Moira, may sasabihin kami sa'yo. Po? Napagpasya naming ibenta ng bahay at doon na sa probinsya ni Daddy mo tumira. Huminto ang mundo ko sa sinabi niya sa akin. Just when I thought I've somehow figured out some things, life had a unique way to turn your happiness down. Kailangan mong matutunan mamuhay muna na mag-isa. Kailangan ka namin iwan. I'm sorry. Tama nga ang Newton's third law nung high school ako. In every action, there is an equivalent and balanced reaction. Things were not doing great the past few days. My parents immediately packed up their things. Yung iba naman binenta na para pandagdag sa mga kailangan nila sa probinsya. Kailangan din ibenta itong bahay dahil wala na namang titira. Kaya kahit ayoko tong iwan, wala akong magagawa. It would never be the same without them. Malulungkot lang ako lalo. Ingatan mo ang sarili mo, anak, ha? Bili ni Daddy. Kapag may problema ka, huwag kang magdadalawang isip tumawag sa akin, okay? Niyakap ko siya, tinantay ang ulo sa dibdib niya. Pwede ba akong tumawag kapag hindi ko kaya magluto, Daddy? Tumawa siya. Halatang pinipigilan ng duha. Pwedeng-pwede, anak. Niyakap niya ako na mahigpit. Namimiss kita ng sobra. Hindi ko na napigilan ang pagtuloy ng luha ko. Since birth yata si Daddy yung lagi nakasuporta sa lahat ng ginagawa ko. Kahit lumaki kaming spoiled ni Annie sa kanya, never niyang pinaranas ang hirap sa aming magkakapatid. I sighed. It sucked to start from scratch again but I had no choice. This is my reality now. Papadala ko agad ang unang sahod ko para mabawas-bawasan ang utang ninyo. Sabi ko, hindi na anak, kaya ko na to. Kapag nabenta ko na yung business natin, mababayaran ko na yung mga pinagkakautangan ko. Marahang tinapik ni Mama si Daddy sa balikat. Nako, Romy, she should. It will help us. Huwag ka nang ma-pride dyan. It's not her responsibility, Joy. Ani Daddy. It is now. Sabat ko bago pa sila mag-away na naman. Responsibilidad ko kayo. Para naman makabawi ako. Humingang malalim si Daddy. Basta kumain ka on time, okay? I hugged them both for the last time. Life was so much easier having them around. Too bad I became an adult. Kailangan ko makabawi sa mga nagawa nila sa akin. Hindi pa ba tayo aalis? Reklamo ni Annie sa loob ng sasakyan. Hindi mo ba ako mamimiss? Tanong ko sa kanya. Hindi. Bakit kita mamimiss? Hinila ko ang buhok niya mula sa bintana ng sasakyan. Panay ang sigaw ni Annie. Ginisiyan ko lang siya habang nagpapaalam ulit sa mga magulang namin. Kumurap lang ang mata ko. Pagtingin ko, wala na sila sa harapan ko. I was left alone in front of our house, watching our car moving far away from me. Para nang hihina ako at hindi ko alam kung paano magsisimula. How to survive living alone. Wala kasi nagturo sa akin. Pero parte naman to ng buhay, hindi ba? You had to figure out everything on your own. Too bad I wasn't ready. Monday came. I was excited and nervous at the same time. Nahirapan talaga ako sa pagtulog dahil nalulungkot talaga ako sa pag-alis sa mga magulang ko. Dumagdag pa yung pag-iisip ko kung ano yung ng workplace ko at namang magiging katrabaho ko. Of course, kasama rin si Brayden doon. Thinking of him made my stomach flutter. Napatawa na niya kaya ako? Inagahan ko ang pag-alis sa bahay. Ayoko rin kasing malate. I was bad record na rin. Pero laking gulat ko na makita ko kung gaano kahabang pila sa MRT. Shit! Mura ko sa sarili. Ayoko namang malita naman sa first day ko. Tumakbo ko palabas at naisipan na lang mag-taxi. Kahit pa paano naman gumagalaw yung taloy. Pero na makarating kami sa Guadalupe, hindi na halos umaandar yung sasakyan. Shit naman. Pagkatingin ko sa orasan, 30 minutes na lang pala, mag-8 na. Binayaran ko ng taxi driver at bumaba. Sinubukan ko mag-book online na motorcycle, pero ilang minute na puro full book sila. Nauubusan na ako ng pag-asa nang biglang may big bike na minto sa harap ko. He was wearing his motorcycle's outfit. Naguluhan ako napahawak sa bag ko, kahit mukha namang mayaman na nakasakay dito. The owner removed his helmet, exposing his foreign face to me. Namumula ang pisngi nito. He was smiling, showing his dimple on his left cheek. Kailangan mo na masasakyan? Mukhang nahihirapan ka maghanap eh. My defense mechanism was up. I am not a pickup girl. Mataring nasabi ko. He laughed. Wala naman akong sinabi. Gusto lang kitang tulungan dahil stuck ka sa traffic. Inaral ko ang mukha niya. Hindi naman sa mukhang holdupper. God, his face was too handsome to be one. Pero natatakot ako at baka kung saan niya ako dalhin. Kita mo yon? Turo nito sa likod ko na may poste. Napatingin ako. May CCTV. Magpisign pa ako kung ang nagdadalawang isip ka sa akin. Ang gwapo ka namang kidnapper. I almost rolled my eyes. So bakit gusto mo akong tulungan? Kasi alam ko ang pakiramdam mo ngayon. Malilate na rin ako eh. Kung hindi ka sasakay, mauna na ako. Suot na nito ulit ang helmet at papanda rin ang motor nang pigilan ko siya. I will pay you, okay? He laughed again. Hindi na kailangan. Hindi ko kailangan ng pera. Buka ba akong hampas lupa? Hindi ako sasakay sa pag libre. Pag mamatigas ko, nagsisimula na magtingin ng ibang tao sa direksyon namin or more on sa lalaking kausap ko. Liit mong babae pero ang taas ng pride mo. Komento nito. Ano? Ako maliit? Pasigaw na tanong ko. He started his engine, avoiding my outrage. Ay sige, una na ako. Wait! I stopped him, putting my hand on his biceps. He stared at me while raising his eyebrow. Yes, baby girl? Bakit may paghawak? Stop with the baby girl, ha? Pagbabanta ko sa kanya. Hindi ko alam kung anong pake niya sa akin. Parang naiinis ako na ewan sa kanya. Huwag ka rin mag-English. Nan-nosebleed na matangos kong ilong. Sabi nito. Gwapo nga kaso sobrang vocal sa kung ano meron siya. Sa bagay, karapatang pantao naman niya yan. Sana lahat na lang matangos ang ilong. I rolled my eyes and removed my hands on his biceps. May isa ka pang helmet? First time ko magmotor tapos big bike pa. Buti na lang, smooth lang yung biyahe kahit sobrang bilis ng tibok ng puso ko. Tinuro ko na lang yung direksyon kung saan banda siya hihinto. Nakahinga ako na maluwag dahil nakarating akong buhay at hindi naman pala talaga siya masamang tao. Dito ka pala nagtatrabaho? Nakatingala siya sa malaking building sa harap namin. Tinanggal ko naman yung helmet sa ulo ko at tinebot sa kanya. Oo, bakit? May kakilala ka sa loob? He shrugged his shoulders. Wala. Kinuha niya ang helmet sa kamay ko. Kailangan mo na susundo sa'yo mamaya? No. Hindi naman kita kilala. I refused. He grinned. Kailangan mo akong bayaran, ha? Tumaas ang kilay ko. Hindi kita babayaran gamit ang katawan ko, no? Hindi naman yun ang sinasabi ko, ha? Ano iniisip mo? Ang bilis mo naman. Aniya sabay kagat sa labi. Napatalon kaming pareho na may bumusina sa likuran namin. A black Mercedes-Benz. Hindi ko makita sino nasa loob dahil nakatapat yung araw sa mata ko. Kumuha ko ng 500 pesos sa wallet ko at inabot sa kamay ng lalaki. Seryoso ka ba? Tanong nito na makita ko ano yon. Akala ko number mo. You're blocking my way, people. I straightened when I heard that voice. Hindi na mapakala yung sistema sa katawan ko na makita ko siya nakatayo sa harapan namin. Mr. Sevilla, hello, good morning. Natatarantang bati ko. He did not bother to look at me. Tumingin lang siya na masama sa lalaking kasama ko as if he did him wrong. Move! He told him seriously nang hindi sumagot si Mr. Foreigner Guy. Or I will ban your motorcycle here. Tama nga si Renan. May anger issue tong boss namin. Shit! Nakakatakot sa kapag ganitong aura yung pinapakita niya. Parang gusto na magtakip na mukha at magtago para hindi niya mapansin. Chill, dude. Paalis na rin ako. Mag-goodbye lang. He did not let me finish the talk. Lumakad na papasok sa building si Mr. Sevilla at inabot ang susi ng sasakyan sa concierge ng building. Katulad ko, natataranta din ang lahat sa pagdating niya na tila hindi sila sanay makita ito araw-araw. Sungit nun. Sino yun? Nagtatakang tanong ng lalaki. Parang may regla ah. Shhh! Suway ko kasi baka may makarinig ng ibang tao tapos ikwento kay Mr. Sevilla. Ayoko naman mag-strike to ko, no? Bakit ka namumutla? Hindi na ako mapakali kaya natataranta na akong pag-ayos ng sarili. Kasi kapag hindi pa ako umalis, late na naman ako. Baka masasanti ako ng tuluyan. Bye! Sa'yo na yan pati sukli. Paalam ko sa lalaki habang tumatakbo ng mabilis, papasok ng building. Ate, welcome to this company. Finally, after a long stressful process, nandito ka na. Niyakap ako ni Rena na mahigpit. He was the one touring me to our department. Buti na lang pareho kami kasi kung hindi, mahihirapan ako mag-adjust. Hindi rin kasi ako sanay magtrabaho talaga. Sana ma-enjoy mo siya katulad ko na sisiyan sa mga gwapo rito. Kinikilig pang sabi nito. Kasama si Mr. Sevilla? Taas kilay kong tanong. Hinampas niya ako na marahan. Gaga, hindi no? He's out of our league. Walang time ang mga ganon kayaman at gwapo sa karaniwang taong tulad natin. I bit my lip. He was right. Bukat ko nga ba nga nasabi yon? Halata naman na hindi kami level ng pamumuhay. Kahit nasabihin ko may business kami dati, ang layo pa rin ang pagitan. Parang siya nasa presidential level, tapos ako SK lang. Oo nga pala, ito yung desk mo. Turo ni Renan sa table na parang premyo sa isang TV game show. Tapos yung katabing babae na hindi masyadong kagandahan, siya si Rose. Tumigil yung Rose at inayos ang salamin bago binigyan ng isang irap si Renan. Baklan to? Manlalait muna. Maganda ka ba? Compared to you? Yes. Taas na ang sagot ni Renan. Che! Tumayo na si Rose at ginitian ako. She was looking up at me kasi mas matangkad ako sa kanya kahit nakahil siya ng mataas. Welcome to the purgatory. Nilahad pa nitong kamay sa akin. I was taken aback. Purgatory? Her mouth fell open. Hindi mo pa namimit si Mr. Braden Ali Sevilla. She crossed her arms and sat on her desk. Renan pushed me to sit on my chair. She already did, Rose. Chismosang to. O siya, balik ka na sa trabaho bago naman ako mapatawag sa itaas at mahihina ako sa salawalan tuluyan. Tatawa-tawa naman si Rose na bumalik sa ginagawa. Si Renan naman pumunta sa desk niya. Buti nilang isang desk lang namamagitan sa amin. Wala pang tao sa desk na nasa gitna namin. Dalawa. Kaya nagsisilipan kami palagi. Inikot ko ang mata ko. They were all busy and working so hard. Si Rose nang yata nagbigay ng atensyon sa akin dahil kaibigan to ni Renan. Sino ba naman makakapansin sa akin? I was an average woman. I am not even sexy. Payat nga ang katawan ko eh. Lalo ngayong wala nagluluto ng ulam sa akin. Mas lalong kumumpak ang mukha ko. My face was pale and my hair was almost thin because of stress lately. Halos lahat ng parte ng bahay may mga buhok ko na nalagas. It was an hour before lunch. Wala pa rin akong ginagawa. So I'm just familiarizing myself with the computer in front of me. Panay ang hinga ko na malalim habang nakapangalumbaba. You are doing great, sweetie. Asar sa akin ni Rose. Tinawanan ko siya. Ganito ba talaga kapag unang araw dito? She shook her head. First day ko parang sasabog yung utak ko sa dami ng gagawin. Pero baka busy lang ang mga leader sa taas kaya wala pa nag-a-assist sa'yo. 30 minutes before lunch. Tumutulog na yung tiyan ko. Nag-break naman kami kanina pero hindi ako kumain dahil wala rin akong gana this week. Kaya ngayon ko naramdaman yung pagsakit ng tiyan ko. Moira Claire Visconde? I straightened up. Yes? Bumungad sa akin isang lalaki na naka-formal attire. He was holding a tons of documents na halos matabunan ng bibig niya sa dami. Sir Amiel, para sa amin ba yan? Talong agad ni Rose sa tabi ko. I was still clueless what's happening. Boss din pala tong nasa harap ko. Nausog na lang ako sa kinaupuan ko nang hindi nito sinagot si Rose at pinatungan sa damakpak na papel sa desk ko. Napalunok ako kasabay ng pagtulog ng tiyan ko. Kanina ka pa pala nandito, hindi ka man na nagtanong kung may dapat pang gawin. First day mo pa lang nagpapakilala ka na agad na ugali mo, iha. Naiirita ang sabi niya sa akin. Para ko namot na sa sinabi niya. Hindi ko kasi alam. Napatingin ako kay Rose na nagugulahan din. Wala po kasing lumapit sa akin. Pag i-explain ko, bago lang po ako, pasensya na sir. Hindi na mauulit. Being new is never an excuse, iha. Mas lalo pang lumalim ang boses niya. Gawin mo lahat yan. Double check everything if it has typos and grammatical errors. Sumilip to sa rilong nasa kamay niya. You have to finish it within the day so it would be suffice your ignorance this morning. Hindi na niya hinintay ang pagsagot ko. He walked out and went straight to his office. Nilapitan agad ako ni Rena na kanina pa nakikinig. Namumutla naman ako sa kaba at sa kahiyan dahil narinig din ng iba ang sinabi niya. Ano yun? Bakit ngayon? Nagmamaldita si Papshi. Anong meron? Nagtatakang talong ni Renan habang nakapamewang. Baka napagalitan sa taas kaya dito sa bago nilabas yung galit. Kupal talaga yan? Saan naman ni Rose? Hindi na ako masyado nakipagtalo sa kanila at sinimulan ko na agad basahin at tingnan isa-isa ang mga papel sa harap ko. I need to proofread it first, then retype since wala naman binigay sa akin na soft copies. Lunch came. Everyone stood up including Renan and Rose. Niyayaya nila akong kumain pero hindi na ako sumabay dahil ayoko mapagalitan. Nahihilo na ako sa kakabasa tapos sinabayan pa ng sakit na sikmura ako. Di bale, kakainin lang ako ng maraming mamaya at iinom ng gamot para sa sikmura. Inihimas ko na lang ang tiyan ko para kumalma habang nagbabasa. Why are you not taking your lunch break? Napatalon ako sa boss na nagmula sa likuran ko. Hindi dahil sa nagulat ako, kundi dahil sa pamilyar ng boss na yun sa akin. I slowly turned my head and stood up when I saw Mr. Sevilla. Nasa gilid niya yung assistant niya na nakatingin lang din sa akin. He raised his brow when I did not answer. Did we change our company's rule, Mira? Employees should take their lunch on their lunch break. Am I correct? Yes, you are, sir. Sagot ng Mira. Moira, you may take your lunch break. You can do your task after eating. I'm sorry. Nahihiyang sambit ko sabay ng pagtunog ng tiyan ko. I bit my lip. I failed to finish this all kasi within the day, I can message my friends naman po to ask them buy some food for me para makain ko mamayang 10-minute break. I explained. You want to be fired on your first day? Mr. Sevilla threatened. Napalunok din yung assistant niya sa sinabi ko. Umiling ako ng mabilis. Pasensya na po, sir. Panay ang yuko ko. Go take your 40-minute break right now or I will fire you, Miss Visconde. He seriously said again. I was shaking when I gathered my bag. Panay pa rin ang paghingi ng dispensa ko. Bakit ganun? Parang ang laki ng kasalanan ko. Hindi ba't yung ibang boss mas gusto yung nag-work hard ng mga tao niya? Hindi ko sila nilingon mulit. Diretso na akong pumasok sa elevator. I was still shaking when I texted Renan and went where they were. Sumabay pa ang sumpong ng tiyan ko kaya mabilis ako nanginig. I ordered everything I wanted. Pasta, rice, salad, and also dessert. My acid reflux was suddenly acting up again. Sumabay pa yung stress at inis ko sa nangyayari ngayon. Gusto ko nang umiyak habang kumakain, pero pinigilan ko kasi hindi pa naman kami close ni Rose. Tapos sabi niya sa akin, "Do you want to be fired on your first day?" Ganyan. Panggagaya ko pa sa sinabi ni Mr. Sevilla sa akin. Gusto ng isang boss, tapusin ko yung lahat ng ginagawa, tapos yung isa naman hindi. Saan ba ako lulugar? I bent out while eating my food. We've been there, ate. Pag-aalo ni Renan habang nakapangalumbaba. Naiintindihan ka namin. Ikain mo lang. Go push. Sasabog na yung dibdib ko sa inis, Renan. Sabad ko habang puno ng bibig ang pagkain. I am trying my best not to make mistakes. Pero bakit meron pa rin nakikita? Nasaaktuhan ka lang ng mga boss ngayong araw, Moira. Singit ni Rose habang nagme-makeup. Pero kadalasan naman, boss sa boss na nag-uusap. Minsan lang sila dumediretso sa mga employee. Kasi as much as possible, responsibility tayo ng department kung nasan tayo. Kinuha ko yung warm water at nilagok. Pinaikot ko ulit yung pasta. Wala naman akong balat sa puwit pero bakit ganito? Gusto ko na agad sumuko. Hoy ate, gagayo ha. Isipin mo na lang mataas sila magpasweldo. Need mo ng money, di ba? Nahihirapan na nga ako sa sitwasyon ko. Pero mas nalo ako pa akong pinapahirapan ng mga boss nyo. Halos maiyak-iyak pang sigaw ko. Hindi ko alam kung magtatagal ako dyan. Yung potato salad naman ang nilantakan ko. I mimic Mr. Sevilla's face. May pa-Miss Visconde pa siya dyan. Akala niya, ako sa ganon? Yes. Hindi tumama yung dalawa sa sinabi ko. Tinapunan ko sila ng tingin dahil para sila naging estatwa sa harap ko. Okay lang kayo? Nag-aan lang tanong ko. They didn't move. Bakit hindi kayo sumasagot dyan? Tinusok ka naman yung bread pan at isinubo. Weird nitong dalawa. Bigla na lang nananahimik. Siguradong namumura na ang buong mukha ko sa inis. Gusto kong sumigaw at manuntok pero hindi pwede. Bakit kayo tulala? Sino bang tinitingnan nyo? May gwapo ba sa likuran ko? I was then curious so I turned around. Only to see the face of the person that I would not imagine to be here at this time. Shit, I'm doomed. I blinked my eyes hundreds of times, praying that this was all just a dream. Good afternoon, ladies. Bati niya sa amin na hindi ngumingiti. Nasa likuran nitong assistant niya. And gents, tinapuan niya ng tingin si Renan. Mr. Sevilla, the two said chorously. Sabay tayo na natin nakita ang isang professor na terror sa klase. I couldn't hardly breathe. I think my airways were closing because of the scenario. I tried to look at him but he was not smiling like the usual. Natatakot lalo na yung aura niya. Kahit wala siyang sinasabi parang mangangain ng buhay yung mga mata niya. You! He gave me a deadly stare. Nagkarirahan ng mga daga sa loob ng katawan ko. My knees started shaking and my voice went missing. I gave him a questioning look. Don't talk, he said in a flat tone. I nodded, still couldn't find my own voice. When your mouth is full, Miss Visconde? I never thought that it was possible to feel like dying when you're still breathing and alive. Ilang araw din ako namuhay sa kahiyan, takot at pangamba. It's nearly been a week. I was waiting for them to fire me. Paano ba naman kung munti ang pinapagawa sa akin? It only meant they were not trusting me anymore. Kaya kahit sila na Rose natatakot din sa nangyari, they said it was not normal. The bosses here would be quick to remove someone if they made a mistake or been caught of disrespectfulness. Kaya habang hindi pa sigurado, iniwasan muna namin mag-usap about work-related kapag lunch break. Tumawid na ako sa pedestrian lane na mag-green ng stoplight. Nauna kasi ako palaging bumalik sa dalawa. One thing I'd learned about working, ayoko na may napupuna sa akin kahit tama naman ang ginagawa ko, unless it was really something to be changed of. I was about to run to the huge building when a hand stopped me from running. Ay, Mr. Sevilla. Someone laughed. Seryoso? Mr. Sevilla? It was the guy who helped me during my first day. He was wearing black pants and white t-shirt while holding a magazine. Pinagtitinginan siya ng mga taong papasok na rin sa opisina. Tinanggal ko yung kamay niya sa balikat ko. Kinabahan naman ako sa'yo. Munti ka na ako magka-heart attack. He was giggling. Mr. Sevilla, crush na crush mo ba yung boss mo? Wala ka pa yata isang linggo dyan, iba na nababanggit natin ah. Sabi nito at nilagay ang kamay sa bulsa ng pantalon. Feeling close? Bakit ka nandito? Sinusundan mo ba ako? I asked, trying to ignore what you just said. Ikaw lang ba may karapatan magtrabaho? Nasaktuhan ko na may naglalakad na duwende. Nanlaki ang mata ko. Kapal mo sa duwending part. Average tong height ko, no? Ipinantakip niya yung magazine sa sinag ng araw na tumatama sa mukha nito. Oo nga, papaliwanag natin sa barangay. Inirapan ko siya. Medyo naiinis sa sinasabi niya. Pahiram muna nga niyan. Hablot ko sa magazine sabay takbo papalayo sa kanya. Uy, wag yan. Tumatawa akong pabalik sa building at di na siya binigyan ng pansin. Pagkapasok ko'y marahan kong itinaas yung magazine sa mukha ko. Para akong kriminal na nagtatago dahil baka may makakilala sa akin at ipahuli sa pulis. Wala pang ibang tao dahil maaga akong bumalik. Nanigas ang buong katawan ko nang may narinig ako nag-uusap. It was Mr. Sevilla. May kasunod siyang ibang businessman and his bodyguards were beside him and also his assistant. I almost broke my neck while shying my head away and hid beside the magazine I was holding. Their voices were close to where I'm standing. I did not bother to move or even look. Hindi naman sila gagamit ng ordinaryong elevator na to, kaya alam ko malit ang chance ang mapansin ako. We have to set a high marketing strategy about releasing this product, a strategy that's never been done before, where we can catch people's attention, leaving them remembering it. Boses ni Mr. Sevilla nagsalita. I agree. We can also hire more people to promote this product through their social medias. It's one of the most powerful tools nowadays. Naman ang kausap. Indeed. Maikling tugon ni Mr. Sevilla. They were talking robotically while I was still hiding behind his magazine. I got paralyzed when I inhaled the familiar scent near me. Dahan-dahan ko ibinaba ang magazine sa bibig ko at sumilip. Mr. Sevilla was standing in front of me, pushing the elevator button. Is your lunch break over? He asked, raising a brow. I smiled awkwardly. Yes, sir. Katatapos ko lang po. He looked at his watch. You still have 10 minutes. Are you going to start this early? I didn't answer. Dapat isipin ko muna yung mga sasabihin ko bago ako magsalita. Mahirap na magkamali. Alam kong pinag-iisipan nilang pagtanggal sa akin. Ngayon pang nakita niya ako, I am sure he remembered what happened last time. He would ask his assistant now to kick me. Unless you smoke. He spoke again. Do you? Umiling ako at masalo naging pilit ang tawa. Para ako naihi sa peso ko at biglang pinasukan ng lamig ang tiyan ko. No sir, I don't. May nakalimutan po kasi ako sa desk ko na kailangan kunin. Sir, the VIPs are waiting. Singit ng assistant niya. Use it with them. I will use this one. He told his assistant and pointed his hand toward the elevator. Ladies first, he told me. His assistant's mouth fell open but managed to hide her emotion. She walked back and enjoyed the businessman and Mr. Sevilla's bodyguard and assisted them. What are you waiting for? He asked impatiently this time. Mabilis akong pumasok sa elevator. My hairs were clicking on the floor. Tila ba bumigat ang ilang kilong timbang ko sa presensya niya. I was about to stand on the side nang bigla akong out of balance. It all happened too fast. Nabitawan ko yung magazine and the next thing I knew, his hand was on my waist already, stopping my body from falling. Are you alright? Do you feel sick? He asked, a bit concerned. He helped me stand up slowly and I froze into place when I felt him on my back. His lips were almost on my hair so I inhaled a huge air. Tumaas ang kamay niya sa bandang tiyan ko, helping me stand still. Para ako napasa sa apoy at mabilis na lumayo sa kanya. There was silence for a bit. Have you eaten? Seryosong tanong nito. Hindi ako makasagot dahil ayaw kumalma ng sistema ko. Have you lost your voice? Are you okay? Sorry sir. Natataranta kong sagot. Yes, I did it. Okay lang po ako. Hindi pa kasi ako sanay magsuot ng ganitong heels araw-araw. Pagpapaliwanag ko na hindi tumitingin sa kanya. You can wear anything you want, you know? He stated. I don't want to break this company's dress code. Nahihiyang sagot ko. I will give you an exemption as long as it's not revealing. I can allow that. Napanga ako sa sinabi niya. I looked at him, still trying to process what he had told me. My cheeks were probably blushing because I suddenly felt sick. My stomach was aching as if a gazillion of butterflies were uproaring inside. Safety is also our top priority here, he continued when I did not answer. My team and I are talking about dress code a few days ago. It is not totally approved yet, just letting you know that you can wear what makes you feel comfortable if you want to. I showed my teeth, giving my best effort not to look dumb. Thank you for that, sir. I appreciate your concern. I was proud when my voice did not stutter. Tumunog ang elevator button sa floor ko. Mabuti na lang mabilis nang bumukas. I bowed down to him and walked out hurriedly. Miss Visconde? I stopped walking. Lubingon ako sa kanyang kinakabahan. Yes, sir. You need something? I believe this magazine is yours. He bent to pick up the magazine on the floor. Nagmamadali ako makipag-unahan sa kanya para damputin yon, pero mabilis siyang tumayo at inabot sa akin ang magazine. Mas lalo ako nahiya sa ginawa niya. Hindi siya yung lalaki na pwede mong utusan pag may papakuha ka. He was the type of guy who would ask someone to pick up for him when he dropped something. Niyakap ko ang magazine na maibot na niyan tuluyan sa akin. Sorry, sir. Thank you for helping me. My head was overthinking. Hindi na po mauulit. He was confused. I don't mind at all, he said, holding the open button. But why are you holding an adult magazine? I gasped in horror. Mabilis kong tinignan ang magazine na niyayakap ko. I was stunned when I saw an almost naked body of a woman in front of the page. Damn that guy! Bakit siya nagdadala ng ganitong magazine? Actually, it's for my brother. Yes, that's right. Inutusan niya ako bumili nito kasi fan daw siya ni R.C. Munoz. Pagsisinungaling ko. Confusion flooded his face once again, as if he knew I was lying. I don't have a brother, pero hindi naman siya siguro titingnan kung ilan kami sa pamilya, hindi ba? Punong-puno na ako ng kahiyan dito. Gusto ko agad maglaho na parang bula. Ngumisi sa akin si Mr. Esqueza. Then tell your brother to enjoy reading that magazine, and also tell him I'm looking forward to meet him one day. Then the elevator door closed, leaving me breathless, as if I was slapped by the lie I just told him. May mas lalo na pa bang sitwasyon na naranasan ko? If I could only make myself invisible, I would. Hindi ako mapakali sa harap ng computer ko dahil paulit-ulit na may rehistro ang kahiyang ginawa ko kanina. Of all the things that guy could bring, adult magazine pa. Napahilamos ako sa mukha ko na matindi. Girl, okay ka lang? Kanina ka pa namang problema dyan. Suho ka na ba rito? Napapagod ka na ba? Napagalitan ka na naman ba? Pwede kitang tulungan. Nag-aalala lang tanong ni Rose mula sa tabi ko. Masakit lang ang sikmura ko pag sisinungaling ko. Teka ha, CR lang ako. Tumango naman si Rose pero pinapanood pa rin ako habang palakad palayo sa kanya. I walked to the water station and got one. Nakatala akong umiinom ng tubig nang maamoy ko na naman ang pabangong pamilyar sa akin. My body stood straight right away. Are you sure it's not overlapping, Amiel? Katabi nito yung boss namin sa department. I took a step on the side to give them some way. Kumuha rin ng tubig si Sir Amiel sa water dispenser at ibinigay ito kay Mr. Sevilla. I keep on checking it, sir. I still don't know the reason why there are delays in some products. Kamot unong sagot ni Sir Amiel dito. But I will ask my department to trace it. I will give you a week, he told him. And if you can't give me any valid reason, I have to replace you. Parang isang tuta nagmakaawa sa Sir Amiel. Sir, wag naman. May pamilya ako. Buntis ang asawa ko and I will do everything to see what causing this delay. You should. Sagot ni Mr. Sevilla seryoso. Tinapunan niya ako ng tingin. I looked away habang nasa pagitan ng labi kong paper cup na wala ng tubig. Nahihiya pa rin kasi ako sa nangyari kanina. You may leave, Amiel. Utos ito sa boss namin. Yes, thank you, sir. Tila alilang sagot ito at umalis. Nang kami na lang ang tao, hindi inaalis si Mr. Sevilla ang tingin sa akin. I was still playing the paper cup in between my lips, ignoring him. It was really scary when you're around with him alone. Just like this moment. You should be working, not wandering around. Basag nito sa katahimikan. See? Kanina lang ayos-ayos ng mood niya tapos ngayon parang ang laki ng kasalanan ko. Yes, sir. Kumuha lang ako ng tubig. Sagot ko at paalis na magsalita siya ulit. Did you tell your brother what I've said earlier? Para nang aasar pang talong nito. Kumulat ang noo ko dahil tila may alam siya sa buhay ko na hindi ko alam. Hindi pa kami nag-uusap, sir. Sabi ko. Were you fantasizing those women? Are you? Nanlaki ang mata ko. No, I'm not. Nagkataon lang talaga na pinabili sa akin yon. I'm into guys. Do you have a boyfriend? He asked, straightforwardly. Bakit niya tinatanong? Ayoko maging assuming kasi hindi naman ako yung tipo ng babaeng mapapansin niya. Wala, sir. Career mo nang inuuna ko ngayon. I answered. Sakit lang sa ulo yung mga lalaki. His eyes glistened and turned dark again. Good, then I have to go. See you around, Moira. Umalis na siya sa harap ko at naiwan akong tulala. Moira? Ang sarap sa tengang marinig na banggitin niya ang pangalan ko. I felt like we were close when he called me by my name. May mga lumabas na ibang katrabaho ko. Mabilis kong itinago ang kilig na nararamdaman ko at dumiretso sa restroom. As I sat on the toilet, Nilabas ko ang aking cellphone para mag-scroll muna sa Facebook, pero pangalan ni Annie ang bumungad sa akin. Annie, boring dito, Moira. Sana naiwan na lang ako kasama mo dyan. Napatas ang kilay ko. My ever sweet sister. Palagi nakakalimutan akong tawaging ate. Hello, Ate Annie? Yes, I'm fine. Kayo ba ni na mom and dad? Narinig kong umiyak si mommy kanina kasi may nalaman si dad. May tumulong pala kay mommy na lalaki para bayaran ang utang natin. Kaso huli na niya nakita na mataas yung interes. Kaya nagsisihan na naman silang dalawa. Hay nako, this life. Me. Stop them. I will do my best to pay for it kahit na ilang taon pa yan. Pero do me a favor, okay? Annie, uutusan mo na naman ako. Ano na naman? Me. Alamin mo yung pangalan pinagkakautangan nila. Check the paper so I can contact the person. Dahil alam ko hindi papayag si daddy sa gagawin ko. Annie, magbebenta ka ng aliw. Sa payat mong yan? Me, siyo nga. Mukha bang kaya ko yun? Annie, mas ka. Oo, saan ka mapulot ng milyon? Benta kidney. Me, dalian mo na lang. Hindi mo na problema yon. Annie, pag-isipan ko muna. Bye. Napabuntong hininga ako ng malalim. Hindi ko alam kung anong unang gagawin. I was thinking of texting Miguel because his family was wealthy. I knew he would let me borrow any amount basta magkabalikan lang kami. Should I sell my freedom for this? Was it worth it? To forget my value so I could save my family? I don't know anymore. Sure ka ba natatapusin mo lahat yan? May next time pa naman, ate. Huwag ka masyado magpaka-superwoman. Baka magkasakit ka. Pagpapaalala sa akin ni Renan. Pauwi na kasi sila ni Rose. Actually, may ibang tao pa naman pero mukhang ako yung pinaka-maiiwan. Wala namang pamilya naghihintay sa akin kaya ayos lang. Saka may pinapahanap pa sa Sir Amiel eh. Tapusin ko na lang muna to kaysa naman masermonan. Kapag lumipat ka na sa kondo ko, sabay na tayong uuwi ha? Sabi ni Renan. Nagpaplano kasi ako na sa kanya na lang tumira since we were best friends for a long time. Niyakap muna ako nila bago umalis, then hours had passed. The lights were shutting down and I'm all alone in the middle of this office. Nagunat muna ako tagsimula na naman sa pagtatype. Kahit sobrang pagod na, pinilit ko pa rin sarili kong matapos to. I rested my head a little and closed my eyes. I was having migraine already. Why are you still here, Miss Visconde? Munti ka na ako mahulog sa kinaupuan ko nang marinig ko ang boses na yon. Sir, kinakabang saad ko. Napatayo ako sa kinaupuan ko para magbigay galang. Natakot niyo ako. You did not answer my question. Why are you working this late? Madaya pa po kasi akong dapat tapusin. Does anyone ask you to work this late? His forehead creasing. Did Amiel tell you to finish all that? Actually, wala naman siyang sinabi, pero palagi niya ako pinapagalitan sa pagiging mabagal ko. I did not want to be stressed anymore so I did everything I could para hindi ako pagbuntunan niya ng galit. No sir, it's my initiative. I bit my lip. Pero pauwi na rin naman ako. 10 minutes. You should. It's late. I don't encourage my employees to work this late. As much as possible, I want them to maximize their time on their task within working hours. Okay sir, but let me finish this. I said go home. Who is your boss? Napabuntong hininga ako. I'll just get my bag then turn off the computer, sir. He shut his mouth and took a step back. He was watching me turn off everything and fix my things. Kahit hindi ako komportable, I did my best not to stumble. Do you have a car? He asked, while waiting for the elevator door to open. I don't have a car, sir. I told him honestly. He was quiet again. We both entered the elevator, embracing the awkward silence between us. Dahan-dahan akong kinakabahan sa presensya niya. Kaya mahigpit ako napahawak sa bag ko para mawala ang atensyon ko sa kanya. When we walked out from the elevator, I was already freezing when a cold breeze of air welcomed us outside. Nagulat ako nang hubarin ni Mr. Sevilla yung suit niya at ipinatong sa balikat ko. Hey, you're freezing. Don't go home this late next time. It's not safe especially you're alone. I gulped. My heart fluttered. He left me speechless again. Before I could even think of an answer, may itim na sasakyang huminto sa harap namin. I knew this was his Mercedes. Lumabas ang driver nito at ibinigay kay Mr. Sevilla ang susi. Mauna na po ako, sir. I was starting to walk away when he pulled my hand and leave me with no choice but to enter his passenger seat. Napalunok na naman ako sa ginawa niya. He shut the passenger's door and walked on his side. I slowly put my seatbelt on habang nanginginig ang kamay. Sir, you know I can take a cab. Hindi mo na ako kailangan ihatid. Ayoko masayang ang oras mo. I told him when I was putting his seatbelt on. You are under my company. It's part of my responsibility, he casually said. Pinandar na niyang sasakyan. I was holding tightly to the seatbelt in front of me. Hindi ko alam ano bang dapat sabihin o gawin. I was scared and nervous at his presence at the same time. You live alone? Tanong nito maya-maya na wala nagsasalita sa amin. I gulped first. Yes, my parents decided to live in our province just a few days ago. It's way cheaper to live there than here. How about you? Where do you live? Marahan to lumingon sa akin. My eyes still focus on the road. Sa bahay namin na iniwan nila. But I'm planning to live with my best friend since naibenta na ng magulang ko yung bahay. Whose friend? He asked curiously. A guy friend? Yes and no. He is gay. Si Renan, yung katrabaho ko rin. He looked so sexy driving his car. The way he moved the steering wheel and how expert he was doing it was turning me on. Don't you have any other place to live? He looked at me intently when he stopped on the traffic light. I shook my head. Wala sir, but it's okay. Renan is a long friend of mine. He's still a guy, he pointed out. And I think he values privacy as much as you do. It's important to have your own space. You are free to do what you want. Tumingin ako sa kanya. He was watching me when he started driving again. I wish I could, but I'm sort of out of budget kasi. My family needs my salary more than I do. In debt? He asked, as if it was no longer a surprise. Tumango ko, tumahimik kami pareho. I was thinking of that problem again kung paano ko masisimulan na diskarte ko. Posible bang mamayaran ko yun ng ganun kalaking halaga? Tulala lang ako sa bintana habang malalim ang iniisip at hindi ko na malayang malapit na kami sa tinitirhan ko. I creased my forehead. Paano mo nalaman kung saan ako nakatira? Your resume, he said and did not explain furthermore. You okay? Uminto na si Mr. Sevilla sa tapat ng bahay namin. Kahit naguguluhan, hindi na ako nang ulit pa dahil hindi naman ako mananalo sa kanya. Yes, okay na po. Thank you so much for driving me home, Mr. Sevilla. That is so thoughtful of you. It doesn't happen often, he told me, shutting my kindness. Mukhang hindi komportable si Mr. Sevilla na pinapansin ang kabutihang ginawa niya. Buwaba na ako pero hindi ko pa sinasara ang pinto. His suit still hanging on my shoulder. Lalaban ko na muna po ito bago ibalik. Sabi ko sa kanya, you can have it. God, minsan lang umiti ng kaunti si Mr. Sevilla and he was teasing me now. Now his mood has changed. I don't know if I could keep up with it. I will keep it pero sana. Joke lang sir. Bawi ko agad. Salamat po talaga. Ingat po kayo pag uwi. I watched him drove away. Kinikilig pa rin ako na makapasok sa bahay. Inaamoy ko yung suit niya at halos maadik ako sa amoy. I was in cloud 9 feeling already. Hindi ako makapaniwalang inihatid niya ako pa uwi. I mean, what for? Asyumera bang maitatawag kapag inisip ko na baka may gusto siya sa akin? Kaso ano nga ba magugusto niya sa akin? Normal lang naman ang itsura ko unlike sa kanya. He could date a supermodel if he wanted to. I erased all the thoughts. That was not the right time to compare. Napasanal ako sa pinto at unti-unti na namang lumalabas ang ngiti sa labi ko. I was still imagining things and fantasizing our future would be if there would be a chance between us. But not too long. Stop from daydreaming. Tumunog kasing cellphone ko. Kinuha yon mula sa bulsa ko. I saw my sister's message which made me freeze into place. Annie, his name is Braden Ali Sevilla. Okay na? Okay, bye. It was like my happy bubbles popped all at once. I was shocked and angry at the same time. Hindi ko alam kung anong motibo niya. I know he knew they're my parents. Alam ko rin may balak siya kung bakit niya ginawa iyon. But really, a triple interest? For what? I could not sleep a wink that night. Hindi ko alam kung anong confrontation ang gagawin ko sa kanya. I was now in front of his office, talking to his assistant. Can you please tell him that I'll wait here kahit ilang oras pa? Pagmamakaawa ko sa kanya. I was holding his black suit. His assistant eyed it and raised her eyebrow a little. I told you to go back to work and I'll call you once his schedule's free up today. This is really important. Pagmamatigas ko. And so his meetings, Moira? Matarin ang sagot niya sa akin. Moira? What the hell? She never called me Moira. Palaging Miss Visconti lang din katulad ng amo niya. I was gritting my teeth already and sat on the waiting area. Hours had passed. Tumatawag na si Renan sa akin pero hindi ko sinasagot. Masamang nakatingin naman ang assistant niya na maglabasan ng mga tao sa office si Braden. I stood up immediately. Hinarangan niya ako agad. That's it. I will inform your boss that you're not doing your job. Pagbabanta pa niya. Tinuro ko ang office ni Mr. Sevilla. Then tell him. Napatalon kami pareho nang iluwan ng pintuan si Mr. Sevilla. His assistant stepped back ready to explain. Is there a problem here? Seryosong tanong ni Mr. Sevilla. Sir, she's forcing me to inform that she needs to talk to you. I already reminded her you still have meetings to attend and wait until your schedule frees up. Cancel all of it. He shut her off, eyeing me. Until we're not finished discussing. Shall we? Halos hindi na may pinta mukha ng assistant ni Mr. Sevilla. I followed him inside of his office. I was mesmerized how breathtaking the view was. His office was a lot bigger than I thought. May glass door sa left side of his private meeting, and on the other side was a black door. I assumed it was the toilet. He pointed the chair in front of his desk and sat on his swivel chair, hands entwined. "Do we have a problem, Miss Visconde?" he asked calmly, as if he knew why I'm here. Uminit ang dugo ko watching how screamed he was, as if he calculated these things to happen. Hindi ako umupo. I stood in front of him and threw his black suit on his face. He was shocked and mouth fell open. "You planned this, tama ba ako?" I still tried to control my voice not to tremble. "You didn't look surprised at all. Alam mo ang address ko sa bahay and you're just acting like you don't know a thing about me when in reality, you've searched about me and my family." He gathered himself and sat back on his swivel chair. "Meeting you the first time on that elevator and knowing your family's dead, I believe you somehow need my help." "Help?" Tumawa ako na mapakla. "Natriplihin mong utang namin? You call that help? How dare you? Would you rather see your father die while debt-free?" He was watching me, calculating my every reaction. Naguluhan ako sa sinabi niya. "Anong sinasabi mo?" "Gathering informations about you and your family's dead. My investigator found out that they're already planning to assassinate your father if he would not pay the money he owes them." Parang nanghinang tuhod ko sa narinig. Assassinate? My father? Dahil lang sa utang? Napaupo ko sa harap niya, holding my chest. Mr. Sevilla stood up and gave me a glass of water to calm my nerve. "You should thank me for saving your father. My lawyer talked to your mother alone since your father has a heart attack. I bet he's not yet ready to hear that someone is planning to kill him. Does he? Or you want me to inform him?" Nakakatog ang kamay ko uminom ng tubig. Parang sasabog ang dibdib ko sa narinig kong impormasyon sa kanya. Hindi ako makapaniwala na nangyayari ito na wala akong kaalam-alam. "Your mother agreed to my offer, and she is full aware of the triple interest, Moira," he continued. "I never force anyone to do this deal with me. I am just trying to help." Naguguluhan ang isip ko sa nangyayari. Hindi ko alam kung paano iintindihin ang lahat. I focused on how to breathe properly dahil mukhang naubusan ako ng hangin sa katawan. My heart was starting to beat faster than usual. "And why do you have to do that?" I asked, trying to calm myself. "Ano makukuha mo? Bakit mo kami tinutulungan? You know, we don't have money. Alam mo rin hindi namin kayang bayaran ng triple yung pinahiram mo." Lumakad siya tumupo sa harapan ko. Kalmado akong pinapanood. "I have an offer to make," panimula niya. "An offer?" "Yes. I will be needing someone who can buy me and make me a fake wife." "Fake wife?" Hindi ako makapaniwala sa narinig ko. "Ako? You want me to be your fake wife?" "You heard that right," he said too formal. "My parents will be back from the States and they're planning to marriage me with their favorite ex of mine. She is from abroad too." Napanunok ako, still processing his offer. "And you want to have an arranged marriage with me instead of her?" "I'm a man of my own, Moira. I don't want anyone dictating me what to do. But with my parents, it's a different case. I cannot say no to them unless I have a valid reason to do so." He shifted his seat. "You see, I need you as much as you need me." "And that's it? Mababayaran ko na lahat ng utang namin sa'yo kapag pumayag ako." "I need to know your answer first before deciding what's next." He answered and stood up. "That's it for today. At least you know your option and what you're getting yourself into. That is for you to decide." Halos buong araw akong tuliro. Buti na lang tinawagan ni Mr. Sevilla ang boss ko dahil kanina pa ako hinahanap. Ganon din naman sila Ren at Drew sa nagtataka kung bakit ako pinatawag dahil hindi doon nangyaring ganung bagay. I am just a simple employee like them, and why would a CEO ask for me? I just told them that he was verifying my information since I lied before. Luckily, they believed me. Ngunit napaisip ako ng malalim. Who wants to marry a guy you don't know who exactly? Kilala ko lang siya bilang boss ko. I mean, I got it. He was the man of every woman's dream. But marrying for money, would it save me? Think about it, Moira. I will give you until 6 p.m. tonight. Pagpapaaralan ito kanina bago ko lumabas ng office niya. At ngayon, 6 p.m. na. Mas lalo naguguluhan ang isip ko. Parang sasabog ang puso ko sa sobrang bigat. It was like selling my freedom, my rights, and my dignity for money. Hindi ako to but for my family. Should I do it for them? Uuwi ka na, ate? O sisa naman ang kaibigan ko na makita niyang nililigpit ko na yung mga gamit ko ng maaga. May iniutos kasi sa akin sila daddy. Kailangan kong puntahan. Pagsasinungaling ko. May date ka siguro, no? Sabat ni Rose sa gilid ko. Wala. Mabilis kong sagot at nagkatihinan ng dalawa na mahiwaga. Confirmed. They both said in unison. Okay, good luck. Hindi na kami mangingialam pa. Basta don't forget to wear condom, okay? Tumawa ako ng pilit at mabilis gumawa ng imahinasyon ko sa sinabi ni Renan. Baliw ka talaga. Sige na, see you on Monday. Pagkalabas ko ng building, may itim na sasakyan naghihintay sa may entrance. May lumabas na lalaki dito at binuksan ang pinto sa backseat. I was confused and looked around. Na makita ko na ako lang ang tao, I pointed a finger to myself. Ako po? Tanong ko. He smiled. Yes, Miss Visconde. Pinapasundo ka po ni Mr. Sevilla. Magalang niyang sagot. Sumakay ako na kinakabahan. Bakit naman kailangan may pasuspense pang ganito? Pwede naman kayo mag-usap sa office niya at sabihin ko anong desisyon ko. I was quiet the whole ride, familiarizing myself to the road we were taking. We stopped in front of a high-class bar. Naguluhan pa ako dahil ito din yung bar na pinunta namin ni Rena nung birthday niya. The driver opened the car door for me. Mabilis akong lumabas. Kasunod ay meron na namang bagong lalaki na naghihintay sa akin sa labas. He just guided me where to go. Wala pa masyadong tao ngayon dahil maaga pa. Iginiyan niya ako papunta sa itaas kung nasa ng mga VIP room ng bar. Nang iwanan na ako ng lalaki, naupo ako sa sofa. I was studying the room because never in my life I'd get to enter a VIP room. Hanggang couch lang kami ng mga kaibigan ko. Napahinto ko na may nakita akong box sa gitna ng mesa. Take it if yes, leave it if not. Nakasulat sa white paper sa tabi nito. I opened the box and it was a wedding ring. A tiny little diamond was around it. Alam kong mamahalin to dahil hindi basta-bastang design. Napangiti ako. Paano niya rin nalaman ang sukat ng kamay ko? That man was really something. From my family background, my personal information, and now my finger size. Ano pa ba ang alam niya sa akin? Inangat kong singsing upang mag-reflect sa ilaw. I slowly slipped it on my finger to know if it really fitted, and yes, my instinct was right. It did. Half an hour had passed. May mga dumating na pagkain and drinks. Pero wala akong gana para galawin yon. Sino ba naman gaganahan kumain kapag bigla-bigla kang binigyan ng isang mabigat na desisyon sa buhay mo? I was just gazing at the food nang dumating si Mr. Sevilla. Umayos ako ng upo. He was still wearing his usual black suit and tie. I got late. Had the last minute meeting to attend. Sabi nito't nilawagan ng kurbata sa leeg. It's okay. It gave me time to think. Umusog ako nang umupo siya sa tabi ko, kahit na laki naman ang space sa room. You're not hungry? Taas kili na tanong nito. I shook my head. Wala akong gana. You should eat first then. Utos ito at nagsimula maglagay ng pagkain doon sa plato, sabay abot sa akin. Napanga na lang ko dahil kakasabi ko lang sa kanya na wala akong gana. Tapos ngayon inabutan niya ako ng pagkain na parang wala siya narinig. How about you? Talong ko habang pinipilit kumain. Hindi ka ba kakain? I prefer watching you eat. He was a bit smirking as if I didn't get an inside joke. Kalaunan kumain din si Mr. Sevilla. We were quiet while eating. I guess he was giving me some time to think. Nang matapos agad niyang ipiniligpit ang mga in-order sa waiter. Then he faced me. My heart skipped a bit. What's your decision? He asked. Pansin ko rin na kanina pa siya tumitingin sa bandang daliri ko. I smirked. To make it clear, you don't have a girlfriend? Hindi ako magiging kabit? Walang ihina ng buhok ko dahil papakasalan kita? Ngumiti pa siya ng kaunti. None. Tumangayo ako patungo sa glass window kung saan makikita yung mga tao na nag-aayos sa baba. I placed my hands on the railings. Then, why real marriage? Pwede naman natin sabihin sana na nakasal tayo kahit hindi. My family will probably hire an investigator if I'm telling the truth or not. You cannot fool them easily, Moira. This was complicated than I'd imagined. Nagulat ako nang bigla siyang sumulpot sa tabi ko. Like me, he was watching the people below. We have to act like a happy in love couple and convince them, and it will give us enough time to know more about each other then if they ask some questions. Tumingin ako sa kanya. You have a very controlling family. I guess we can't have it all. I crossed my arms. Let's say kasal na tayo. Kailangan ko bang tumira sa bahay mo? He looked at me in disbelief like I asked a dumb question. We are married, so basically, yes. Tumalikod ako sa kanya at kinuha ang small box sa mesa na nasa gilid ng inuupuan ko. You can have all the girls in the world, so why me? I don't know. Something in you makes me unique from others. I blushed but managed to hide it. I was playing the box in my hand. Kapag nasa work, paano yun? Dapat pa nilang malaman? No, they don't have to. This is between the two of us and my family. Don't worry, I got you. I can buy you anything you want as long as you're willing to submit with my every rule. Parang na-offend ako sa sinabi niya. Hindi ko lang masyadong pinahalata. Like following you like a dog? Not a dog, Moira. I am still your boss. We have to set limits. I'm not comfortable when someone forgetting her limits with me. Tumawa ako na mapakla. Oo nga pala. This is an arranged marriage to my boss. Tumayo na ako palabas ng pinto. He was suddenly nonplussed of what I did. You're turning down my offer? He asked, shockingly. Inihagis ko sa kanya yung small box at nasalo naman niya ito. Agad binuksan niya ni Mr. Sevilla. His shock turned into surprise na wala siya makitang singsing sa small box. His hard mouth slowly smiled triumphantly. I smirked at him and uncrossed my arms so he could see the silver ring on my finger. For the first time in my life, I saw him smile. The unusual warm smile he never let anyone see. I will marry as soon as possible, he said. I bid my goodbye and walked out. I could feel he was still watching my back intently. Kailangan ko ng masanay. I'd get to see him every day once we got married. But I just hoped that this would end well. We had a civil wedding the week after we talked. Kaming dalawa lang halos at yung mga bodyguard na, ang tumayo na rin na witness. I guess they even signed a waiver not to tell others about this. They were all quiet just like the usual. They also helped me pick up some things from my house since ang sabi ni Mr. Esqueza, hindi ko naman kailangan ng maraming gamit. The car stopped in front of a huge house. Halos mapawang bibig ko sa ganda ng design sa labas. It was a black-coated mansion. Binuksan ng bodyguard niya ang pinto ng sasakyan. Nandito na po tayo, Ma'am Moira. Welcome to your new home. Sabi sa akin ng driver na nakangiti. Lumabas ako ng sasakyan. Nakatingin pa rin sa tapat ng bahay. Dito nakatira si Mr. Sevilla? Yes, ma'am. Sinamahan niya ako sa pagpasok sa loob ng bahay. It was really huge and white. I knew he was minimalist since konti lang gamit dito. May mga space na wala halos gamit. Mr. Sevilla was wearing a black short and a gray t-shirt when he welcomed me to his home. Shall we? Ani at umakit kami sa second floor. There were wooden doors and lots of room. Mukhang mamahalin din ang mga gamit ito dito. Kulang na lang hindi ko na may sarang bibig ko sa sobrang pagkamangha sa bahay niya. This will be your room, Moira. Binuksan niya ang pinto at bumungad sa akin ang isang malaking kama. Kompleto sa gamit ang kwarto. Everything you needed in a room was here. Binuksan niya ang isang malaking cabinet. Bumalaga sa akin na napakaraming damit. Pang-office, formal, pants, skirts, shirt and all. Iba't ibang kulay. Paano mo nalaman ang sukat ko? I hired someone to check what size are you. He quietly said while watching me being amazed with the tons of clothes. Pwede mo naman akong tanungin, sabi ko sa kanya. Hindi mo na kailangan magsayang pa ng pera. I worked hard for it and better spend it, don't you think? Lumingon ako sa kanya while holding a dress. Hindi naman kita kakainin kung magtatanong ka sa akin. Paano kung mali pala yung sukat na nabili nyo? Trust me, we can return it all or donate it. Inirapan ko siya. Okay, Mr. Super Rich Guy. I had my own bathroom too. If this was all a dream, I did not want to wake up at all. Bakit ang dami mong kwarto? Isa ka lang naman nakatira dito. It's the most convenient way to avoid my family when they're having vacation here. Convenient? Ulit ko. Me and my sister even share the same room. He laughed as if I was joking. My room is one room away from yours. If you need me, please knock on my door first and ask for permission. Umupo ako sa napakalambot na kama sa gitna. Yes, Mr. Sevilla. Pang-aasar ko. Alam ko pong busy ka at hindi kita istorbohin, pero hindi naman tayo magkatabi matulog, ano? He closed the cabinet's door one by one. We won't unless we need to. Sleep lang naman, di ba? I asked to double check. Are you referring to sex? Sumandal siya sa pader na para bang hindi big deal ang sinabi niya. Tumango na lang ako kahit medyo nahihiya. We have to mutually agree to do it before such doing thing. Parang yung lalamunan ko sa sinabi niya. So it was really included. What the hell? Oo nga pala, kasal kami. Pero hindi naman kasi niya binanggit yun sa usapan. Di naman sa nagpapabebe ako ha. Alam ko naman kailangan ko munang pumayag bago namin gawin ang isang bagay. But imagining it, nangangatog na kagad ang tuhod ko. We need to discuss it further. I'll give you a contract to sign. Let me know if you're ready. Take a rest for now, Moira. He said before leaving. Napailip ako pagkatapos ko magbihis. Pakiramdam ko ilang araw ako natulog dahil pagkadilat ko madilim na. Buti na lang natulog ako na bukas yung ilaw. Alam mo yung pakiramdam na nagising ka sa katotohanan na may asawa ka na? I was just barely retrieving myself from being useless. I was a happy-go-lucky kind of person back then. Wala akong ibang iniisip kundi sarili ko lang dahil lagi naman nakasuporta ang pamilya ko sa akin. I never thought that I'd reach this point where I had to accept my boss' offer to be his fake wife. Why would I decline it? I'm indebted to him and in exchange of my freedom, I needed this arranged marriage. Kaya eto ako ngayon sa kwarto ng boss/husband ko para pag-usapan ng mga hindi pwedeng gawin during this arrangement. You are not allowed to enter any relationship within the spirit of this marriage, he said seriously. My eyes widened. As in kahit flings, wala? Tinignan niya ako na masama. I'm a very possessive man, Moira. I don't like sharing. Tumayo ng bahagya ang mga balahibo ko. I did find it sexy. Shit. Right at this moment I knew I would fuck up if this end. Pagsang-ayon ko sa kanya. Do not be clingy in public or even in private. You have to ask for permission before doing so. I almost rolled my eyes. Hindi ko akalain ganito siya kalala. He was making me feel like he was very above me and all I need to do was to submit to him. You have to follow everything I would say without complaining. I am only your fake wife. I reminded him. Bakit bawat kilos ko kailangan may approval mo? Because I am your boss to Miss Visconde? He said like a businessman trying to persuade his point. Narinig ko pa lang pero mukhang hindi ko nakakayanin to. I am used to get what I wanted all the time. Hindi ako sanay na maging sunod-sunuran lang. Gusto ko na mag-walk out pero biglang pumasok sa isip ko ang pamilya ko. Yes, I need to do this for them. Ilang taon din naman naging maganda ang buhay ko. Sabi na nga ba may kapalit ang lahat ng yon. Okay, Mr. Sevilla, nangihinang sagot ko. This man, minsan masungit, minsan maloko. If he was not charming, I would never agree to this. But you still have every right to stop this arrangement. Kahit may pinirmahan ako, pwede ko pa rin ihinto kapag ayaw ko na. Why can't you? This arrangement should be mutual. I don't like forcing things, Moira. You tell me to stop, I'll end it. It's as simple as that. And then, yung utang namin sa'yo, paano mababayaran? I will talk to your dad and then risk you'll be putting to your family. He brushed the hair on my face and tucked it behind my ears. You are such a manipulative person, Brayden. Bulong ko na hindi inalis ang tingin sa mata niya. His lips twitched. What did you call me? Brayden. Ulit ko. Wala sa ulirat ang isip ko. I am the boss and you're calling me what? Oh, he was never backing down. You can call me Sir or Mr. Sevilla all the time unless I tell you so. Call me by my name. Paano kapag nakalimutan ko? His eyes darkened. Then you have to face the consequence of that action. Consequence? Naguguluhang tanong ko. Like a punishment, Moira. As in, parang bata lang? Ano naman kaya naisipan niyang punishment? Papaluin sa puwet, gamit ang tambo o tingting? Bigla ako natawa sa naisip ko. Is there anything funny, Moira? Tanong niya na makalayo, may kinuha siyang papel. Napalunok ako. Wala po, sir. One of these days you will know about it. But for now, read and sign this. You can leave it on your desk once you're done. Now go to your room. He dismissed like a boss that he was. Ibinigay niya sa akin yung papel. Thank you, sir. I told him again, exaggerating the word sir. But he turned around and did not answer me. Napaka-moody. Kanina lang parang sa nisiseduce, tapos ngayon, wala na yung paki niya. I crossed my arms. Lalabas na po ako, Mr. Sevilla. Napasanal ako sa pinto. I hope this will be all worth it in the end. Hindi ako sigurado pero sana may magandang dulot na kalabasan. Hindi ko rin kasi alam kung bakit ako napili niya. He was a billionaire and also CEO of Sevilla's Corporation. Why would he had to do this arranged marriage with me? Ang daming mas maganda sa akin. I breathed heavily, feeling overwhelmed all at once, showing my thoughts away. Good night, Mr. Sevilla, I whispered one more time. When I gathered my strength and returned my senses, I made my way to my room. Sabi ng abay, paulit-ulit ko naman tinatanong sarili ko kung ito na lang ba talaga ang solusyon sa problema ko. Arranged marriage to my boss? For real? This is an arrangement of occurrence, a proof that Moira Claire Visconde is agreeing to undertake herself to Brayden Alice Sevilla within 36 weeks validity of this agreement. She shall not have any romantic relationship in men, nor do what she wants without any consent of Brayden Alice Sevilla. She must perform the habitual activity of a normal housewife to her husband boss when Brayden Alice Sevilla requested for it. She must oblige, not argue, and submit herself unless there are unsafe circumstances. If she violates any of this agreement, the contract will be void automatically. Hence, she fully performs her duty within 36 weeks. Her family's debt will be fully paid. Agreed by Brayden Alice Sevilla, Moira Claire Visconde. Weeks had passed. Nairaos ko pakikisama sa kanya. Hindi naman ako nahirapan na laging late umuwi si Mr. Sevilla. Kagagaling niya rin kasi sa out-of-town meeting kaya halos hindi na kami nagkikita. I somehow missed talking with him. Ganun pala kapag nakatira ka sa isang malaking bahay. You could have anything you wanted but still feel lonely. Hoy ate! Natatarantang sigaw sa akin ni Renan. Nakakaloka? Bakit ka na naman pinapatawag sa itaas? Para nagliwanag ang mood ko dahil sa pagkatapos sa ilang linggo, magkikita ulit kami ni Mr. Sevilla. Tumingin ako sa itaas para magpatawa dahil natatense kagad si Renan sa pagpapatawag sa akin. At nakuha mo pang magbiro ha? Ewan ko lang kung makapagbiro ka pa niyan kapag nakarap mo na si Mr. Moody Monster, Boss Sevilla. Sige ka. Kababalik lang ng tao galing ibang bakasyon? Yes. Hindi niya pa rin alam na kinasal ako kay Mr. Sevilla. Ayoko magdesisyon na walang approval niya. How bad is it? Nagtatakang tanong ko. Ate, halos lahat ng pinapatawag niya yun, tsugi na sa trabaho. Ayun, ang dami umiiyak sa itaas. Kaya go na, baka susunod ka na. Tinulak pa ako ng loka. Hindi ko alam kung saan ako kukuha ng pang-tuition ng anak ko ngayon. Manganganak ang asawa ko. Na-hold up pa ako kagabi. Bakit naman ganito, Mamira? Magpapasko pa man din. Hindi ko man lang may paghahanda ang magulang ko. I was stunned dahil totoo nga ang chismis. Mukhang malala ang topak ng boss namin ngayon. Lahat yata naman ay nakikita niya. Hindi ko mapigilang maawa sa kanila pero wala naman ako magagawa. Takasunod lang din naman ako eh. He is asking for me raw, Mira? I told her assistant. She just raised her brow and continued talking to his employees. I made my way to his glass door. Kumatok muna ako bago pumasok. Sakto naman may babaeng papalabas. Get out, Sas. I don't want to see you here. I cleared my throat. Sir? You too. Get out. Hindi man lang niya ako nilingon pero pinapalabas na niya ako agad. Ang gulo din ng lalaking to paminsan-minsan eh. I shut the door behind me and did not bother to move. I said, get the fuck. Natigilan siya na magkasalubong ang mga mata namin. Oh, how I'd miss his face. Saglit lang yun. He looked down and stared reading again, shouting his emotions. Sit, Moira. He ordered without looking. Now what, sir? I asked after a few seconds. They are coming, he casually said, still eyes on the paper. Huh? I said they are coming. Are you that slow? He snapped. I was offended. Ngayon niya lang ako kinausap ng ganito. Why was he stressing so badly? Ano ba talagang meron? Hello? Wala naman akong ideya kung sino yung sinasabi mo. Hindi po ako si Madam Auring para manghula. I lowered down my voice when he looked at me. Sir? Shit? Ano nangyari sa bibig ko? Nauna na naman kaysa ng utak ko. Tinaasan ako ni Mr. Sevilla ng kilay. Are you raising your voice at me? Ipinatatahi ko na yung bahibig ko simula bukas. Absolutely not, sir. I'm just explaining my point. Medyo nabingi kasi ito noong nakarang araw. You want me to believe that, Miss Visconde? Sorry, sir. Hindi na po mauulit. Pagpapakumbaba ko. He placed the paper down and stood up. He went to my bag. Gosh, I could smell his perfume. Ipinatong niyang kamay niya sa kabilang side ng inuupuan ko. He lowered down his face to my ear. Halos magsitayuan ang balahibo ko sa ginagawa niya. You are forgetting who I am, Moira. What am I to you? He whispered to my ear. My body stiffed, trying to focus. My boss, sir, and also my husband. But you are in my office. Basically, I'm your boss. What? I answered quietly. Sa sobrang lapit ng bibig niya sa tenga ko, pakiramdam ko hinahalikan na niya to. I bit my lip harder. What you did is against my rules, Mrs. Sevilla. Mas lalong bumilis ang tibok ng puso ko. It was the first time that he called me that and even recognized me as his wife. I didn't know, sir. I'm really sorry. I am just trying to reason out. Nadala din siguro ko na emosyon ko dahil ilang araw din tayo hindi nagkita. Miss me? He asked. Napalingon ako sa gilid ko at nagsalubong ang mga mukha namin. It was so close that one wrong move, we could literally kiss. I was having a hard time breathing already. One lie is equivalent to one punishment. He threatened. That's my rule. Now close your eyes and answer me. Did you miss me, Mrs. Sevilla? Nag-init ang pisngi ko sa boses niya at sa tanong niya. Plus, he called me Mrs. Sevilla again. Yes, sir, I do. Bulong ko. As I've missed you. He suddenly grabbed my hair and slowly curled it onto his hand like a rope. I was out of breath already. Ramdam na ramdam ko ang hangin binubuga niya. I felt like I'm about to pass out. Hindi ako sanay sa ganito lalo na sa kanya pa nanggaling. We have to practice acting like this in front of my family. Mrs. Sevilla, you have to get used to it. Tila ba nabingi ako sa sobrang kabog ng dibdib ko. Before I even knew it, he was in front of me. Napadilat ako. He lowered himself so I could look into his eyes. And we can be like this when my sister is watching. Do you agree? He pecked a kiss on my neck. Because she is the most annoying person in my family. She will notice when someone's doing this for a show. Sobrang bilis na reaksyon ng katawan ko. I could feel the adrenaline rush throughout my body. Mr. Sevilla? My voice almost begging. We have to be as synchronized as possible. Do not decide for yourself because everything you do will reflect me. I own you, Moira. Do not forget about that. Never, sir. Bumitaw ang kamay niya sa buhok ko at hinila ko patayo. I gathered my strength not to shake. Dahil walang lakas sa mga tuhod ko sa ginagawa niya. Now, if I tell you to close your eyes again, close it. If I tell you not to move, don't. I was slowly being hypnotized with his words, kaya kahit ayokong gawin yung sinasabi niya, automatikong sumarang mata ko. I wonder if you're thinking of me this past few weeks we're not together, sabi nito. And you still smell as good as ever, huh? I am, pero wala naman ako magagawa but to wait for you and your command. Bigla ako napalunok sa naramdaman ko. His voice was so close to my ears again. He was almost kissing my ear, seducing me to give in. Ano ba, Mr. Sevilla? Bakit bigla ka naman gumaganyan? Ilang linggo lang kami hindi nakita pero bakit biglang nagbago ang pakikitungo niya sa akin? Naamoy ko naman yung hininga niya. Damn, it smelled like fresh mint. Kung hahalikan niya ako, I'd definitely go for it without a doubt. Ilang gabi ko siya napapalinginipan at iniisip. I would not mind turning that dream into reality. May pumulupot na naman ng mga kamay sa bewang ko. His body pushed me on his desk. Kaya't napaupo ako doon. Still eyes closed, his lips made way on my jawline. He was breathing heavily while doing it. I opened my mouth and I felt his soft lips against mine. It was my first time tasting him. He was so gentle and calm, giving me a time to respond. When I did, I could feel him smiling. He snaked his hand on my waist and pulled me closer to him. Hindi tong first kiss ko pero para ako nangapa dahil siyang kahalikan ko. I tried to follow his lead and match his energy. It was like we were both hungry for it and as if wanted many years for this to happen. Hindi ko na napigilan ang kamay kong humawak sa leg niya. But he stopped the moment I pulled him closer. You're not a good follower, Moira, he told me, still forehead against mine. Paano mo nagagawang kontrolin ang sarili mo na para lang sa rules at pride mo? Hinihingal na tanong ko. Tons of practice made me master it, he said. You have to be a good follower in order to get what you want, Moira. Tumawa ko. Hindi ko alam kung bakit kailangan sundin kung ano talaga yung gusto mo. Sometimes in life we have to go for it even if it turns out to be something that we imagined. Lumayo ng konti si Mr. Sevilla. But not for me. It won't work for me. I know exactly what I want so I don't settle for less. Either you change yourself for me or I will leave you there. Humawak ako sa dulo ng desk. Gaya ng pagtanggal mo sa mga empleyado mo dahil wala ka sa mood ngayong araw? They made a mistake. There are days I don't tolerate such things. You are just stressing too much dahil darating ang pamilya mo. They don't deserve that, Mr. Sevilla. Tinaasan niya ako ng kilay. Are you arguing with me? No. I am just making a point here. Nawala lang kasi ako sa kanila, sir. Naawa. May kanya-kaya tayong pinagdadaanan. I believe that people should be given second chances as long as they learn from their mistakes. Tumawa si Mr. Sevilla at bumalik sa pwesto niya. Bumaba na rin ako ng desk niya at umupo sa harap nito. What are you now? Their lawyer? May tinatype ito sa laptop niya. If I am, papayagan mo ba akong sabihin sa kanila na pwede pa rin silang pumasok? He looked at me. Only if you did good at acting tomorrow, he said. I sent you an email about my family's background and profile. Study it or even memorize it if you still have time. Para akong binuhusan ng malamig na tubig. Bukas na kaagad ang dating nila? Yes. And I want you to prepare yourself at 7 p.m. We will have our dinner there. Something presentable. If you want a makeup artist and hairstylist, let me know. Hindi na kailangan. I can do it myself. Sabi ko sa kanya. Pwede na ba akong bumalik? Kinakabahan kasi ako eh. Gusto ko lang agad makita yung sila niya sa akin para makapaganda ako agad. Answer my question first. What? You like it? I blushed. May tao bang hindi magugustuhan na mahalikan siya? Naalala ko palang nangihinan agad ang mga tuhod ko. Paano pa kapag nangyari yun ulit? Oh shit, stop fantasizing him, Moira. He smirked. Your face says it all. It answered my question. Umirap ako at tumayo na sa kalambas ng office niya. Mukhang nagbago na rin kasi ang mood niya. Good then. Wala na sigurong taong madadamay pa. Nasa waiting area pa rin ang mga taong sinasante niya. Ang wala lang iyong babaeng nakasalubong ko. Tanggal ka na rin ba? Tanong pa nila sa akin. No. He asked me to tell na bigyan kayo ng isa pang pagkakataon. As long as hindi na mauulit yung pagkakamali nyo, you're all good. Sabi ko sa kanila. His assistant looked at me irritatingly. She may knew something. I gave her a sweet smile. Lumakad ako papasok ng elevator. Everyone were smiling dahil sa sagot na sinabi ko. Napasanda na lang ako sa likuran ng elevator while waiting for it to open on my floor department. So this was it. The start of my acting career. I needed to give my best to this acting 101 or else he would cancel our deal. You can do it, Iris. I know you can. Tiwala lang sa sarili, okay? I was talking to myself almost half an hour. I kept telling me that I did not need to be that nervous. Na-memorize ko na naman ang background information nila at saka nandyan naman si Mr. Sevilla. Alam ko nga alalayan niya ako kapag hindi ko alam kung anong isasagot sa tinatanong sa akin. Okay na kaya tong suot ko? I was overthinking while checking myself over and over again. I was wearing a white puff dress hanggang sa itaas siya ng tuhod ko and also wore 3 inches black heels to make it more presentable. Nakalugay ang buhok ko para madaling takpan ang mukha ko mamaya kapag dinapuan ako ng kaba. Paano kung hindi na ako magustuhan? Pag-iisip ko na naman. Baka bigla siyang matras sa usapan namin. No! I shook my head. Kailangan ko maging best actress kahit ngayong gabi lang. Someone knocked on my door. I pick up a black purse then ran to open it. Bumungad sa akin ang napakagwapong nilalang. He was wearing black jeans and white long sleeve. The sleeves were rolled up to his elbow. Napalunak na lang ako because he was eyeing me seriously. Sir, nahihiyang bati ko. Let's start this night by having a call sign. I prefer love. What do you think? Hindi pa ako nakaka-recover sa itsura at forma niya. Ngayon naman ginulat ako na dapat may tawagan pa kami. Napalunak muli ako. Yes, I coughed. Love. He chuckled and offered his hand. We have to get used to it, Iris, or else they will notice. Inilagay niya ang kamay ko sa braso niya. His bicep was so hard. Never thought I could be this close to him again after the kissing incident. Namula na naman tuloy ako. Nagulat pa ako nang hawakan niyang kamay ko. Where's your ring? Napahinto kami sa paglalakad. Wait lang, love. Tinaas ko yung kamay ko at tumakbo pabilis sa kwarto. Ang hilig ko kasing tanggalin yun lalo na kapag maliligo. Ayoko kasing mabasa at baka mabilis magbukang luma. I ran toward the bathroom, ngunit wala rin sa sink. Shit, baka nahulog ko ha? Yari ako. Sinilip ko rin ang ilalim ng kama ko. Wala rin. Oh my God. Ayaw pa man din ni Mr. Sevilla na tinatanggal ko yun. He cleared his throat. Did you lose it, Moira? He was standing at the door, his mouth slightly smirking. Sir, dito ko lang nilagay yun eh. I tapped my bed. Promise. I opened the drawer once again just to make sure pero wala pa rin. Saan luparap ko pa talaga nilabag ang mahiwag ng singsing na yun? Moira, what did I tell you? He started walking to my direction. Sobrang seryoso na mukha niya. Mabilis akong kinabahan. Sir, wait a minute. Tinaas ko yung dalawang kamay ko. Give me more time. Makikita ko rin yun. Please? Mas lalo pa siyang humakbang papalapit sa akin. I was walking backward until my back reached the bed. Napaupo ko na at ginawa akong pagtungkod ng kamay ko habang nakatingala sa kanya. I already told you not to remove it, didn't I? He asked seriously. Napalunok ako dahil bigla siyang umupo sa harapan ko. He placed his hands to my both sides. Para ako nahirapan huminga dahil malapit siya sa tuhod ko. Sinasabi mo na nga, sir. Nauutal na sambit ko. Nang dahan-dahan siyang tumayo at lumalapit sa kinaupuan ko. My back was slowly falling at the bed behind me. Papalapit din ang papalapit yung mukha niya sa akin. Hahalikan niya ba ako ulit? Not that I had a problem with that, or I would go for it and give it another try if he would. Should you be punished for it? He asked in a sexy tone. Or I will let it slip. Napapikit pa ako. My mind was already imagining his lips on mine. Mr. Sevilla, I moaned. Then I heard him chuckle. What? I popped my eyes open. Bakit ka tumatawa? Umayos siya ng pwesto at umupo sa tabi ko habang nakahiga pa rin ako. Because you're still looking forward for another round of kiss? Yes? He said teasingly. Nagtakip ako ng mukha gamit ang kamay ko. Nakakahiya lang. Kailan pa ba ako naging assuming sa buhay ko? Laging ang mga lalaki nagpa-first move sa akin at ganoon. Alam ko kung kailan nila ako gustong halikan. I put down my hands. I'm not. Depends ako. Saka, ahalikan mo naman talaga ako eh. Taas to sabi ko pat bumangon. Of course not, Moira. I'm just playing around and waiting for your reaction. Should have took a video. He laughed again. My heart fluttered. That is so priceless. If I was not being humiliated in a fun way right now, I would have shrugged it off and enjoyed the moment. Minsan ko lang siya makitang tumatawa. Kadalasan sa trabaho, lagi siya nakasimangot at kinatatakutan ng lahat. Who would have thought na may ganito palang side si Mr. Sevilla? Napangisi ako bigla na may maisipan ako na gawin. What do you think you're doing? I stared down at him na magpahiga siya dahil sa pagpatong ko ng biglaan sa kanya. His face was shocked and his mouth formed an O. Ang sabi mo, mag-practice tayo kung paano haharap sa pamilya mo. Gawain to ng mag-asawa, hindi ba? Painosenteng tanong ko pa. You can't do this just because you want to. You have to ask permission. I made a small grinding move. He stopped moving as I put a spell on him. This was the real priceless moment for me. Isang Braden Ali Sevillang napahinto sa ginawa ko? Do I really have a charm towards him? He was stunned for a few seconds then held my waist gently. Ako naman ang napalalisa sa ginawa niya. But if you don't want to go to my parents' house anymore? He traced my waist down to my legs that was on his side. I'm a very persuasive man, Moira. Tell me what you want so we can compromise. I was about to go down when his hands held my legs tighter. I couldn't move. Bakit nga ba ulit nandito ako sa sitwasyong to? At dahil din sa akin. Tapos ngayon, hindi ko na kinakaya itong ginagawa niya. I would pee on my panty. I can see your underwear, love, he said teasingly. I want to let go but it's so distracting. My breath was becoming uneven, especially now I could feel something hard below me. Tinakpan ko, nakikita niya. Why are you blushing? He was smiling as if he won a game we just played. I bit my lower lip. Naghahanapan lang kami ng nawawalang singsing, tapos sa ganitong sitwasyon pa kami napunta. Shit! Hindi ako namumula. Yung blush on, napatami ang lagay ko. Pagsisinungaling ko, tinakpan ang mukha gamit ang buhok ko. Is that so? You look like you don't have makeup on, Moira. Not that I have a problem with that because it suits you. Hinawakan niyang buhok ko. I was still looking down. He caressed my cheek with his thumb. Do you feel embarrassed? You started this, love? Nagbibiro lang naman ako, sir. Nauutal pang sabi ko. Then, should I let you go? Or should I laugh first? Which is which? He asked, smirking. Never thought you have a side like that. You look innocent all this time. I am not. Mabilis kong sagot. His facial expression changed. You, before already? Putol-putol na sabi niya. Napatingin ako sa malayo. I did not want to tell him that I'm a virgin. Hindi ko alam bakit bigla ako nahiya. He seemed like an expert who would not want to try and experience one. Hindi ako sumagot. Sakto naman his phone rang. Marahan niya ako nila sa pagkakaupo sa kanya. He stood up and I fixed myself, still trying to breathe normally. Dad, we're about to leave. Dinig kong sabi nito sa kausap niya. Yeah, she's here. We're coming. Nagsimula na namang kaba ng sistema ko. He was talking to his father. Naalala ko ulit kung bakit ako nagbihis ng ganito ngayong gabi. No, it's alright. They're on a day off. I can drive there alone. Same tone yung ginagamit niya sa father niya kapag kausap niya rin yung mga employee niya. Ano kayang meron? He sounded aloof. I'm fine with that. Tell Grandma I said hi and we're coming over. He ended the call without even saying bye. He was a businessman after all. I was looking at him on the mirror. His mood really changed. Nakakunot muli ang noon niya katulad ng itsura niya tuwing nakikita namin siya sa building. Let's go. We're late. He said seriously then walked out of the room without looking back at me. Oh shit! Here we go again. Mabilis kong kinuha ang bag ko at sinundan siya hanggang sa makarating na sasakyan. He quietly opened the passenger door for me and shut it once I'm in. The awkward silence suffocating us again. Parang kanina lang nagbibiruan pa kami. Was he nervous too? Or was something bothering him? I shut my mouth and watched the trees pass by. Mukhang malayo-layo ang bahay ng mga magulang niya. This was not in Metro Manila anymore. Huminga ako ng malalim. Scared? Talong niya na mapansin kanina pa ako huminga ng malalim. Nagtataka akong lumingon. Kinda. Are you? Balik tanong ko sa kanya. They're my family. I should say no. I'm not. He answered. Nakatingin na siya sa daan ngayon. I'm not comfortable having them around. We don't get along that much since we have our own business to manage. And it's been years since we gathered like this. But this time I have a wife with me, so yes, I'm nervous for you. I blinked a couple of times. I didn't know what to react. Was he being sweet? Or was he trying to remind me what kind of family he was in? I have you with me, I murmured. Alam kong mapapaniwala natin sila. Alam ko rin na hindi mo ko hayaang magkamali sa sasabihin ko mamaya. He smiled and went silent. Pabundol ng tinatahak niya na daan. Pero kahit ganon, the road was full of lights. Hindi ka maaksidente sa sobrang liwanag nito. Not quite far, I saw a giant gate. It automatically mopped when it saw his car. Wow! May sariling utak ba yan? He chuckled. It has a sensor. He parked in front of a huge mansion. Kung malaki ng bahay niya na tinitirhan namin, mas triple pang laki nito. It was the one you could only see in a movie. There were gardens, fountains, and an exquisite city lights view. May lumabas na lalaki para kunin ng susi sa kanya. Binuksan ang isa sa pintuan ng passenger seat. He waited for me when I got out. I was gazing at the cars parking on the side. Madami ba kayong bisita? Nagtatakang tanong ko nang alalayan niya ako sa paglalakad. Tumawa si Mr. Sevilla na mapakla. It's me and my dad's collection since I don't have enough space at home. I usually leave it here. He then snaked his hand on my waist. Naparalisa ang katawan ko sa ginagawa niya. Relax, he murmured to my ear. I won't bite, at least not tonight. Mas lalo ko na-distract sa sinabi niya. Here, wear it. My eyes widened when I saw my ring, our wedding ring. Nasa kanya lang pala all this time. I gave him a suspicious look. I saw it on the floor when I went to your room while you're showering. He answered my unspoken question. Magsasalita pa sana ako nang ilagay niya isang daliri sa bibig ko. Shave your voice, Red. Red? What? Nanlaki lalong mata ko na maintindihan ko kung bakit Red ang sinabi niya. This man? Hinila ko pababa ang suot ko. And yes, I was wearing a red panty for Pete's sake. I shut my mouth when their door opened. Classical music was playing on the background as if a king and a queen was about to enter their kingdom. Grabe naman pala sa kasosyalan tong pamilya niya. Sa bagay, Sevilla is one of the richest businessmen in the country. Their house was full of silver and gold. Even the light above was a chandelier. The staircase in the middle was too big for a small family. Paano pa sila nagkita-kita sa laki nito? Hinawakan ni Mr. Sevilla ang kamay ko. He then squeezed it and stared at me first. Then his eyes guided me to look and welcome the woman who was smiling childishly to us. Ashley Sevilla. I dread about her and her looks. Sobrang ganda sa personal. Her skin was glowing and her blonde hair was so beautiful na isang tingin lang alam mong hindi mo rin afford. Brayden! Brayden! Oh my God! Look at that, brother! Sigaw ni Ashley at patalong yumakap sa kapatid niya. Napabitaw ng hawak si Mr. Sevilla sa akin. I was watching them not knowing what to do. After a while, bumitiw siya sa pagkakayakap sa kapatid niya. She then hugged me tight too. Is this here? Oh my God, you're so pretty, she told me. One and only. Bored na sagot ni Mr. Sevilla. Only? Is that your final answer? Pang-aalas ka ni Ashley dito. Tinignan pa naman sama ni Mr. Sevilla, but he did not say a word. Kailangan ko ba mag-worry sa sagot niya? Teka, sino ba naman ako? So what if he had another girlfriend? I am just a fake one. Ouch! Ashley held my hands. Kidding, brother. I'm sure magkakasundo kami. So, what's your name? Moira. Nauutal pang sagot ko. Nakangiti pa rin si Ashley sa akin. Oh. So, how's Ali? Bulong niya sa akin. Pinapasakit niya bang ulo mo? Tell me, I will make pingot of his ear. Hindi ko napigilang hindi matawa sa sinabi niya. He's kind of moody but it's tolerable. He's the sweetest when he's in the mood. I told her honestly. She pouted. Oh, I thought he's a changed person na. Hay nako, anyway, do you like to party? We can party next time with my friends. Sagot ko. No, she doesn't. Mr. Sevilla answered. Don't be a bad influence, Ashley. We're trying to have a healthy marriage. Hinila niya ako sa kamay ng kapatid niya. Well, really? You want me to believe that? Either you'll go to party with me, or I will tell her that she looks like... Ashley, stop! Pagbabanta ni Mr. Sevilla. Sorry naman. You look pretty, Moira. We can go to the salon together next time, so we can have, sister-in-law bonding. Tumawa ko ng pilit. Okay then, let me know when. She jumped happily and hugged me again, but tighter this time. Napaubo ako sa sobrang higpit dahil hindi na ako makahinga. Ashley, that's enough. You're hurting my wife. Parang lumutang kaluluwa ko sa katawan ko nang marinig kong katagang wife. Namula ako bigla sa sinabi niya. Hindi ko alam saan lilingon. Sorry. Oh, sorry for hurting your wife. Axie exaggerated the wife word. I got too excited because this was the second time we brought someone for a family dinner. She crossed her arms again. Kahit nagtatampo ko na hindi ako invited sa kasal ninyo, that's okay. Forgiven, kahit walang sorry. I will choose privacy over letting you know. You cannot even shut your mouth in a few seconds, Ashley. Her sister rolled her eyes again and again. Mukhang opposite ng ugali ni Mr. Sevilla. She was bubbly, friendly, and outspoken. I know that, sagot nito. But hello, I can shut it naman as long as meron akong Louis Vuitton bag. Sabi nito, tinawakan ako sa kamay. You should meet the rest of the family. Come, come. Hinila na naman niya ako. Hawak-hawak pa rin naman ni Mr. Sevilla ang bewang ko at nakaalalay. Papasok na sana kami sa isang kwarto na may nagsalita sa bandang itaas na malaking hagdanan. Ali, you're here. Good to see you again. Michelle Sevilla, his mom. I would memorize her over and over again dahil siya yung nakaagaw ng atensyon ko. Mula sa guhit ng kilay niya na mukhang mataray, sa buhok na nakapusod na maayos at sa pananamit. Mukhang hindi niya ako magugustuhan. She was sophisticated and strict according to the information. Mother, banggit ni Mr. Sevilla na hindi ngumingiti. Ashley's smile faded as she was seeing the two. Humigpit naman ang pagkakahawak ni Mr. Sevilla sa bewang ko. He did not give her a second look as he pulled me to enter the other room. I was palpitating already. May hindi ba sila pagkakasunduan ng mother niya? He was so aloof than I expected. Ang lamig kasi ng pagkakasabi niya. I was still guessing when he opened the door to the room. And there it was, another set of his family member. When we entered the room, His dad and his grandmother were sitting in a long table. They were busy talking so they did not notice we were in the room. There were foods, fruits, and different cocktails. May nilalagay pang ibang katulong nila at may waiter na katayo sa kabilang dulo, holding a tray. This family was really expensive. Hindi ko kaya makipagsabayan ngayong gabi. Mukhang nawala ang lahat ng kinabisado ko. Narinig kong bumukas muli ang pintuan sa likuran namin. Kumubog na naman ang dibdib ko nang maamoy ko ang hindi pa milala pabango. So I knew it was his mom. I wanted to back out already. Lumakad siya sa harap namin and she was eyeing me sardonically. Tila ba gusto niya akong kainin ng buhay. Shit! Hindi ko pa naman pinipirmahan yung kontrata. Baka pwede pang umalis. Hindi ko pa naman nasasabi kay Mr. Sevilla iyon dahil sobrang busy niya rin eh. Hello! She greeted me and smiling. You must be his wife. I am Michelle Sevilla, the mother. She then gave me a gently hug but her facial expression was not changing. Kahit nangangatog, I did my best not to show how nervous I am right now. Nice meeting you po, tita. Nauutal na saad ko. I'm Moira Visconde. Sevilla po, but you can call me Moira for short. Ngiting bati ko sa kanya. What family are you from? She asked, raising her brow. You must be very special. My son married you in so much rush. Tumingin to kay Mr. Sevilla. Right, Brayden? Napatingin din ako kay Mr. Sevilla. His face was hard and smiling. You know I value privacy as much as you do. If we invited you or not, it won't change the fact that we are married. I laughed awkwardly dahil may nabubuong tensyon sa kanilang dalawa. We want to invite everyone but my husband informed me that you guys are very busy, tita. I held her hand. She was shocked at first and looked at it. Pero don't worry naman po. We're planning to have a grand wedding. Well, we will invite as many people as possible. Hindi ba, love? Mr. Sevilla blinked. His face surprised. Pinandilatan ko siya. Go with the flow ka na. Ikaw naman may gusto rin ito eh. Of course, he answered a while. It's just, I cannot wait to marry her. I don't want to take risks and give other men the chance to court her. You know I'm a possessive man, mother. Tinanggal ko ang pagkakahawak sa kanya nang tumawa siya na mapakla. You won't fool me, she whispered. I'm not trying to prove a point to you. We're just having a conversation, mother. Do not flatter yourself. He then kissed the top of my hair. Let's not be like this in front of my wife. I don't want to scare her either. Love, pangaalo ko para bumaling ang atensyon niya sa akin. What a sweet couple. Sigaw ni Ashley mula sa likuran namin. Thank goodness. Kahit paano'y nawala ang tensyon sa dalawa. She was holding a cake. Isn't it, Mom? Tumalikod ng mommy nila at tila walang narinig at tumiretso sa room kung saan labas-pasok ang mga katulong nila. Ashley was giggling, ignoring her mother. She can be very intimidating at times, but don't worry. She will like you eventually. She's just jealous that someone as prettier as you got the heart of this one and only son. Kahit siya mismo kasi hindi makukuha ang puso nitong kapatid ko. She tapped Mr. Sevilla's daughter. I am not buying you any bags, Ashley. Pang-asar pa ni Mr. Sevilla. Oh, that's so sweet. Irap ito sa kapatid at sumunod papasok kung saan pumuntang mom nila. Her mom was jealous of me dahil nakuha ko si Mr. Sevilla. Pwede pala yun? Or maybe she was just wondering how the hell her son married me. Kung alam niya lang na hindi ko nakuha talaga ang puso ng anak niya, para siyang Mount Everest sa taas, way out of my league. Brayden, Manuel Sevilla. He was bubbly as Ashley and very talkative. Kaya rin daw lumaki ang businesses nila dahil na rin sa galing makipag-usap ng tatay niya. He was the same like the picture in the email he sent me. Walang wrinkles at mukhang bata sa personal. Ali, Isabel Sevilla, his grandmother. She was soft and kind daw. Ramdam ko rin. Mukhang hindi na ako magkakaproblema sa dalawang to. Lord, I hope so. Hinila ko ni Mr. Sevilla papalapit sa kinauupuan nila. Grandma, Dad, meet my wife. This is Moira. Pagpapakilala pa nito sa akin. I bowed down, showing my real smile. Good evening po. Finally po nakilala ko na rin po kayo. Bigla niyakap na mahigpit ng dad nila. It's so nice to finally meet you too. What a surprise that he brought you here, daughter. I was taken aback. Nagbitiw ang daddy nila sa pagkakayakap. I can call you daughter, okay? Parte ka na ng pamilyang to. He then hugged Mr. Esqueza tightly. I've missed you, son. I am so proud na nag-asawa ka na. Tumatawang sabi nito. Unlike with his mom, mukhang mas komportable si Mr. Sevilla sa dad niya. His grandma held my hand. Napatingin kaming lahat sa kanya. I sat so she could easily see my face. She was giving me a genuine smile. Hinilikan pa to ni Mr. Sevilla sa noo. This is my wife, Grandma. You're requesting her for too long. Sabi pa nito. You look familiar, she said, still holding my face. Grandma, she's one of a kind. Why would her face be familiar? Ah, may naalala lang ko sa kanya, Ali. Natatawa ko kapag binabanggit itong second name niya. Grandma, I'm not a child anymore. Stop calling me Ali in front of my wife. Parang bata si Mr. Sevilla sa harap ng lola niya. Ramdam ko rin ang sinseridad nito sa akin. If I were be him, I would be this too. Sayang lang hindi ko nakita mga lola ko. You're still my baby, Ali? Tumawa na napakaganda nito at pinakawalan na kami ng lola pareho. Magkatabi kami ni Mr. Sevilla sa pagkainan. Nasa harap namin si Ashley at Lola Belle. Nasa magkabilang dulo mag-asawang Manuel at Michelle. May mga lumapit na mga babae na may dalang pagkain. They were wearing a white uniform and black apron. They looked so cute. Mukha silang cosplayer dahil na rin sa ganda ng bahay nila Mr. Sevilla. But they kept looking on my side. Nang mapalingon ako kay Mr. Sevilla, may dalawang botones ng shirt niya nakatanggal. I stared at them who was now blushing even more while watching him eat. Why do I feel possessive over him? When I had the right, I am his wife in front of them. I should take advantage of this. Brayden? I asked. He looked confused. I never called him by his name. Bakit ba Mr. Sevilla pa rin ang tawag ko sa kanya? Nasa isip ko lang naman yun at di niya naririnig. What? Do you need anything? He asked while chewing. Masyado bang mainit? Not at all. Why? Nagtatakang tanong nito at uminom ng wine. Bakit nakabukas yung damit mo? Binili ko ng dahan-dahan ang mga botones niya. He stiffened while I was doing it. Medyo napalayo siya. Huh? See this? He's mine. I tapped his chest. There, okay na. Always the sweetest, love. Thank you. Then he kissed me on my forehead. I blushed for real. The most welcome, Brayden. He placed his hand on my leg and caressed it. What's with the Ali, love? Are you okay? Tumawa ako na maraan. First time ko makaramdam ng ganito. Bakit ba ako nagsiselo sa mga nagpapantasya sa kanya? Ako na naman ang asawa niya. Nothing. Tahimik kong sabi. You need to communicate when you feel something is not right. He told me seriously. I will do my best to compromise, Moira. Nagulat din ako sa pagbanggit niya sa pangalan ko. Okay, Brayden. Balik sagot ko sa kanya. So, how did you guys meet? Basag ni Tita Michelle sa pag-uusap namin. She was eating her pasta while casually looking at us. Napangiti ako sa sinabi niya. Naguguluhan din ako sa sagot ko. Nami-mental block na naman ako kapag siyang kausap ko kasi. Bigla naman nagsalita si Brayden. She is currently employed in our company. I saw her on the way to her orientation. Napangiti ako. From the moment I saw her in that elevator, I know that she's the one I want to marry. Love, lagi kong sinasabi sa'yo kung gaano mo pinapabilis ang tibok ng puso ko kapag nakikita tayo. Ngiting sabi ko. Kahit na yung bilis ng tibok ng puso ko dahil sa kaba kapag nakikita siya, lahat silang napatigil sa pagkain at nakatingin lang sa amin. Alam niyo naman po kasi na may pagka-suplado itong anak niyo. He won't even stare at you if he doesn't find you attractive. But thank heaven because in the end we ended up together. You guys, stop it! I'm so inggit na! Ashley pouted. My gosh, never ko narinig sa kapatid ko na magsalita ng ganyan. He will usually let the girl talk and talk until they got tired. So may iba na pala siyang nakilala na naging babae ni Brayden? I shut down my thoughts dahil wala naman akong karapatan magtanong pa. Ilang buwan na pa kayo nagligawan? Tanong naman ni Lola Belle. 7, 6. Sabay namin sagot ni Brayden. Nagkatinginan kami, our forehead creasing. I smiled awkwardly. I mean, 6? I guess it's 7. Magkaiba namin naman sagot. I slowly looked back at them. They were confused too. Nakakahiya. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pagkakaalam ko, 6 months. Unless hindi ka pa naniligaw nang binigyan mo ako ng bulaklak. Pagpapalusot ko, it's 7, love. I was hesitant that time because you have a boyfriend that time. A boyfriend? Wala naman akong boyfriend noon. Yeah, I guess it's 7 po. I laughed awkwardly. Buti na lang wala na masyado nag-follow-up question. Ashley was the one talking and talking all night, kaya nakalimutan nilang tungkol sa amin. His mom was the only person still observing us, but it was the least of our concern now. Ali, bakit hindi mo igiyang asawa mo sa buong bahay? Utos si Lola Belle. She's right, brother. Para hindi rin siya maligaw since dito na kayo muna for 3 days. Nagulat ako sa sinabi ni Ashley. 3 araw? So 3 araw kami magpapanggap? Ganun ba yun? What? Brayden said, really surprised. Son, minsan lang kami umuwi. We should spend this time together and get to know your wife more. Anandan niya. We have workloads to do. We can't. And we did not bring any clothes. Sabi ni Brayden sa mga to. You can still go to work. Duh. Ang mga damit naman ako dito. I'm sure it will fit her. Masayang tugon ni Ashley. I said no, we can't. Matigas sa tugon ni Brayden. Ali apo, napalingan kaming pareho kay Lola Bell. It's only 3 days. Pagbigyan mo ng kahilingan ko. Love, it's okay. 3 araw lang naman yun. Gusto ko rin naman makilala pang pamilya mo. Sabat ko. I don't know what's wrong with him. Maybe he doesn't want to spend his time here because this house still haunt him. Haunt him? Umupo si Ashley sa kama. I followed her. Yes, sa nangyari sa kanya dati. Didn't you have any idea what happened to him before? Gusto ko magtanong pero baka magmukha akong walang kaalam-alam. He never treated Erica the way he treats you. I don't know what's wrong with him. May tila naman sumaksak sa dibdib ko. Erica? Lucky her kung sino man siya. Hindi kami nag-uusap ni Brayden about sa past namin, kaya wala akong alam. Siguro hindi pa siya nakaka-move on kay Erica. I don't think so. He married you instead of her, sis. So you won. Ngiting sambit ni Ashley. Don't worry about her, mas naman ka naman. Pero hindi naman totoo itong sa amin. I put an effort to shut my mouth. Bigla tuloy ako nahiwagaan sa era na yun. Was she kind-hearted? Prettier? Na-imagine ko na siyang karespe-respetong tao na kayang paamuhin si Brayden. Bakit nakaramdam na naman ako ng selos? Babalik sana ako sa inupuan ko kanina nang may narinig ako nagpapiano. Napahinto ako. Pinakinggan ko kung saan pinto ba nanggagaling ito. Lumakad ako sa pintong nasa gilid ko at dahan-dahang binuksan. Then I saw him, sitting and playing a huge piano in front of him. I was silently listening habang ramdam ko ang lungkot sa tunog nito. The woman he would marry for real would be very lucky. Halos lahat na yata ng gustuhin mo sa isang lalaki nasa kanya na, kahit may pagkamudi siya. I was still watching him when he stopped playing and turned his head down to my direction. To build a home? I asked calmly. He nodded. Isa yan sa mga kantang pinapakinggan ko kapag nalulungkot ako. He smiled but did not reach his eyes. So am I, Moira? He started playing again. How long have you been there? Seryosong tanong nito. I just got here. Kinuha lang ni Ashley yung damit na ipapahiram niya. Sit. He ordered and moved a little. Tumakbo ka na mabilis papalapit sa kanya at umupo sa tabi niya. Galit ka ba sa akin? He played again and again. I am not, but I don't want you interfering with my decision next time. I swallowed my pride. Kasalanan ko rin naman kasi, hindi ba? I got too comfortable that I thought it was okay. I'm sorry, hindi na mauulit. Huminto na naman siya sa pagdugtog at tinignan ako. It won't save you from getting your punishment, Moira. Punishment? Nagulat ako sa sinabi niya. I should be scared but there was an enthusiasm in his eyes. Napanunok ako. Ano naman yun? I will surprise you with that. Anything I want you to do, remember? His voice became sexier while his hand swifting fastly on the keys. It's in the contract. I tried to keep myself calm. Wala akong ideya sa sinasabi niya but it sounded like a threat to me. There is something I need to tell you, I said nervously. What? He still kept on playing. Hindi ako sumasagot. Huminga muna ako ng malalim at kumuha ng lakas ng loob para masabi ko yung kasalanan ko. Lumapit ang bibig niya sa likod ng tenga ko. Tell me, what is it? Promise me first you won't get mad. That depends, Moira. I closed my eyes, gathering my strength to tell him. Your punishment is still not valid dahil hindi ko pa naman napipirma ng kontrata. I bit my lips so hard. Naiwan ko rin nata sa desk ko yung office yung kontrata. Can you be more careful and responsible next time? Moira? Galit na sabi niya sa akin. Shit, he was really mad. Ngayon niya lang ako tinawag sa buo kong pangalan. He just called his bodyguard to get the contract for us. He even checked the CCTV in the office kung meron nagtatangkang basahin ang papel na naiwan ko sa mesa. Buti nilang wala. I was checking it the other day kasi, thinking what was really all about. Pipirman ko at iabot ko na sana sa kanya sa office that time, kaso bigla naman nawala sa isip ko. He reprinted the contract since it was already saved in his laptop. Nandito kami ngayon sa library niya na nasa loob ng kwarto na ito. I'm sorry, nawala kasi sa isip ko eh. Dapat talaga ibibigay ko na sa iyo yun kaso ang dami kong ginagawa nitong huli. Sagot ko habang nakayuko. I added some rules to this contract because you're being reckless. It's more detailed for you to understand it fully. Pinanood kong lumabas ang papel sa printing machine sa gilid. And as much as possible, can you refrain from making mistakes? He asked irritatedly. Napakagatlabi na lamang ako. Sorry, Brayden. Sir, he reminded me. You call me sir when we're alone. Here. Inabot niya yung papel. It includes your punishment and consequences for you to learn your lesson. Rules. 1. Obey all the time and never argue. 2. Must please her boss and perform her wifely duties. 3. Do not talk to other men. 4. Make my family believe that we are really in love. 5. Calling Sir or Mr. Sevilla when we are alone. She is only allowed to act and be touchy when a family member is around. 6. Show your respect, know your boundaries. 7. Not allowed to go to places without any approval. 8. Wearing your wedding ring most especially when needed. And last but never the least, do not allow to have any romantic emotions with me. If he did something against his rules, there's a punishment. Do what he wants, obey. Not allowed to say no unless there is unsafe circumstances. Erotic foreplay that includes accessories. BDSM. I was shocked. Alam kong napag-usapan na namin ang tungkol dito, pero hindi ko inaasang ganito kalala ang rules and punishments niya. I blinked my eyes, trying to wake myself up. Baka namamali lang ako ng basa. I looked at him. He was staring at me and studying my reactions. Bumalik ang papel sa hawak ko. Magagawa ko ba lahat to? And the punishments? I guess it was something I should be afraid of. He was really a dominant boss. He would do everything to prove that point to you. Naramdam ko ang pagiging sunod-sunuran ko sa kanya, like a servant ready to serve her master at all times. This was the reason why he never told me the detailed version of this contract. Parang hindi na ako makaatras. Huminga ako ng malalim. Kinakalmang sarili ko sa mga bagay na hindi ko alam kung makakaya ko bang gawin. Pero rumihistro ang larawan ni Daddy sa isip ko. Right, I did not have any choice but to save him. This was the only way to do that. Moira? He interrupted. Just because we're married does not mean you can't say no to this arrangement. Let me know what you think. I fixed myself, gathering my thoughts. Ano yung BDSM? It's an erotic practice, a foreplay. He answered quietly. We are going to have sex? I asked, kahit obvious naman ang sagot sa tanong ko. Kahit napag-usapan na namin doon huli, I had to make sure that I understand it correctly. I won't force you unless you sign this contract. It means that you agree to everything. You have your option to back out. Paano yung pamilya niya kapag nawala ako? Ganun lamang ba kadaling palitan ako? What kind of obey? I've been doing it since the moment I stood my feet in your company. He smiled. That's a different kind of obey. It's like we're playing a game, Moira. An obey punishment has rules and other consequences awaits if you fail to do it. Napatingin ako sa kanya. His eyes were playful, like imagining things already. Parang ibang taong nasarap ko ngayon. Did I trigger his trauma from his past? Was he bipolar? His mood kept on changing swiftly and he looked so dangerous right now. I never thought that you're into this kind of stuff. Mahinang sabit ko. A boss with rules in real life. Lumapit siya sa akin na seryoso mukha. Aatrasan ako na lumapat ng likod ko sa cabinet. And you're not allowed to tell anyone about this. If I found you out, try me. You will regret it. He threatened. I won't. Bakit ko gagawin yon? May utang kami sa'yo. Naiintindihan kong may mga bagay akong dapat gawin para mabayaran yon. I held the paper up to my chest. Pero bakit mo ginagawa to? We can do this arranged marriage without these rules and punishments. He closed his eyes and when he opened them, it had a whole different emotions again. We have different preferences in life. Some like casual and vanilla, while I find it dull and uninteresting. Preferences? Treating your partner like a slave? Lakas loob ang tanong nito. I'm not arguing. Sabi ko agad. I'm just curious before I really sign this. It is important to let my partner know who is dominant and who is submissive. Moira, I'm not the kind who will follow someone's command. You know by now, I'm the one ordering it. I bit my lips, still trying to process this another surprise. At ginagawa mo yung punishment para matuto ko sa pagkakamali ko? Yes, and also for you to follow the rules. Laws have rules and those people who do not follow it have to face punishments. And so this arrangement, Moira, you need to be afraid of the consequence for you to abide the rules. Yes, I got it. He was above me. This arranged marriage was about me, following his every single rules like a pet. And obeying you. That means walang nakatingin, kahit nasa trabaho tayo? I am your boss. What else do you expect? I was having a hard time getting some air, but I tried to organize my thoughts. And we're going to have sex kung kailan mo gusto. Bulong kong tanong. No, I don't make the first move unless the punishment needs to be performed. I would be more than happy if you ask for it. He turned his back and wandered around his library. I won't ask for sex. Hindi ako desperada. Yes, brave than Alice Sevilla, but that did not mean that I had to forget who I am completely to get his attention. Saka nakasulat sa rules, bawal ma-in love. So this was like a no-strings attached situation. Hindi ko alam kung kaya ko hindi magkaroon ng feelings because I would not just share my body to him, but also my naked soul. You are too confident that I would do it, sabi ko, trying to hide my annoyance. He stopped walking and stared at me. This arrangement will be about me following your rules, but I won't ask for it, not unless I need to. He smirked. Good then, at least we're clear about that. You're not going to ask for it. He said like he did not believe me. I would give my best not to give in. I swear. Nakipagtitigan ako sa kanya. Does that mean you're allowed to have sex with other women? He shut the book he was holding. That's none of your business, Moira. I'm your wife. Bakit hindi ko pwedeng malaman? Hindi naman kita pipigilan sa gusto mo. Kailangan ko lang din ng honesty. But deep inside, by just thinking of it, a stab of pain occurred in my chest. I did not have the right to feel this way, so why am I affected? Kailangan kong labanan to. Hindi ako pinalaki ng magulang ko para maging marupok lang. Like I've said, you don't have the right to demand on this arrangement. Tumawa ko na mapakla. Okay, I'm sorry, sir. He looked at my hands. Are you going to ask more questions or you're walking away? Sign the contract if you're still in. Leave if you want. Padabog akong tumungo sa mesang nasa harap niya. Kinuha kong ballpen na nasa tabi ng ibang libro. I signed the contract without looking at him. I will ask my lawyer to notarize it. Kinuha niya ang papel sa gitna, tinago to sa drawer, sa ilalim ng mesa. He placed his both hands on top of the table and looked down at me. Welcome to my world, Mrs. Sevilla. Ang bilis magbago ng mood mo kapag may mga bagay siya na binabanggit na hindi ko inaasahan. Mrs. Sevilla, I did not want to delude myself pero ang hirap kapag siya nang gumagawa. I am not the type who would fall for someone easily. I hope this is one of those moments I could control. Nilahad ni Braden ang kamay niya sa akin. Tila ba wala nangyari. His mood changed once again. There were joy in his eyes, forgetting his irritations and like he never shared any secrets with me. Want me to show you around? This place is full of surprises. I was still observing him. This fight was finally over but his game merely started. Why did I feel scared and excited at the same time? Humawak ako sa kamay niya. He entwined it with him. I looked at it but I would not fall for it. Hawak kamay lang naman. I did it with the other guys too. Is this allowed? Tanong ko sa kanya. He raised his brow. We are in my parents' house. We did this a while. I got overwhelmed by your rules. Nag-conscious ako bigla sa mga pwede at hindi ko pwedeng gawin. I told him honestly. I did it this time. It's allowed. And just so you do you know your limits? I will. Remind me to, please. He smirked silently. Then where's the fun in that? I rolled my eyes and followed him. Where's the fun? What game was he playing? Was he waiting for me to make a mistake so he could do the punishment? Well, I would not let him. Kailangan ko ng plano. Pagkalabas namin sa library, sakto naman pagpasok ni Ashley. Nasa tabi nito ang isang katulong na maraming hawak na damit. Where do you think you're going? Tanong agad nito sa amin. I will show her around, Ashley. Ani Braden. Ashley crossed her arms. Make sure na hindi kayo tatakas, brother. Pagbabanta pa nito. Or else, mamubulabog ako sa bahay ninyo. Inilapit na ng katulong na mga damit sa table sa gitna. Magkahawak kami pa rin kami ni Braden habang nakatingin si Ashley sa amin na tila may gagawin kami masama. Ashley, napakadami naman ng mga damit na pinahiram mo. Sabi ko sa kanya. Oh, it's okay. First batch pa lang yan. I'll send the next batch later. You can have it. It's all yours. Nandaki ang mata ko. Nakakahiya, wag na. Marami pa naman akong damit sa bahay. Braden chuckled. She won't use it, love. She doesn't like repeating the same clothes twice. Napaubo ko ng hampasin to ni Ashley sa balikat. Stop it! Huwag mo nga akong siraan sa asawa mo. Braden laughed. Ang sarap talagang pakinggan ng tawa niya when he was not being complicated. Lumabas na si Ashley kasama ng katulong. Nagulat naman ako ng paglabas namin. Sa tapat kami ng isang elevator huminto. May elevator kayo sa bahay? Manghang tanong ko. It's for grandma. She's using a wheelchair so it would be easy for her and her nanny to use an elevator. I nodded when we entered it. I was quiet when he pushed the B1 button. It was the way to their basement. Madaming sasakyan na rito nakapark pakalabas namin. It was more in pink and white color. This is going to be a long, tiring night, Moira. He smirked. I watched him, trying to read him. May biglang pumasok sa isip ko. I smirked back. I guess I'm sort of ready for it. Braden. He creased his forehead. What did you just say? Braden? I asked innocently. The rules. His eyes glistened, like he waited for this moment. His eyes then turned dark. Nah, Braden. We are in your family's territory. I can call you Braden or anything I want to. Paano na lang kung may makarinig sa akin na tinatawag kitang sir? I explained confidently. We have to act to make them believe, right? Couples who are into each other can call their partner in their first name. He was silent for a whole then chuckled and squeezed my hand. You're a smart woman. You got me there. Tumawa ako na malakas. I am allowed to outsmart you. Once in a while naman, no? He pushed another button to open the door. As long as it is aligned with the rules, yes. I rolled my eyes and the door opened. A big garden welcomed us. Sa hindi kalayuan may isang malaking court. It was full of light so I could see that it had everything you needed. The scoring screen above and huge flat screen TV hanging on the other side. Wow! I could not even afford to get one. Tapos sa kanila nasa court lang? Do you play basketball? He asked, his eyes smiling. I did, back in high school, pero hindi ako kagalingan. Bakit? Lumawak ang isiniya sa akin. Because we'll play a game. The one who will lose will have to strip until naked. Nanlamig ang buong katawan ko sa sinabi niya. This was another first for me. Palagi na lang ba ako masasurpresa sa mga ginagawa niya? Sa bagay, we were in a getting to know each other stage. We walked on the court. I wondered my eyes. Hindi pa rin ako makapaniwala sa nakikita. He pushed something and the above was moving slowly, transforming it into a covered court. Amazing, isn't it? Bulong ni Brayden. Lumakad siya papunta sa area kung nasa nakalagay ang mga bola. Alam kong mayaman kayo, but I never thought that a place like this existed. Komento ko. Kumuha si Brayden ng bola and he started dribbling it. Kailan pa ba ako naglaro ng basketball? Sa game zone lang naman madalas pero yung huli talaga, may kalaban back in college pa. I remembered how I would always be out of breath whenever I ran halfway to the court. Shall we play? He asked me eagerly. Pinasa niyang bola sa akin. Hindi ko mapigilan na hindi mapangisi. Hinubad ko ang suot ko. Ang suot kong heels sa talagay sa gilid. Walang dayaan ha? I don't cheat, Mrs. Sevilla, he said seducingly. I eyed him confusingly. Binilig ko na ang bola sa kanya. Is that part of the plan? You calling me that so I'll go gaga over you? You know I don't need that. He smiled and kept dribbling the ball. So sinasabi mo na magaling ka? What exactly do you mean? He asked innocently. Magaling mag-shoot? Sabi ko habang tinatali ang buhok ko. He grinned. I'm a good shooter. Wanna try? Nang matali ng tuloy ng buhok, lumapit ako sa kanya. Then let's see, Mr. Sevilla, kung gaano ka galing mag-shoot. Hindi siya umatras sa pakikipagtitigan dito. Do not underestimate me. You won't be here standing with me if you tried it before. Kumunot ang noo ko. Teka, bakit parang iba ng pinag-uusapan natin dito? Ha? He grazed his forehead too. Is that so? I thought you're asking me if I'm a good shooter. Because I am, Moira. Believe me, I am. Tumawa ko. Double meaning ba yan? I can think about it kung ikaw naman nagagawa ng first move. He shook his head. I don't do that and never will be. Inabot niya sa akin ng bola. Do you wanna play? Or are you afraid now? Kinuha ko yon. Afraid? No, I don't think so. Sa office pwede pa pero dito, hindi kita atrasan. He took a step backward. That's my girl. My heart danced with joy. You better watch and learn, Mr. Sevilla. Binato ko sa kanyang bola at agad naman niyang nasalo iyon. Pumamewang pa ako nakakaloko. Let's start? Sabi ko sa kanya. He slowly dribbled. You know the rules. The one who gets to shoot this ball on that ring wins. Loser need to strip at this one cloth or item you have. This was his playful side. Was he like this with other girls? He was trying to take advantage of the situation. Not that I'm complaining. Gusto ko rin naman makita ng buong katawan niya. Huh. Okay, sir. I agreed seductively. Pero mas maganda kung sino yung makakashoot. Siya yung mamimili ko anong gusto nilang tanggalin sa katawan ng kalaban nila. After all the stress he had gave me, my brain was still working. Akala niya siya lang ang may laging ideya, ha? I could do that too. Anything? He asked, still smirking. Yes, anything. I answered. He was really confident he would win. I had to give my best, or else ako lang din na magsasuffer sa ideyang binigay ko. Pinasa sa akin ni Brayden ng bola. Ladies first then. He walked over to the line near the ring, the free throw area. Saka humarap muli sa akin. What? Nagtatakang tanong ko. You will shoot here. Then he went to the 3 points line. Sus? And I will shoot here. Is that fair? I asked. Baka matalo ka. You know I won't let that happen. Sus, sisiw naman pala. Mas madali pa to sa inaakala ko kanina. Walang takbuhan at pagod ang magaganap. Kailangan ko lang mag-focus sa ring para makashoot at manalo. I smiled back. Are you ready to get naked, Mr. Sevilla? In your dreams, Mrs. Sevilla? He teased. I watched me dribble the ball. I was estimating it kung gaano kalakas ang pagbaton gagawin ko. Bigla ako naguluhan dahil hindi pa ako nasa harapan ko. When I jumped to shoot the ball, it was like everything had turned into slow motion. Nakaabang ako sa pagtama ng bola sa ring, but it bounced first on the ring board, then to the ring itself. Nanlaki ang mata ko nang pumasok to sa ring. I was already celebrating. Nakita mo yon? Pang-asar ko sa kanya. Not bad for a first time, right? Sabi ko sa'yo, ikabahan ka na. Mauna ka mahubad sa ating dalawa, sir. I winked. Si Braden ang kumuha ng bola at lumakad patungo sa line niya. You have to thank your luck, Mrs. Sevilla. Luck? Walang ganon. Magaling talaga ako mag-shoot ng ball. Natatabang sambit ko. Hanggat maaga pa, pwede ka pa mag-back out. Panggagaya ko sa linyahan niya sa akin. Tumawa naman to. Once I made a decision, I don't leave it and turn around. You are really a businessman. I am. Inagis niyang bola na walang kakurap-kurap at swakit ang pumasok sa ring. Wait, I was not expecting that. Mukhang may dayaan pa yata nagaganap na hindi ko nakikita. All one? Kinuha niyang bola at binigay sa akin. Kabisado mo na kasi tong court at yan ring, kaya madali lang para sa'yo. Reklamo ko. It's not my problem anymore, love. The word love, it's different for me this time. Teka, may ginagawa ba siya? Why was I being affected? May nilagay ba siya sa aking inumin kanina? You know, this is not a fair game to play. Sabi ko sa kanya habang yakap ang bola. You want to give up? We can do the punishment instead. How about that? Ay, kaya ko to. Anong akala mo sa akin, mahina? Na hindi ka kayang talunin sa pag-shoot lang ng bola. I dribbled the ball once again. Pero this time sinabayan ko ng dasal dahil alam kong lamang siya sa akin. Biglang nangatog ang kamay ko na maihagis kong bola. I watched bounce to the ring. Dahan-dahan tong umikot sa gilid nito. Kung effective lang ang hipan, ginagawa ko na kasi mukhang tagilid na ma-shoot pa to. Bumagsak palabas sa ring ang bola. Kainis. Shit. Mura ko. Don't say bad words, Moira. Saway ni Sevilla, and the score on the screen did not change. Still all one. Cheater. I accused. What did I do then? He raised his brow. Hindi ko alam pero may naramdaman ko may ginagawa ka eh. He laughed. Maybe you're just too distracted. His smile widened. Mas lalo ako hindi mapakalis sa mga ngiti niyang ganyan. Kainis naman to, oh. Nag-iba ang dating niya sa akin kapag umingiti siya. Sobrang dalang lang kasi niyang umiti ng ganyan. I needed to have a backup plan. Buti na lang may ideyang pumasok sa isip ko. Gusto niya ng mga patagong pandaraya, ha? Tumakbo ko. Dali-daling pumunta kung nasan yung bola. I may be flat-chested but I did my best to seduce him and push my breast so that my cleavage was a bit exposed in his white puff dress. I smiled innocently when his eyes changed. Here's your ball, Mr. Sevilla. I bit my lip. Don't bite your lip, he said. Tila nahihirapan. Why can't I? Eh wala naman to sa rules. 2 players playing 2 games at a time. I smiled painfully. When he didn't answer, bumalik na ako sa peso ko at hinintay ang pagbato niya ng bola. Your turn, sir. I said don't bite your lips. You can't handle me? I asked teasingly. If you don't stop biting your lip, I will fucking rip your dress off. Right here, right now. He threatened. Napaayos ako bigla ng sistema. He was so serious when he said it. You're not the type who will make the first move. Pagpapaalala ko sa kanya. But I can command you to make it for me since I am your boss. His jaw tightened. Natahimik ako. Bigla niyang inihagis ang bola sa ring. Nashoot ito kaagad na walang pag-aalilangan. Mukhang napasama pang ideyo kanina. Lumapit siya sa akin. His eyes still serious. Can I get my prize now? Kahit labag sa loob ko, I just nodded. This is what you get, that lip biting. If only possible to be eaten alive, I think you would. Put your hands at the back of your head. Kahit naguguluhan sinunod ko ang sinabi niya. He placed his hand on top of my dress button and he started unbuttoning it one by one. Hindi ko alam kung magtatakip ba ako o hindi. I could wear a swimsuit at the beach kaya kahit papaano, kaya ko ipakita ang katawan ko. But in front of him, may halong kabatihang nararamdaman ko. Paano kapag may nakakita sa atin na ganito? Kinakabahang tanong ko. Then we run. Inabot niyang muli sa akin ang bola. I focused my eyes on the ring. Mas mahirap ngayon dahil bahagyang nilalamig ang katawan ko sa hanging dumadampi dito. I inhaled and did my best to throw the ball onto the ring. I should win this round kung hindi, I would be completely naked in front of him. Yes! I shouted triumphantly. Tumingin ako sa kanya. He was still eyeing my body. See that? Hindi lagi nasa tabi ko ang swerte. Pumako ang tingin niya sa mga mata ko. Should I keep that in mind? Or is it another round of luck? Do not try me, Moira. I always get what I want. Talaga? I will always keep that in mind, Mr. Sevilla. Kinuha kong ball at palakad na inabot sa kanya. Pero bago pa yun, I fixed my underwear in front of him. His facial expression changed quickly. I wanted to laugh if the situation was not this serious. I knew he would get annoyed if I did. Men and their weakness. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it this time. Ang kate kasi, so I adjusted it, sir. He shook his head and did not answer me. Lumayo na ako na magsimula siya mag-dribble ng bola. I was still hoping it would not shoot kahit alam kong imposible. Kahit isang beses lang, please. Kahit kapalit lang ng ginawa ko. Bulong ko sa sarili. Nanlaki ang mata ko nang hindi tumama sa ring ang bola at tumalbog lang palabas ito. Napatalon ako sa tawa at tumingin sa kanya na nakakaloko. Thank you, my luck. Sabi ko sa kanya habang nag-iisip kung ano magandang unang tanggalin. Itaas ba o ibaba? He half smiled. Parang hindi apektado sa nangyayari. You are welcome, Mrs. Sevilla. Embrace it. You won't get the same moment twice. Tinaasan ko siya ng kilay. Mr. Moody Bossy turned to Mr. Yabang. I crossed my arms again. Bumabalik na yung self-confidence ko. Tinaas niya ang kamay niya. You see this? It will land on your behind if you won't stop talking. I shut my mouth. Natakot ako bigla sa banta niya. So, sir, I said politely, lift your hands up for me. Can you? Tinaas ni Brayden ang kamay niya katulad ng ginawa ko kanina. Kung nahihirapan ako sa paghinga kanina, mas nahihirapan ako ngayon. You really have good lips, Moira. Komento niya. Napangat ako ng tingin at tuminto sa pagtatanggal ng botones. Nagiba bigla ang iip ng hangin. As if someone moved us to a different atmosphere. His face was so serious. Umangat ang kamay niya upang haplusin ang iilang buhok na nakatakip sa mukha ko. I wet my throat. Bumaba ang isang kamay niya sa bewang ko at hinila ko ng bahagya sa kanya. Bumibilis na naman ang tibok ng puso ko. Don't move, he whispered when I faced my head down. He held my chin to look up at him, and when our eyes met again, he kissed me. I snaked my hand on his hair, combing it in between my fingers and pushing him onto me. He broke our wall by forcing his lips into my mouth and exploring the inside of it. I did everything I could do to match his hunger. Mas lalo niyang pinaglapit ang katawan namin. Ramdam ng halos subad kong katawan na nag-iinit ang katawan niya. I unbuttoned the last one of his shirt. He removed it immediately. Tinulak niya ako nang mapaupo kami sa gitna ng court. He was kissing me while he lowered down my body on the cold floor. Kailan bang huli? Sa office niya. Pero hindi umabot sa ganito yon. Are you going to beg now, Mrs. Sevilla? He asked, then continued kissing my mouth again. I just moaned. Hindi ko alam ang gagawin. Kung magmamakaawa lang naman ang pwedeng gawin para ituloy niya sa oras na to, I think I would. He was caressing my front body down to the waist and up to my legs. He guided me to encircle it to his. He was about to remove my underwear when we heard a bursting laugh in the background. Napahinto kami pareho sa ginagawa. Brayden instantly picked up his clothes and gave it to me. Wear this, utos niya. Napaupo ko sa sahig. Hindi malaman ang gagawin dahil hibang pa sa sensasyong nararamdaman sa nangyari. Moira, wear it, now. Utos mo rin ito na hindi ako gumagalaw. Para akong binuhusan ng malamig na tubig. Unti-unti, pumapasok siya sa akin at tinihila ako patayo. I picked up my dress too. Mahirap na mag-iwan ng ebidensya. Saan tayo pupunta? Tanong ko na magsimula na siya maglakad na mabilis. Don't ask first, just run. I told you this is going to be a long tiring night, did I? There was a bridge after the court. Nakakonekta ito sa isang gubat. This place was really big. Ngunit hindi ka mag-aalinlangang libutin dahil halos lahat ng parte ay may ilaw na nakalagay. Inihingal na ako dahil kanina pa kami lakad takbo. I am not into trekking. I did not like any physical activities, kaya ang bilis kong mapagod talaga. Plus, hindi pa rin ako nakaka-recover completely sa ginawa namin kanina. Matagal pa ba? I'm almost tired. Reklamo ko. Hawak kamay kami naglalakad sa gitna ng kagubatan, habang ang suot ko lang na damit niya at sa naman ay ang pantalon niya. We're almost here. Patience, Moira. Patience. He turned to me when I stopped walking. Pagod na ako. Ulit ko, at nagugutom. I looked around. Mukhang walang ibang lugar ang pwede namin puntahan. I could hear a small washing sound from afar. Mukhang may beach sa hindi kalayuan. We just ate, Moira. He asked confusingly. Nahiya ako kanina sa pamilya mo kaya konti lang kinain ko. Paggamin ko sa kanya. Tsaka pwede ba maglakad na lang? Wala naman humahabol sa atin eh. He froze when I said that. Na-offend ko ba siya? kasi hindi siya sumasagot at bumitaw na siya sa pagkakahawak sa akin. He started walking away so I followed him. What amazed me? Kahit gaano kalaki itong nilalakaran namin, halos at ng parte may mga ilaw. They made a huge effort making it full of lights. Galit ka ba? Tanong ko nang huminto siya. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out which way to take. Sagot niya. Pinanood ko siyang ayusin ng mga bulaklak sa isang pwesto. It was like a little monument with tons of flowers in it. May namatay ba dito? Why, I'd found it creepy. Ano meron dyan? Nagtatakang tanong ko. Isa-isa niya kasing tinatanggal ang mga dahon na hindi nakasali sa bulaklak. He was silent for a second and looked at me. His eyes were sad. It's none of your business. Lumakad na siya ulit. Hindi na ako nagpumilit pa dahil baka magalit na naman siya sa akin. Baka man namatay siyang aso at dito nilibing. I just shrugged it off and followed him again. Buti na lang his back was distracting. Ngayon lamang ako nagka-oras sa pagmasa ng likod niya. It was sexy and bulky. Mukhang nag-gym siya kapag hindi busy sa trabaho. He stopped walking and offered his hand to me, his eyes on my body. That long sleeve suits you, Moira? Humawak ako sa kamay niya. Siguro na konsensya siya sa pagsusungit sa akin kanina? So, are you Mr. Sevilla? Half naked suits you too. Birong pabalik ko sa kanya. He grinned. You should try to and I bet it will look good on you more. Halos mapahirap ako sa sinabi niya. Magaling ka mambola talaga, no? I'm trying not to get affected but it's so hard. No, I'm not. I'm always honest, Moira. Especially when someone's special to me. But how could I believe him when he was buried in Alice Sevilla? Ang daming babae niya nang nakalas sa mukha. Sigurado ako sanay siya makipag-usap sa mga to. Action should speak louder than words. Bulong ko. He gave me a seducting look. Do you really want me to show my action? Saka dito, puro puno, dahon at mga insekto nasa paligid. Not tonight. Biglang bawi ko sa sinabi. Are you really the type who does not make the first move? Kasi iba yung nakita ko kanina. Tumawa si Brayden. If you only gave me more time, the next second, you will beg for it. Nag-iwas ako ng tingin kasi kahit anong sabihin ko, alam ko nag-iiba ang desisyon ng isang to kapag nandun ka na sa sitwasyong yon. May falls ba dito? He showed me his crooked smile. This is my playground when I was younger. Nanginig ang binti ko na mas lalo lumamig sa pwesto ko. Mas madaming ilaw ang nakalagay sa paligid. Everything was becoming more clear and breathtaking. Here we are, sabi nito. Tumungo kami sa isang malaking bato. May nakalagay na kahoy sa itas nito kung saan pwede mong hawakan pang suporta kapag gusto mong tumalon pababa. Hindi naman. Are you scared? Pagsisinungaling ko. Hindi lang ako sanay siguro. Parang may dumadaga na sa dibdib ko dahil sa sobrang kaba. The place was breathtaking. It was something you never thought existed. Napakarami rin ng ilaw at Christmas lights. Mas nagulat akong abutan niya ako ng life vest. Tatalon ako? Kabadong tanong ko. As Moira, I would not let to jump alone. He said and helped me wear the life vest. Wala akong magawa. May iba pa bang daan pababa? Pwede naman ako maglakad, kaya ko pa naman. You told me you're hungry. This is the fastest way to reach our destination. Umatras ako lalo. My mind was absorbing my hopeless situation. Baka naman na naginip lang ako. I slapped my cheeks to wake me up and also to shoo the nerves away. Moira, don't hurt yourself. I'm scared. Parang di ko yata kaya. Mas lalo pang kumabog ang puso ko. You got me. I won't let you get hurt. I promise. Sabi ni Brayden at pinigilan na naman ang kamay ko sa pagsampal sa mukha ko. I said stop hurting yourself. Okay lang ako, Brayden. Ganito lang talaga ako kapag kinakabahan. Sabi ko habang hawak-hawak ng dalawang kamay ko. You are not allowed to hurt yourself. I was about to argue, but I shut my mouth. New rule? Within this arranged marriage, your body and soul belongs to me. It's all mine, Moira. So don't do anything that can hurt you. It won't be pleased if you do that. My disoriented thought was calming suddenly. It was so possessive and sweet at the same time. I'm not allowed to hurt myself within this arranged marriage, but I knew someday he would have to do that to me. He needed to leave me if his contract is expired. Pero alam ko, may rason siya kung bakit siya ganyan at kung bakit kailangan ng mga rules and punishments. Ang gulo niya. Napakagulo niya. Pero ayoko magtanong kung alin pa ba ang totoo sa hindi. I would just go with the flow until the time I decided to show us what would be our fate were. Tumigil siya nang maramdaman niyang nanghihina ng tuhod ko. Hinila niya ang kamay ko at inalayang mapaupo sa tabi ng malaking bato. You rest first and let me know once you're ready. Hinahabol ko pa rin ang hininga ko. His lips was still red. It was distracting. Why me? He looked at me confused. Why you? Napili mo. Alam ko na sagot mo na dati pero lagi pa rin ako napapaisip kung ano meron sa akin. Ang layo ng tingin niya. He was calculating his answer. Tahimik lang ako naghintay na magiging sagot niya. Nang tumingin siya sa akin, iba na ekspresyon sa mukha niya. It was hard, as if he shut his emotions off. As much as I like a submissive woman, I saw how challenging you are. Umpisa nito. When I heard the news that my family are coming back, I thought to myself, I need someone who is strong enough and who will not fall for the trap. A sting of pain stabbed me. Trap. Pinili niya ako kasi nakikita niya na hindi ako ma-inlove sa kanya. I was lost. Parang kanina lang he would let me feel how important I am to him. Then now, sasabihin niya na kaya hindi ako ma-inlove sa kanya? I'm not falling for it. Pagsisinungaling ko. I promise. Nagkatinginan kami. We both knew we were both lying. What's holding him back? We were both single but maybe he thought I did not deserve him. Bakit nga naman? Isa lang naman akong tao na may utang ang pamilya na kailangan siya para mabayaran yon. Just in case one day you feel something, don't blame yourself that you're not good enough. I'm always a problem and it's my own decision to not compete completely with someone. Pagpapaliwanag niya na tila nabasa na sa isip ko. Naiintindihan ko. Why would you? Hindi tayo magka-level sa buhay. Langit ka, lupa ako. I'm just an ordinary woman with ordinary thoughts. Naiintindihan ko kung bakit mo nasasabi yan. You think you don't have the most beautiful face? You always took my breath away whenever I look at you. You are more than ordinary. He sighed and gave me a sad look. The problem is on me. Don't put yourself down just because I don't reciprocate. Mas lalo ko naguluhan sa sinasabi niya, pero hindi mapigilan ang puso kong kiligin. This was going to be a complicated arrangement. Ngayon pa lang ramdam ko na. You are like one person with different personality, Brayden. I told him honestly. Right now you are sweet, then the next moment you are aloof. Should I get used to it? Ngumiti lang siya na may lungkot sa mga mata. You should, and not expect anything. Hindi mo na kaya kailangan pumili ng isa. Napanok ako habang hindi inaalis ang tingin sa kanya. Which one do you prefer? He asked seriously. Ngumiti ako. I don't know either. I can't decide. As much as I like the sweet side of yours, hahanap-hanapin ko rin yung pagiging moody mo panigurado. I guess this will work for now. Humahak pang si Brayden ng bahagya at nagulat ako nang tanggalin niyang belt niya sa pants niya. Napangang ang bibig ko. Oh no, his mood changed again. Bakit mo hinubad yan? I asked nervously. Nagbago na bang isip niya rin? Siya na ang gagawa ng unang move. Tapos dito pa? Hindi siya sumagot. Nakatilang siya sa mata ko habang tinatanggal ng mga yan yung isang buton sa pants niya. Mr. Sevilla? It was not. I looked around if this was a place safe to do that. Nasa public place pa rin kami kahit pa paano. Brayden! He then unzipped his pants. Sir, boss, master, ano bang gusto mo pang itawag ko sa'yo para nang tumigil ka? He laughed. Lagi mo na lang ko pinagtatawanan. Seryoso ko. He ignored me and went on them to remove his pants. Naiwan ang boxer niyang suot. I almost poked my eyes. Natulala ako na ilang segundo na nakaumbok sa likuran nito. Come here, Moira, he commanded. Walang halong ngiti sa labi. What now? I stared at my hand. Don't look at him. Don't. Utos ko sa isip ko. Look at me, Moira. Pero pinikit lang niya ang mata ko. Hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko. Nakakakaba pala kapag nandun ka na sa moment na yon. Hindi ko alam ang gagawin. Moira, that's a warning. Shit. Mabilis kong binuksan ang mga mata. I met his dark eyes. I got hypnotized. I couldn't move my body. Mas lalo naman ako naguguluhan sa nangyayari. I already informed you about this. I swallowed again and again. Anong stroke ba dapat kong gawin? This is my first time. Sabi ko, hindi ko alam ang gagawin. I will guide you. Do you trust me? Do I trust him? Of course. But do I trust myself? No. What? Close your eyes, love. So siya ang gagalaw? Ipipikit ko lang mata ko, ganun ba yun? Kahit kabado, I closed my eyes. There is something I wanted to try, love, and I wanted to try it with you. It was confirmed that too many women did this to him. Alam kong wala akong binatbat sa mga yon. I would go with the flow since he would do the move naman. Hinawakan niyang kamay ko at giniya sa bewang niya. He then placed his head on my shoulder, waiting for him to push my head down there. Hold on tight, love. Then I kissed the top of my hair. I inhaled. This was it, another first time. Hindi pa ako nakakahinga ng tuluyan nang biglang bumaba ang kamay niya at pumulupot sa bewang ko. It all happened too fast when I lifted up my body. And the next thing I knew, we were falling. Brayden! Sigaw ko na maramdaman ko ang bilis at lamig ng hangin. Then she splashed, the water hit our body. Napunta ako sa ilalim pero lumutang dilaga dahil sa vest na suot ko. Mr. Sevilla? Hello? Nasaan ka? Nag-aano lang hanap ko sa kanya. I was about to swim beneath nang biglang may humawak sa paa ko at bumungad ang katawan ni Braden sa harap ko. Shit! Nakangiti siya na para bang tagumpay siya sa planong naisipan niya. You never fail to surprise me. She told him sarcastically. Akala ko kung ano yung papagawa mo sa akin. But he was too happy to be irritated. Would you rather do that? We can always go back and do it. No thanks, nandito na tayo. He giggled. Look around, Moira. Inilibot ko yung mata ko sa paligid. The moment I saw it, my mouth hung open. Kung maganda sa taas, mas maganda dito sa ibaba. Lumangoy kami sa hagdan sa gilid. He helped me went upward and I removed the vest nang pareho na kami nakatapak sa lupa. I looked around. There were camping tents, bonfire, and a small wooden house. Hindi ako makapaniwala sa nakikita ko. I made it myself when I was still young. I used to go here when I'm sad and need to relax. Napada ko na naman ang mata ko sa ibaba niya nang humarap siya sa akin. Are we going to sleep here? That depends if we're going to sleep. Nanlaki ang mata ko. I blinked more than twice. You are joking. I am not. Are you thinking of begging now? He teased. Humakbang ako nung makita sa malapitan to. That depends. Gaya ko sa linyahan niya. Stealing my lines now, Mrs. Sevilla? I laughed. I'm sorry. Hindi ko sinasadya. Wala naman sa rules yan, di ba? Do you want me to add that? Definitely not. I heard him laugh, so I laughed too. Hinawakan niya yung kamay ko at hinila muli. He looked so carefree. Mukhang espesyal talaga itong lugar na ito sa kanya. Pero nawala ang ngiti sa mukha ko nang malala ko sinabi niya kanina. Hindi talaga kami matutulog. Wear this and take some bath. Inabot sa akin ni Braden yung white t-shirt at jogging pants na itim. May mga gamit din siya dito. I was still amazed how beautiful this place was. All wooden. There were few furnitures and the only big was the white king-size bed on the floor. At ikaw, hindi ka pa ba maliligo? Basa ka na rin naman, sabi ko. Nakapatol lang kasi yung towel sa balikat niya. I will cook first. You said you're hungry. I was caught off guard. Lulutuan niya ako? Bigla ako nahiya tuloy. Ako dapat na nagsisilbi sa kanya, hindi siya. Hindi na ako gutom. Pagkasabi ko niyan, malakas na tumunog ang tiyan ko. I bit my lip. I see you're not lying when you said you're not hungry anymore. Sabi nito at nagsimula ng kumuha ng pagkain sa refrigerator. Nahihiya ako umiti sa kanya. I'll be fast, okay? Tutulungan kita after ko maligo. He smirked at me and went to go cooking. He looked so sexy in that mini kitchen of him. Mabilis akong tumakbo ng CR. Kung gaano kabongga yung bahay nila, sobrang simple lang ang bahay na to. It was like a classier version of a bahay kubo. Saglit lang ako naligo. Tinali ang towel sa buhok ko dahil wala namang blower si Braden dito panigurado. I was already dressed when I joined him in the kitchen. Natakam agad ako sa nakita ko. Tocino, scrambled egg at sinigang. My all-time favorite foods. I'm sorry if this all our breakfast food. I haven't been here for so long. Our helper probably forgot to stock some meat. Napadila ako sa pagkain na hinahain niya. He was chopping the tomato. Ano ba naman yan, Braden? Sobrang perpekto mo naman sa paningin ko. Ano bang hindi mo kayang gawin? Ah, commitment. Okay lang. Masayang sabi ko. Paborito ka naman lahat yan. Hindi ako nakakain itong nakaraan. Simula nang umalis sa mga magulang ko. He looked at me confusingly. You don't cook? Napaatras ako. I can't cook. Nahihiyang pag-amin ko. He raised his brow. Are you serious? You cannot even cook at least the simple food? Umiling ako. Huwag mo naman akong i-judge. Lumaki kasi ako na lagi may niluluto sa bahay, kaya hindi ako natuto. He was thinking for a second. Nilipat niya mga kamatis sa maliit na bowl. I should enroll you to a culinary school. Nanlaki ang mata ko at napatayo sa sinabi. Seryoso? Hindi ko na yata need yun. Pwede naman ako manood ng YouTube. It's not enough. You are old enough to learn how to cook, Moira. Since we're husband and wife, you should cook for your husband once in a while. Seryosong sabi nito. Naupo ako at, ano bang gusto mong pagkain? Aaralin ko for you, master. Ngiting sagot ko sa kanya. I will enroll you first. I don't have time, sagot ko. I will let my assistant change your schedule, he said while getting some plates. She doesn't like me. Whether she likes you or not, she doesn't have any choice but to follow me. Sabi ko nga po, minsan kasi nararamdaman ko na alam niya tungkol sa atin. Ayaw niya lang magsabi. Because she's not allowed to, he casually said. So alam nga niya. Gulat at tanong ko. He placed the plates on the table. Inabot niya rin sa akin ang kutsara at tinidor. Yes, and she already signed a waiver not to tell anyone. As I expected. Kaya naman pala mainit ang dugo ng assistant ko na yon. Siguro may crush din siya kay Brayden. I shook my head. Hindi itong oras para mag-isip ng ganyan. Kumuha na lang ako ng sinangag sa bowl. Nagulat si Brayden nang una kong lagyan ang plato niya. Tinaasan ko siya ng kilay. Hayaan mo pagsilbihan din kita, Mr. Sevilla. Hindi man ako marunong magluto, marunong naman ako mag-alaga. Napangiti siya sa sinabi ko. Gosh, ang gwapo niya, lalo na kapag umingiti ng ganyan eh. You really have a lovely mouth, Mrs. Sevilla. Sabi nito habang nilalagay kong ulam sa plato niya. Minsan yes, pero kadalasan dumedepende rin sa mood mo. Umupo ako na makakuha na rin ng ulam. We started eating. Galit-galit muna dahil ang dami kong gutom talaga. You should have eaten until full a while ago, Moira. Sabi niya sa akin. I can't. Nahiya ako sa pamilya mo. Ayoko naman mukhang dead hungry sa kanila. What? Dead hungry? Patay gutom. Sabi ko sabay lunok. He laughed. You are entertaining when being like that. Am I? Tanong ko at sumubo. Because I can be like this the whole night if it makes you happy. You don't have to, he answered. Having you here is enough. I blushed. Para ako lutang nalasing sa mga nangyayari ngayong gabi. Hindi mo ako kailangan bulahin. Oo na, masarap na yung luto mo. Luto lang? My eyes widened in shock. You're speaking Tagalog. He raised his fingers. Konti lang. Tawa ako ng tawa. I think I like this version of you. Since hindi ako marunong magluto, I washed the dishes. Niligpit ko na ng mga pagkain habang naliligo si Brayden. Sobrang busog ng tiyan ko. Mas nabusog ako sa kinain ko ngayon compared kanina. Nang matapos ako, naglibot-libot muna ako dito sa loob at tinignan isa-isa ang picture frame na nakalagay sa itaas. They were childhood pictures. Kamukhang kamukha kasi ni Brayden ang mga nasa larawan. But one thing in common, he was not smiling. Isang larawan lang yata nakangiti siya. May kasama siyang babae sa tabi niya. Hindi ito si Ashley dahil alam ko ang itsura ni Ashley eh. So sino siya? You can now go to sleep, Moira. Napatuloy ako sa pagsulpot niya sa likuran ko. Mabilis kong binalik ang picture frame sa pinagkuhanan ko. Ayoko pa. Busog pa ako eh. Kailangan ko muna magpababa ng pagkain. Umupo ako sa wooden sofa sa gilid. I was staring at him. He was wearing a white shirt and gray jogging pants. Basa-basa pang buhok niya. He looked so damn sexy. 30 minutes then you take a rest. He said at sinampay ang tiwala sa hanger sa gilid. Ayoko pa nga. Saka hindi pa ako pagod, no? Yes, you are, he said. You look tired. Inaantok na naman talaga ako pero ayoko masayang opportunity na magkasama kami sa isang bahay at sa isang kama. So ano nangyari sa hindi tayo matutulog? He coughed. That was obviously a joke. I crossed my arms. Not for me. You are such a pain in the ass sometimes. Komento nito at umupo sa tabi ko. You should rest there. Turo nito sa kama. Saan ka naman matutulog? Here. He tapped his hand on the wooden sofa. You can sleep beside me, you know. I won't bite. Sabi nito. I'm not comfortable sleeping with someone. What? Hindi ako makapaniwala sa narinig ko. Hindi ba normal sa mga lalaki na magkatabi ang mga babae after may mangyari sa kanila? Unless kahit sa kama may rules din siya. But why? Nagtatakang tanong ko. I just don't. Now go to sleep. His voice was now deadly serious. Okay, I will. Let me just ask you one question. Then I'll go there. Pangulit ko pa. Tumahimik naman si Brayden. Inaantay ang tanong ko. Mukha namang nasa mood sa ngayon kaya kahit papaano, malakas ang loob ko. Huminga muna ako ng malalim. Paano yung mga previous girlfriends mo? Hindi kayo nagtatabi matulog? Umiling siya. There's a fine line between fucking and making love. I don't do the latter and you don't sleep with someone you don't have feelings with. That's an unspoken rule. He was really a fuckboy then. I guess kaya hindi siya tinatingin ng mga babae dahil mayaman siya, gwapo at matipuno. Sino ba naman ang makakahindi sa charm niya? Pero paano yun? After yung mag-sex, babangon na lang at aalis? Ganun ba? I already answered your question. No more follow-up. Now go to sleep. Utos niya. Napangako sa sagot niya sa akin. I thought we were having the moment but no. Mukhang ako lang nag-iisip nun. Tumayo na ako sa sofa at tali-taling umalis sa tabi niya. Binagsak ko ang katawan ko sa kama at nagtalokbo ng kumot kahit mainit. Why am I acting like a brat? Pero tanong lang naman yun na madaling sagutin. Bakit hindi niya yun kaya ibigay? Why do I always felt like playing mind games with him? This marriage won't work if he wouldn't let me in. Hindi ko siya makikilala ng tuluyan at mangangapa lang ako sa mga sagot na dapat sabihin sa pamilya niya. Why was it so hard for him? Ano bang meron? Mukha ba akong chismosa na idadaldal ang lahat na nalalaman sa kanya? Bumaba bahagya ang kama. A hand caressed the side of my shoulder. Moira? He said softly. I did not answer. Don't get mad. I tried so hard not to answer. Ngayon ko lang siya marinig sa tono na ganyan. Teka, nanunuyo ba siya? Love, look at me. Love, look at me. Mrs. Sevilla. He sounded a bit mad this time. Bumalikwas ako sa kama at tinirap ko siya. Todo na yun? Hanggang doon lang ba yung panunuyo mo? He raised an eyebrow, shocked too with the tone of my voice. What do you want me to do? Wala. Wala kang dapat gawin dahil wala namang tayo. Are you expecting something from me? Umiling ako. Hindi ko alam bakit ako biglang naiiyak. Parang biglang sumabog ang emosyon ko na matagal ko nang tinatago. I hate you. Pag-amin ko. Hindi ko alam bakit ganito nararamdaman ko. I am sorry, Mr. Sevilla. I can't help it. Tinakpan ko ang mukha ko gamit ang kamay ko. Ano ba ito nangyayari sa akin? Why am I too emotional? Pinunasan ko agad ang mga luha sa mata ko. Do not hate me, Moira. Hindi siguradong boses niya sa sinasabi. I looked at him, getting confused. I am sorry. I'm not used to this kind of setup. I don't do this, but I'm trying. I'm just scared because you reminded me of someone. You're trying to climb up my wall and picking what's inside. I don't want that, he sighed. But I understand your point. I truly do. Did he just apologize and validated my emotions? I like this version of him. Hindi ko na alam kung ilan pa makikita kong ugali niya. Ali, bulong ko. This arranged marriage is between us two. You want to make your family because of that. We are happy and in love. Pero kailangan natin ipakitain sa kanila. Huminga ako ng malalim. Pero para mangyari yon, kailangan kita makilala. Paano kapag may tinanong sila sa akin habang wala ka? I need to know you more para hindi masayang itong pagpapanggap natin. He sighed too. I want to make this work, Moira, but you feel like a threat to me. So please, I try to compromise, but promise me first. No matter how hopeful you get, don't let yourself in. Don't get too close. Kahit nagugulan ako sa sinasabi nila, ayoko na magpumilit pa. This was enough conversation for me. Was his past or Erica did something traumatic to him? I didn't want to know for now. Ang mahalaga kahit papaano, nagsasabi na siya sa akin. I won't, I told him. I promise. Para bang nawalan siya ng tinig sa sinabi ko at nakahinga ng maluwag. The ambience changed all of a sudden. Dahan-dahan niya akong hinihila sa kama at dinintay ang ulo ko sa balikat niya. Sleep now, love. I am staying here. Napaangat ako ng tingin. You are sleeping with me? Compromise it is. He reminded me. I smiled. Thank you for trying. For you, I will, Moira. Ang sarap sa pakiramdam marinig mula sa kanya yan. Parang kailan lang halos takot ako kapag nakikita siya tapos ngayon, tabi na kami matutulog. To think this was our first night together. It was our first night together. It was special for me because we maybe did not have sex, but he just let me see somehow his naked soul that made him sexier this night. I will watch you sleep, he teased after a while. Nataranta ko bigla. No, don't. Ayoko. Sabay tayong matulog. Are we arguing again, Moira? Hindi naman sa ayaw ko, kasi may mannerism ako na nagsasalita kapag tulog eh. Madalas kasi ako managinip na hindi maganda. Ayoko na makita niya yon. Okay. I will sleep now. I surrendered. Hinila ako ni Alice sa tabi niya. My head is on his chest. Lord, I hope this was not end. I was now in cloud 9 already and I was thinking that this was a real marriage and he was my husband and I am his. If only we met before, this world made him hard himself. Humikab ako tuloy na nagpahila sa andok. I was already dreaming of the beach, my sister and I playing happily. I was carefree and running. I was about to jump to the water when I heard Alice's voice. Napabalikwas ako. You are the only person I'm willing to kill over and over. His eyes were still closed. His face was hard. Pinagpapawisan din ang noon niya. Kinabahan ako sa sinasabi niya. I'm not gonna hurt her. I can. I'm not. But he looked so scared. I caressed his chest to wake him up. Ali, it won't happen to her, he shouted. I will protect her. No, please, no. Ali. Napabalikwas si Ali sa tabi ko. He was breathing heavily, almost out of breath. Nakatalala siya ng ilang segundo. He was still processing his dreams. It was a very, very bad dream, I assumed. It's okay. You're only dreaming. Pangaalo ko lang tumingin siya sa akin. He did not say a word. Hindi ko siya pinilit na magkwento. He just lied down on chest and hugged my waist. I caressed his hair while my other hand was combing his back. You don't have to face it alone. As long as we are arranged marriage, you got me? He did not answer but he relaxed a little. Then he closed his eyes. Mas lalo ko siyang nilapit sa akin. Maybe he needed to feel loved too. Kahit hindi niya sinasabi. I was thinking the whole night about him, us, his past and that dream. Pinilit ko lang saglit ang mga mata ko. The next thing I knew, it was morning. Hi, Renan. He eyed me suspiciously. Why wouldn't he? I was smiling from ear to ear na makapasok ako sa office. Sabay kami pumasok ni Braden pero sa iba kami dumaan para walang tao makakita sa amin. It was nice, really, to got to know him like that. Ang aga-aga ang saya mo ha, iba yung energy. Nangangamoy na diligan. Am I right? Nakaupo ito sa mesa ko. Tama, Tuesday pa lang. Ang ganda ng ngiti eh. May kwento. Pagsang-ay ni Rose dito. Sino ba naman kasing hindi sasayang umaga kapag bubangon mo? Mukha ni Braden ang sasalubong sa'yo. Yes, puyat ako. Pero nawalang lahat ng yun ang itilat ng mga mata niya kaninang umaga habang nakatingin sa akin. Parang nasa alapaa pa rin ako hanggang ngayon. Meeting his family, the contract, the court, and his little home. Plus, I got to meet his other side too. Hindi lang yun muli na kinatatakutan namin dito sa office. Hoy, bruha, hindi ka ba sasagot dyan? Hindi na nirenan ang buhok ko kasi nakatalala pa rin ako. Iba rin. Wala na sa wisyo ngayon. Dax ba yarn? Pang-asar ni Rose. Tigilan niyo ako. Natatawang sambit ko. Wala naman akong dapat ikwento. Napakadamat mo sa chismis. Nagmamaktalasan ni Renan. Kailan ka pa naging ganyan? Hindi mo ako kinukwento ng mga sekreto mo at baby boy. Tinulak ko siya palis ng desk ko. Saka na ako magkukwento kapag may label na kami, okay? Sa ngayon, shut up muna ako dahil baka mag-jinx na naman. Sumingit si Rose. Ay, delikado nga yan kapag wala pang label. For sure, hindi lang ikaw yan. Ang babae. True lala. Kaya kung ako sa'yo, sabihin mo na para ma-search natin kung ikaw lang ang babae hindi. Hay nako, Marites. Sabi ko at tumupo na. I turned on my computer. Walang latest ngayon. Sabi ko saka na. Sus, may date ka ulit mamaya, nararamdaman ko. Tsaka hindi ka naman nagsusuot ng ganyan kaganda na blazer dito at day. Hinila-hila pa ni Renan ang blazer ko. Lumakad si Rose sa likuran ko. At naka-floral dress pa nga with matching high heels. Ganda yarn. Kung alam lang nila na ito na yung pinakamatilot simpleng damit na binigay sa akin ni Ashley. Wala akong choice kundi suotin yun dahil baka magtampo siya. Tsaka mas awkward naman kung damit ni Braden ang gagamitin ko, hindi ba? Gusto ko lang magmukhang tao ngayon. May masama ba dito? Taas kilay kong tanong sa dalawa. Hindi tayo nagsusuot ng maganda kapag Tuesday at day. Tama, sabi ni Rose. Tuwing Monday at Friday lang tayo may effort. Tama. Hindi ka talaga magaling masinungaling at day. Mukha may tinatago ka mo kababaligan. Malalaman ko rin yan. Buti na lang lumakad na siya pabalik sa pwesto niya. Si Rose naman sumuko na rin nagsimula ng gawin ang trabaho niya. Napangiti ako. Ganun ba kaganda ang suot ko ngayon? Para mapansinin na masyado? Siguro kaya pa na tingin sa akin ni Braden bago kami pumasok dahil sa damit na to. Hay nako. Nag-online muna ako saglit ng social media pero wala namang message ng kapatid ko. Everyone, stop doing anything. Nagulat ang lahat sa boses sa Sir Amiel. We all minimize our screen dahil pare-pareho kami na ginagawa kapag hindi na masyadong busy. He will be assisting me in managing this department. Starting from now, I want you to respect him as much as you respect me. This is Miguel Cruz, the new supervisor of this department. Napada ako mata ko sa lalaking nakangisi sa tabi ni Sir Adrian. He was wearing his black suit and orange tie. His eyes were roaming. What the fuck was he doing here? Miguel? Bulong ko. Yes, I saw him on my first day of orientation. Pero wala naman siya nabanggit na same company pala kami magtatrabaho. And he was the new boss here? Ito ba yung sinasabi niya na secret job? Nagkatinginan kami. Mas lalo siyang umisi. Shit. Ibig sabihin ba nito araw-araw ko siya makikita dito sa trabaho? Not that I had a problem with that, but I'm not comfortable working with my ex. Lalo na siya na may pagka-weird. He would always wear something orange. I did not know if it was his favorite color or what. Pero laging may orange sa katawan niya kapag nakikita kami dati. Ayoko mag-judge, but I found it weird every time. Hindi ko magets pero lagi niyang pinapamukha sa akin ang kulay na yan. Good morning, team. You can call me Miguel. Gusto ko maging komportable kayo sa akin dahil alam ko nakapapalit niyo lang ng supervisor. I hope I'll be the last year, so let's work together and have a healthy and loving working environment. Ayos ba? Huwag kayong mahiyang sabihin sa akin kapag may problema. As long as kaya kong solusyonan, I will help you. But he was looking at me all the time. Hindi ba napapansin na iba yun? Tinatayuan tuloy ako ng balahibo. Alam ko kasing pagpapanggap ang sinasabi niya. In fairness, my face. Bulong sa akin ni Rose. Jowain mo na, Rose. Pangaasar ko sa kanya para mabaling ang atensyon ko. Kung papatulan ako, why not? Coconut. It did not make sense to me. Ang yaman-yaman niya ni na Miguel. Pero bakit ito siya sa company ni Brayden? He had her own company. Everyone greeted him like a new shining toy they needed. Kanya-kanya ng bati sa mga kaopisina namin sa kanya. Tumalikod na ako at hindi na nag-effort pa para batiin siya. Kanina ka pa niya tinitingnan? Reklamo ni Rose. Lahat na lang ng lalaki ay nagaw mo sa akin. Sabi pa nito, hindi ko siya type. Sabi ko na lang at pinuksan ng social media ko para i-chat si Renan. Me, hindi mo siya kilala? Renan, hindi. Na-takeout ko ba siya before? Me, gaga. Nakwento ko dati si Miguel kay Renan. Maybe he was not interested that time kaya hindi niya maalala. More on kasi mga lalaki niyang kinakwento niya sa akin. They never go out from their office the first hour. Mukhang may mahalaga pa silang pinag-uusapan ni Sir Amiel. Buti naman. Ayoko masirang araw ko at ayoko may mag-assume na hindi pa ako nakaka-move on kahit saglit na naman yung naging amin. I opened my social media again. I got so bored when I tried to search Brayden's name. Kasi malay ko naman, baka may social media ang CEO at ang asawa ko na ngayon, diba? I got disappointed nang wala akong makita. Maybe he was not into it. Sobrang busy niyang tao para pag-aksayan pa ng mga ganitong bagay. Pero paano kung gawan ko siya? Magiging updated na kami sa isa't isa. So I made an account for him. I named it Brayden Ali Sevilla. Hindi naman siguro mahahalata ng iba yan. Mapagkakamalan pa nga siguro na poster yan. Kasi kakagawa lang. I added myself. Ako lang nag-iisang friend niya kahit naman di kami friends in real life. I excused myself and brought a folder para na magmukha may gagawin. Pero makita ko sa office floor ni Brayden. Bumungad agad si Mira sa akin. Hi, I need to give this to Mr. Sevilla. Mahinhin na sabi ko. She raised her eyebrow. What's that, Moira? He did not mention that he is expecting to receive one. I was still smiling. I just finished it kasi that's why. Hindi ko na nasabi sa kanya. You should give it first to your department's leader not to go straight here. Show some respect. Mataray na sagot niya. Automatic ang tumaas ang kilay ko sa sinabi niya. Did he inform me already to fix my schedule? Napanganga siya sa sinabi ko. Akala niya ba hindi ko alam na may mangyayari sa amin? She did not answer. See? You know who I am. So please give this to him. Kinuha kong ballpen na nakasabit sa bulsa ng damit niya. And I will write him a message. Just make sure she'll read it or else I will fire you. Namutla ang mukha ni Mira sa harap ko. I felt a bit guilty, but she left me with no choice. I wrote on the paper, to my boss, I made you a Sockbit account. Did you get mad? Okay? Let's try to get to know each other using this. Para na rin mabilis kita ma-message since I don't have your number. Email ad, braydenalisevilla@yahoo.com. P.S. I miss you. From Moira. Napangiti ako sa password. Tinupi kong papel na sinulatan ko at sinuksok sa folder. I gave it to his secretary. Wala siya nagawa kundi tanggapin yun. Do not read it. Sabi ko pa sa kanya. Thank you. I smiled sweetly then walked away. When I got to my desk, I kept refreshing the screen dahil may mahinang wifi ng ganitong oras. Kaso wala namang message. Tinapos ko na ng mga kailangan kong tapusin kasi baka masita na naman ako kapag nakita kung ano ginagawa ko. Hours had passed. Nahihikab na ako na mag-pop up ang isang message sa screen ko. Brayden Ali Sevilla. So how did you know about my middle name? Nanlaki ang mata ko sa tuwa at tila nanalo sa loto sa kanina. Oh shit, it worked. Moira Visconde. I googled it. Do you mind? Galit ka ba? Brayden Ali Sevilla. No. Hindi raw galit pero ang ikli ng sagot. Moira Visconde. Sorry naman. I will deactivate it later when we got home. Brayden Ali Sevilla. No, don't. Someone called, that's why it was short. Parang bumalik tuloy ako sa pagka-teenager ko. Grabe. Moira Visconde. Sorry, may naiistorbo ba ako? We can talk naman later. I can wait. Brayden Ali Sevilla. Of course not, Moira. In fact, I want you here. I find this meeting so boring. Moira Visconde. Same here, sir. I want you here. Ang tagal niya mag-reply. Mukhang nasa meeting nga talaga siya. Hindi dapat ako naghihintay ng ganito pero kahit magkasama lang kami kagabi, na-excite pa rin ako kung ano sasabihin niya. Gumawa ako ng ingay sa desk ko sa sobrang inip. Shh! Malumanay na sabay ni Rose sa gilid ko. Sorry, I whispered. Huminga ako ng malalim. I started typing again but then he deleted it after a while. Ayoko magmukhang clingy na asawa. Yes, he had opened up last night but that did not mean I had to disturb him every now and then. 5 minutes had passed, wala pa rin. Nakapalumbaba lang ako habang nakatulala sa screen. I kept poking the paper in front of me using my ball pen. Brayden Ali. Love? Brayden Ali. Are we a little impatient today? Nag-reply na siya, pero paano niya nalaman? Moira. So you're a stalker now, sir? Brayden Ali. Only for you, Moira. I prefer watching you from here. Nilibot ko agad ang mata ko, tinanap si Brayden. Wala naman siya. Don't tell me, instinct yung ginamit niya. Sabihin niyang yan, naramdaman niya pa naramdaman ko. Brayden Ali. Stop looking around. I stiffened. My eyes moved while my body was confused. Stop looking around? He could see me. Probably he was watching the CCTV right now. I did not panic. Kalmado lang ako nagbasa ng tinatype niya. Brayden Ali. You look more beautiful wearing that dress, love. Moira. Better than last night? Brayden. But I prefer you naked. Tinakpan ko ang screen nang tumayo si Rose sa gilid ko. Nagtataka siyang tumingin sa akin. Kala ko yung bagong boss. Pagsasinungaling ko. Naglalaro kasi ako eh. Naiihi ako. Huwag kang OA. She said and walked away. Nakahinga ako ng maluwag. Brayden. But I like that one too. And remove it slowly from your body. I felt uneasy. I was imagining what he was saying kasi. Shit, this man. Mukhang hindi ko mapapangatawanan yung sinabi ko ah. But I could reverse and the card. I would let him do the first move. Moira. Then come here, sir. Brayden. Please. Me first. I rolled my eyes. I thought he would just go with the flow. Ako pa rin pala dapat ang gagawa ng paraan. Moira. Are you serious? Brayden Ali. Deadly serious. Moira. How? Brayden. Your choice. Napada ako mata ko sa CCTV sa gilid. I gave it a sexy smile. Pinusod ko pa ponytail ang buhok ko. Alam ko sinadya niya maglagay ng CCTV dito para sa akin. Dahil sa bang department namin, sa akin ang nakatapat ng kamerang yan. Swerte ko, hindi ba? Moira. It's getting hot, I guess. Hinubad ko ang blazer ko. It exposed my arms and my back since it was a backless dress. I turned around a little for him to peek. Isn't it, sir? Brayden Ali. So you want to play again, Moira? Moira, the decision is on you. If you want to play a different game this time, make the first move. Inihulog ko na sa jump ball na hawak ko at dandan ko tong pinulot. Before that, I pulled my dress a little so he could see my legs. I was about to show him my front when a pair of shoes stood in front of me. I followed it and gazed upward. Hey, what are you doing? It was Miguel. He was smirking and giving me that maniac look. Shit naman, wrong timing. Are you trying to seduce me? Alam mong di mo na kailangan gawin pa yan? Napaayos ako ng upo at in-exit agad ang screen sa desktop ko. Buti na lang his focus was on me. He did not get to see the conversation between me and Brayden. Napalulok na lamang ko sa naninag ng mata ko bago isara ang screen. Brayden, put that fucking blazer on again, Moira. I wore my blazer again nang mabasa ko yon. Ayoko nagagalit siya sa akin at baka ano pa ang maisipan niyang ipagawa. Mahirap na't baka hindi ako makahindi. I am not. I said casually and opened another tab. Sinubukan ko mag-type. Kunwari may ginagawa. Nakalimutan mo yata kung sino ko. Umupo pa to sa upa ni Rose at tumusog sa akin. Napatingin ako sa ginawa niya. Miguel Cruz, of course. Kilala kita. I am your boss. I know. I type again, trying to ignore him. So what? I can fire you anytime. He threatened. Ano bang kailangan mo sa akin? May papagawa ko sa'yo. He simply said and stood up. In my office, now. Excuse me? Why are you acting like a superior? Because I am. Gusto mo tagalin kita? O hindi ba? Hindi. Sumunod ka sa akin ngayon na. He turned around and walked past his office. Nilapitan ako ni Rena na naguguluhan din dahil alam niyang may nangyayaring kakaiba. My face exposed it all. Ex mo, no? He asked. Bakla ka? Ikaw na may buhok abot EDSA? Shh! Hindi kaya. Sige na, mamaya ka na chumika. Mainit ang dugo sa akin ng bagong boss. Sumunod na kay Miguel papuntang office. Naramdaman ko ang pag-vibrate ng cellphone ko mula sa bulsa ko, pero wala na ako nagawa para i-check kung sino tumatawag. I was annoyed at Miguel and was embarrassed dahil nakatingin na sa akin ng mga katrabaho ko ngayon na parang ang laki ng kasalanan ginawa ko. O meron nga ba? Miguel sat on his swivel chair. Why was she acting so rude? Sa bagay, malalaman mo naman ang ugali ng isang tao kapag wala na siyang benepisyo na kukuha sa buhay mo. May inabot siya sa aking papel. I need this for my first meeting with Mr. Sevilla. I looked at it. Puro snacks na pwedeng bilhin sa grocery. Napakunot ang noo ko. Bakit ako pang kailangan bumili? I suddenly felt nervous dahil baka malaman niya ang meron sa amin ni Braden. Hindi ko alam kung bakit, I just felt uncomfortable. You're doing nothing, Moira. Mabuti nang mapakinabangan ka. Naalala ko naman ang pag-chat namin ni Braden. At nakikipag-chat ka lang sa boyfriend mo? Shit, nabasa niya nga ata. Pero mukhang di niya naman nakita yung pangalan. It's none of your business. I rolled my eyes. None of my business? I am the department supervisor. Kayang-kaya kita ipatanggal dito. Or worse, I can easily talk to Mr. Sevilla and let him fire you. Pagbabanta pa nito sa akin. He doesn't know me. Ito lang ba ang papabili mo? Pagbabago ko ng usapan. O baka may gusto ko pang idagdag? He did not answer. I bit my lip and turned around. Hindi ko na kailangan pa makipagtalo sa kanya. Mas maganda naman talagang sumunod na lang ako para wala ng problema. Moira, he softly said. I stopped, holding his office knob. He would call me by that name when he was being sweet before. Lumingon ako, trying my best not to show my emotion. Yes, you need something? I miss you. I smiled awkwardly. We're over, Miguel. Alam mong mas maganda na maging magkaibigan na lang tayo. He entwined his hands which reminded me of Braden. I won't give up. Alam ko may pag-asa pa rin tayo. Wala na. Stop it and respect my decision. After I said that, I walked out. Hindi ko na nagawa pang itanong kung bakit siya nandito, kahit may sarili naman silang business. Ayoko nang pahabayin ang usapan naming dalawa. Knowing him, he was the kind of guy who would assume easily just because you were being friendly. And I was waiting for the elevator door to open. My feet were hurting already because of Ashley's high heels. Kung kailan naman nakasuot ako ng ganito, saka naman kailangan ako lumakad ng pagkalayo-layo sa labas. Narinig kong pagtunog ng elevator. Bumungad sa akin ang 4 na namumulang babae. Para silang balo na nagkukurutan at tila tinatagong kilig. Papasok na sana ako sa loob na mahagip ng mata ko ang lalaki nasa gilid. He was leaning casually, arms crossed. His eyes were annoyed and staring at me seriously. Nagsimula naman kabahan ng puso ko kahit nagkagabi lang. I felt we were a little closer to each other. I bit my lip. Kaya pala kinikilig ang mga babae dito ngayon. Pero bakit gamit tong elevator na to? Pwede naman siya doon sa isa. Miss, papasok ka ba? Mataran na tanong sa akin isang babae. Sorry, I said apologetically and went it. Sa pinakadulong gilid ako tumayo, malayo sa kanya. Put the fucking blazer on again, Moira. Napayos ako ng blazer ko kahit maayos naman. Was he still mad because of that? Mauna na po kami, sir. Pahabol ng isa habang nakangiti ng todo. Braden did not answer but she still smiled like she was contented he ignored her. I smiled that he did not answer. Nagsara ang elevator. Where are you going? Napatanong ako sa boses niya. Ako po, sir? He raised a brow. Who else? I swallowed nervously. To the grocery, sir. It's in the contract that you've asked for my permission before going anywhere. Bakit bigla naging big deal sa kanya pagpunta sa labas? Alam ko nasa kontrata, pero hindi ko naman alam na kahit malapit pala dapat magpaalam sa kanya. That's another warning. Remember the punishment? He threatened. Voice was rough. Nagulat ako nang mabilis niyang pinindot ang red button ng elevator at tuminto ito. He then stood in front of me and placed his hands on each side of my shoulder. Now let's try the punishment first. My mind got mental blocked. It was not absorbing what he just said. Sa sobrang kaba ko na siya sa akin, I got paralyzed in my place. Ano ba ulit ang una sa kontrata? I asked, almost out of breath. Obey, he answered and he kept pulling his body close to mine. I'm sorry. He then attacked me and pushed my body on the elevator mirror behind me. His tongue invaded my mouth madly. He was not letting me time to breathe. It wasn't move after move, kiss after kiss, and tongue exploring my mouth. Matatawag ko ba tong punishment if it was giving me pleasure? Hindi siya huminto kahit ang lakas na ng paghinga ko para kumuha ng hangin. He snaked his hand on my waist when I bit my lower lip. I'm owned. He focused his move on my lower lip, chewing and licking his tongue every now and then. Sinubukan kong umawak sa balikat niya, but he shrugged my hands off and put them behind me like a person. I sensed a smile when he heard me moaning, begging for more. Bumaba ang halik ni Brayden sa leeg ko. I turned my head to give him more access to it, his lips kissing it sharply and tongue hungry. I used that moment to start breathing again while moaning loudly. He then shut my mouth using his other hand to refrain myself from moaning. Shh! You're not allowed to make some noise, he whispered seductively. He started kissing behind my ear and trailed down to my neck again. Sir, baka magkaroon ako ng hiki. Pagpapaalala ko pa sa kanya. I don't mind at all. Let the people assume that someone owns you already, Moira. You are mine. All rights reserved. Get it? Only mine, Moira. Hinihingal ako na nakipagtitigan pa rin sa kanya. I nodded. His lips twitched and backed a small kiss on my lips. Then he kissed again, but slowly this time. I tried to kiss him back hungrily, but he pulled away. No, you can't. I'm the one dictating this. I want you. I begged. He released both of my hands and went on to my ear. No, you're not getting it. Lumakad sa palayo at saka pinindot muli ang elevator. No? He said no to me? Gusto kong sumigaw at magbaktol sa sinabi niya, pero walang lumabas sa bibig ko. Hinihingal pa rin ako nakatingin lang sa kanya na parang wala nangyari. Really? Ano? Please? I asked again, still hoping. Tumingin lang siya sa akin na nakakaloko. He shook his head. Ano is ano, Moira? Damn this man. The elevator moved and it opened on the ground area. Ang dami ng tao sa labas. His bodyguards were waiting and other employees were also trying to gain some news. Sir, ayos lang po ba kayo? We tried everything we can. Ang sabi nasa loob ang problema, sabi ng bodyguard ni Brayden. No worries. We encountered an unusual problem but I had it fixed. He explained. Tumungo naman sa akin ang mata ng bodyguard niya. Ma'am, okay lang po ba kayo? Mukhang natakot talaga kayo sa loob. I heard him chuckle as he went out of the elevator. I followed him and stopped a while when he was walking to his bodyguards and security guards in this building. They all nodded. I made my way out. Kinukuha pa rin ang hangin na wala sa akin sa loob ng elevator na yon. The moment I was outside, I grabbed some air and closed my eyes. Damn that man. He was really manipulative. You look like a mess, Moira. Napatalan ako sa biglang pagsulpot niya sa tabi ko. I was holding my hand on my chest. And so are you, Brayden. Bulong ko pabalik sa kanya. Panay ang bati ng mga taong dumadaan sa kanya. Kulang na lang magtago ako gamit ang buhok ko. Pero nang mapansin ko na hindi naman sila tumitingin sa akin, lumakad na ako. My blood was rising when a woman greeted him and I stopped and talked to her. Nagmamadali ako naglakad palayo ngunit dahil sa matas na heels ko, hirap ako makalakad. Hindi ko na malayo nasa gilid ko siya. Where do you think you're going? He asked irritatedly. I raised my brow. I already told you. What's with the mood? He asked while walking. I hastened my pace. Nothing. Did I accept you without punishment? Hindi ako sumagot at patuloy pa rin sa paglalakad. Hinawakan niyang biglang kamay ko at napahinto ako sa paglalakad. You did not answer my question. If I ask you something, you have to answer me. Now I felt like a spoiled brat like my sister Annie. Ano? Sorry sir, hindi ko narinig. Did I upset you? Gusto kong sabihin na hindi, pero yung mga babae sa paligid niya, oo. Plus nabitin talaga ako sa nangyari kanina at pinamukha niya pa sa akin na tinatanggihan niya ako. No sir, kailangan ko lang talagang bilisan dahil baka hanapin ako agad pag sa sinungaling ko. Then why are you walking? We should have used my car. Malapit lang naman. And what if something happened to you while walking here? He asked worriedly. I've been doing this before. Wala naman nangyayari. But now is different. Naguluhan ako sa sinabi niya. I can handle myself, I told him. Stubborn as ever. So are you. Balik sagot ko sa kanya. His forehead creased. What did you just say? That's a warning. Wala akong sinabi. I raised my hands, giving up the argument. He was about to talk when a group of girls walked through us again and started giggling when I saw him. Gusto kong mapairap. Nagmamaktol na naman ang puso ko. I sighed. Kung totoo lang tong sa amin, Lalagyan ko talaga siya ng label sa likod para malaman ng iba na sa akin siya, saying he is mine. He was the one who suggested this grocery store. He handed me a cup to hide my face. Ganon din naman ang ginawa niya even though I doubted it. Almost everyone would stop what they were doing and stare at us. I did my best to hide my face at baka machismis pa ako. Yung mga babae naman bumababa ang tingin nila sa kamay namin na magkahawak, sabay taas ng kilay. I wanted to laugh dahil ako mismo, tataasan ko rin ng kilay ang sarili ko kapag nakita kong sarili ko sa salamin. Ipinulupot ni Braden ang kamay niya sa bewang ko, as if we did not argue a while ago. He was getting used to it, him shaking his hand on my waist. On the way, he stopped when he saw someone familiar and talked to the guy. Dumiretso na ako sa pagkuha ng card. I was still eyeing him when a body crashed to mine. Ouch! Sorry po. Nakayo kong hingi ako ng tawad. Hindi ko sinasadya. Nakabasangot pa rin ang mukha niya at tinitingnan ako. He was scaring me a little. This man was weird. He only nodded while still staring creepily. Are you alright? Biglang sumulpot si Braden sa likod ng matandang lalaki. Oo, okay lang ako. Sagot ko nang hatakan niyang card sa gilid ng matanda. Hindi lumingon ng matanda at dumiretso na palabas ng supermarket. Pareho namin sa tinitingnan habang naglalakad. Mukhang hindi lang ako nakakaramdam kung gaano ka-weird yung matanda. It must be some gang looking for a victim. Brayton stated seriously. You should be careful, Moira. Never talk to stranger. I don't. Giit ko. He raised his brow. Is that so? You don't? That's why you told me your whole lies even you don't know me back then? Hinampas ko siya ng marahan sa braso. Hindi yun kasali. Tsaka may exemption ka. He grinned. Stay here. Don't move. Wait for me. Utos sa akin na para akong bata. Saan ka pupunta? He didn't answer. He just continued walking hanggang sa nawala na siya sa paningin ko. I started pushing my cart and went on with this grocery list ni Miguel. Naikaikot na ang ibang section. Hindi ko pa rin nakikita kung nasan ba si Brayden. Binilisan ko na lang hanapan yung pinapabili ni Miguel dahil baka mabalingan na naman ako nun mamaya. Oh shit! Ang aga-aga pa, magsasara na ba sila? Saka hindi ko pa nakukuha yung iilan na kailangan ko. I was like doing the minute to win it because I was running with my heels on. Kung ano na lang madampot, yun na lang kinukuha ko. Paliko na sana ako na masalubong ko si Brayden sa harap ko. Nakasimangot na naman ang mukha niya. Ginulat mo naman ako. Moira Claire. He held it and stopped me from walking. Nabigla ako sa pagkakabanggit niya ng buo kong pangalan. What's with Moira Claire? May malaki ba akong kasalanan na hindi ko alam? Bakit? Ano nagawa ko? Kinakabang tanong ko. Didn't I tell you to wait for me? His voice was serious. When will you learn to listen? I'm sorry. Hingi ko agad ng tawad. Magsasara na kasi sila. Hindi ko pa nabibili lahat ng kailangan ko. Pinakita ko sa kanya yung papel. Who said that? Naglalabasan na kasi yung mga tao eh. Turo ko sa mga tao. Mr. Sevilla, everything is under control. We are monitoring our CCTV and ask everyone to leave. You can continue shopping. Our security will make sure of your safety. Thank you, he told the guy. You're welcome, boss. Boss? I slowly turned my head to Brayden. Lumakad pala yung lalaki pero huminto rin para panoorin kami. Teka, ano bang meron? Huwag mong sabihin. Yes, Moira, I am. Inunahan niya na yung sagot sa tanong ko. Seriously? I asked again. Sa'yo rin to? He owned the supermarket. Kaya palakas ang loob niya mag-suggest kanina kung saan kami mamimili dahil sa kanya rin pala to. And what's with the CCTV? Wala ba siyang tiwala sa mga tao rito habang nandito rin siya? Ask them. Turo ni Brayden sa mga taong tinitingnan kami. Alam ko naman na nagsasabi ka ng totoo. Hindi lang ako makapaniwala. Ano ba bang hindi ba magmamayari? It doesn't matter, he told me. Go buy everything you need. I still have meetings to attend to. Oo nga pala. Para sa kanila rin itong binibili ko dahil sabi ni Miguel kanina, meeting with him. Mabilis akong lumakad at tinanap ang mga bibilhin ko. Whenever I'm having a hard time, may lalapit sa akin para tulungan ako. Ang ending, sila na lahat naghahanap ng kailangan ko at naghihintay na lang kami ni Bernard sa counter. He was always looking at his phone and his face was a bit worried. May ilang lalapit sa kanya at bubulong. Gusto ko sana magtanong pero mukhang hindi itong tamang oras. You okay? Nag-aalala lang tanong ko. Yes, I need to go somewhere after today's work. I'll ask someone to drive you home. Is that okay? Tumango ako. Oo naman. Gusto mo ba lutuan kita mamaya? He chuckled. What will you cook then? Nilagang tubig. Okay na ba yun sa'yo? Mas lalo lumawak ang ngiti niya. I am good. Moira already asked someone to teach you how to cook. I guess you'll have a versatile trainer at home so you don't need to go anywhere. Napangiti ako. I was feeling excited about it. Never kasi ako nagka-chance matuto magluto dahil hindi ko naman forte yon. Okay, thank you. Excited na ako. Masayang sabi ko. Para naman malutuan kita at umuwi ka ng maaga. For you, I will. Kinilig naman ang puso kong marupok. Natapos na ang pagbalot sa mga binili ko. Buhat-buhat ito ng mga lalaki habang papalabas na kami.